I bring a six-pack wherever I go, except the movies. Anymore. Sam Adams, from Boston, with love. Here's the legal part. Watch how fast I can read. The Boston Beer Company, Boston, Mass. Drink responsibly. Now, is that 30 seconds? Are we even close?
For the ones who know safety isn't a catchphrase, it's a culture. And the ones who help make sure everyone makes it home safe. For the safety-minded who watch everyone's backs, Grainger offers supplies and solutions for every industry, as well as safety assessments and training to keep your facilities safe and your people safer. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Let me get right back to you. Sandra, those banners go out tonight. Can you pack them?
Indeed knows unexpected growth can stretch your business thin.
On machine 4?
Like at Monica's print shop. To fulfill orders on time, she needs to get started hiring right away.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. And the moment you sponsor a job on Indeed, you get a short list of quality candidates from our resume database. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get a $75 credit for your first sponsored job post. Terms and conditions apply.
At Napa, we keep things moving. If it has wheels and an engine, we help keep it on the road. And if it's on the road, we have parts for it. And if you need a part, you can get it fast, like same-day pickup or next-day delivery fast. At Napa, when we're not thinking about cars, we're thinking about the people who drive them. Because when it comes to serving you and our community, our motor never quits. That's Napa know-how. Same-day pickup and next-day delivery available at participating stores and on in-stock items only.
Hi, everyone. I'm Miss America 2020 Camille Schreier. Join me in support of the DEA's National Prescription Drug Take-Back Day, Saturday, April 24th. Please get rid of the unused or expired prescriptions in your medicine cabinet. They could end up lost, stolen, or simply misused. Protect your family and our communities, and let's all keep prescription drugs out of the wrong hands. Keep them safe, clean them out, take them back. Find a collection site near you at DEATakeback.com. That's DEATakeback.com.
We buy any car. We buy any car. We buy any car. Any.
Did you know trading in your car at a dealer could cost you money? A recent study found consumers who trade in their car pay an average of $990 more. So don't trade in. Sell it to We Buy Any Car. Learn more and get your free online valuation now at WeBuyAnyCar.com.
Find out how much your car's worth at We Buy Any Car.
We need the forklift over here.
Indeed knows unexpected growth can stretch your business thin.
Okay, those molds need to be adjusted. The shippers are coming at noon, so we got to get this done.
Like at Dennis's plastic startup. To stay flexible, he needs to get started hiring right away.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. And the moment you sponsor a job on Indeed, you get a short list of quality candidates from our resume database. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get a $75 credit for your first sponsored job post. Terms and conditions apply.
It's spring. Time to take in a breath of fresh savings on appliances at the Home Depot's Spring Savings Event. In-store, online, all season long. Save on top appliances from top brands. Plus, get free and flexible delivery on any appliance $396 or more. From cooking and cleaning to washing and drying. Your timing couldn't be better. Bring on spring with the Spring Savings Event now at the Home Depot. How doers get more done. U.S. only while supplies last, valid through April 28th.
Making popcorn for movie night?
Whoa, who are you?
This is your wake-up call from TracFone Wireless. What if every time you tried a new streaming service, you had to buy a new TV?
That'd be ridiculous.
Yeah, some wireless companies do that when you switch. Make you buy a new phone.
Right.
But TracFone Wireless lets you keep your phone and your number and your network and gives you unlimited talk and text starting at $20 a month.
Seriously, who are you?
This is your wake-up call, people. TracFone Wireless. Now you're in control. Oh, you're burning it.
Oh, no.
See terms and conditions at TracFone.com.
For the ones who know safety isn't a catchphrase, it's a culture. And the ones who help make sure everyone makes it home safe. For the safety-minded who watch everyone's backs, Grainger offers supplies and solutions for every industry, as well as safety assessments and training to keep your facilities safe and your people safer. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
At Napa, we keep things moving. If it has wheels and an engine, we help keep it on the road. And if it's on the road, we have parts for it. And if you need a part, you can get it fast, like same-day pickup or next-day delivery fast. At Napa, when we're not thinking about cars, we're thinking about the people who drive them. Because when it comes to serving you and our community, our motor never quits. That's Napa know-how. Same-day pickup and next-day delivery available at participating stores and on in-stock items only.
WPEN Burlington, Philadelphia, a Beasley Media Group station. 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Good morning. Thought I'd help you wake up.
It's 6 a.m. and you're listening to The John Kincade Show on 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Let the party begin!
The show starts now.
And it's Wednesday, also known as Getaway Day for our own Jamie Lynch. As he's planning on a weekend of debauchery in New Orleans. It's unbelievable.
Must be nice. I'm not looking forward to it.
Must be nice. I said after COVID, after not traveling.
I feel like I'm going to the other side of the world.
Yes.
It's not Philadelphia? Cool.
You're going to see something different. You're going to see some fun, which is great. So Jamie will fill us in on some of the hijinks that are planned over the course of the morning today. Bradford White Water Heaters brings you the 6 a.m. hour here at the John Kincade Show. Bradford White is here for the pro. Will the Phillies' great feel to start the year, the Phillies' great excitement to start the year, you don't want it to wear off in a few weeks. And the only way it's going to wear off is if the team gives you reason to not believe. Now, it's way too early. I tend to do Memorial Day has always been my, linchpin to not, use a term that's already part of this show.
That one's trademarked.
That is trademarked now?
Yeah.
But for me, it's always been Memorial Day. I wait to react to standings to Memorial Day and everything. There are just so many games that have caused me to react this year. And I think that's usually a bad thing. When regular season baseball games cause you to scratch your head or come away saying, what the blank did I just watch or did I hear about? So last night I'm buzzing through because I was out last night. So I'm coming in after I already know the result of the game. So I try to go to my MLB at Bat app and I'm watching things and I'm saying, wait a minute, what do I find myself doing? Well, first off, questioning Zach Wheeler. So now we've had our two best pitchers in the rotation give you one ace-like outing each in 4. That's not enough. And a 4-0 lead last night, gifted to you. And that's not enough against that Giants team. I'm shocked. But I still find myself questioning the manager. And I hate to do that because I really thought that Joe Girardi was the answer. I was one of those, geniuses who thought, yep, thankfully we got a baseball man in here now. We got a real baseball guy in here now. I'm not seeing it. Not seeing it out of Joe Girardi. So thankfully we can turn some of our attention today to the Sixers as they get ready to face the Suns tonight. An important chance for them to give us a rebound effort after the disappointment of Monday night. But we've got storylines we're going to follow today regarding the health of the Sixers and the health of the Nets. And I can only tell you while trying to work the story last night to find out more about the James Harden injury, I was told, keep your ear to the ground because this thing is not good. Which may or may not make you smile as a Sixers fan. Here's what I would suggest. Don't celebrate anyone else's injuries because tomorrow they can be yours. And that's where we begin in the 6 o'clock hour. John Kincade Show with Bob Cooney, Jamie Lynch, Pat Egan, and the coach, Eric Camille. We've got Mike directing on YouTube and Twitch.tv. Connor is screening your calls at 610-632-0975. And I'm damn glad that he does. I was listening to some of Mike Missinelli's show yesterday, and I was hearing some... Mike was literally, laughing at some of the stuff that was being thrown his way yesterday. So Connor, keep the wall up. We get the really good callers on for us. So, Jamie, I don't want to question the manager. I get 17 games into a year. I don't want to be doing oh my gosh, it's like rocket science. Let's break down every single move. But there have been too many times already this season where I'm wondering what Joe Girardi's doing.
Yeah, and there was times last year I wondered the same thing, and it's fair. Because, we don't anoint, right?
No. But he's got a resume.
He does. But were other teams knocking down his door? You know, like I feel like the Yankees thing, honestly, I can't shake that my buddies who watch every single game up there, when I ask them about him, they're like, yeah, he's going to drive you nuts. And that sticks with me. And
so this is before you find out he's hired?
I found out he's hired. I went right to my 2 Yankees friends, and I was like,
you have 2 Yankee friends, by the way?
Yeah, a lot of New Yorkers.
Dude, you got to get better.
Yeah, I know. And they said right away, yeah, he's solid, but he's going to drive you nuts. And I can't shake that from my brain cage over the last year and a half. And he does things that are head-scratching sometimes. When Tom McCarthy in the booth after 8 pitches can notice that Connor Brogdon doesn't have it, why isn't the manager?
I wonder, Bob, though, where is the, he's steady, he's consistent, he's good.
Maybe that pays off?
Those things are all missing, though. Those things are all missing because nothing about what he's doing right now has rhyme or reason.
No, and not getting anybody up when Brogdon was struggling. It's head-scratching, to say the least. And then after the game, your worst fears, well, mine and yours, John, I think, as far as analytics go, come to light when he says, I liked the matchups. So to me, it wasn't, and he said something about some left-handers or something like that. Oh, you might like the matchups, but do you not see your pitcher is struggling out there and has one pitch that he can go to and that's it? It's that feel of the game, John, that scares me, that Jamie talks about, that his friends say, the book of analytics that he carries around, the binders.
Joey Binders.
And, and you and I talking about, God, don't you have a feel for the game after being a catcher in this league for so long?
Here's what Bob's referring to.
I mean, Connor has been as good as any reliever we've had. If you look over the last, you look at this year and you look at the end of the last year. And I actually like the matchups. He's been really tough on left-handed hitters. If you look at his history, just tonight, it didn't seem like he had great command of his changeup, and he made some mistakes. I just felt like he was going to get him out. I did. I really did.
I got to tell you, I don't think I've ever heard that from a manager before. I just really thought he was going to get them out. I really did. After the first 3-run homer.
Yeah.
And it's clear he doesn't have it. And then I just really thought he was going to get them out. That's sort of not good enough.
And
for
look,
me.
Brogdon has been one of their better relievers.
He has been.
But it's a night-to-night thing, and especially with pitchers, there's times when guys just don't have it. And your track record up to that point is irrelevant. If you don't have it that night, you don't have it.
Can I give the young man a lot of credit, though? Connor Brogdon, I heard some of the post-game.
I like the kid.
He's very self-aware and very personal responsibility oriented.
Yeah.
That's damn good.
Yeah, I like that kid. He's
really
a
impressive.
nice piece.
Pat, is there a defense to what Joe Girardi did last night that maybe we're overlooking?
Nope.
Thanks, Pat.
That's good.
That's good insight, right?
No. There's nothing though that he did that we should be going, yeah, well, here's the reason he did it.
Yeah, and I'm usually the one to have the ridiculous defense. There is no ridiculous defense.
Well, you just haven't read your script yet. We gave you a few ridiculous defenses.
Just wait till we start talking about Scott Kinger.
And
yes.
John, it goes back to what you were complaining about on Monday also, that you take Chase Anderson out after 4 innings. You used your bullpen an awful lot on Monday.
And
so
now
you're
just
limited a
burned
little
him.
bit yesterday, and you put Brogdon in there to throw. It took you 30 pitches to see that he didn't have it. That's like putting a pitcher out there and after 130 pitches saying, I see he didn't have it tonight.
I thought but the thing is, I thought he was going to make the pitches. I thought he was going to get them. Joe Girardi is acting weird.
Yeah.
I mean,
or this is just who he is.
There's been no track record of Girardi doing things though that the things that Joe Girardi's been accused of have been I went back to when he was hired and reading about just how the New York press wrote about him getting his new job, and by the way, they still loved him.
Yeah,
but writing about the fact that so much of what he did was robotic. That Joe was robotic. You could predict Joe's move before it happened
because it's written in a book.
Like you could scream at your TV. You knew what he was going to do, and you started to dread it.
Huh.
This is haphazard. This is almost the opposite to me. And maybe I'm missing it. Maybe one of the analytics folks will tell me, no. What he did was real sad. Nothing makes sense about what he did with Connor Brogdon last night.
I'll tell you what. As much as we rightfully bitched and complained about the center field position, Joe Girardi is 1A and slowly, or 1B and slowly creeping up as a bigger issue than the center field position in my book.
Hey, if you want to get in with us, you can at 610-632-0975. You want to vent a little bit. And again, it's always been Memorial Day for me. And I find that some of my old listeners will reach out on social media going, we need John Kincade to remind us Memorial Day. Because they're panicking all over the National League East in a lot of places, except for the Mets, who are planning the parade. Mets fans.
Well, they practice the celebration in spring training.
Mets fans are planning the parade. They feel really good already.
That's adorable.
On April. Isn't it cute?
It's always worked well for them.
Isn't it really cute when they start celebrating like that? So that was one of the stories that we'll be dealing with today is the puzzling Phillies who have an afternoon game today. And I've just heard about 50-mile-an-hour winds and damaging hail or something in storms. And
it's going to be a good line moving. Not David Hale, thank God. Good line of weather's going to be moving through. I think they'll be okay. There might be a delay or something.
A good line?
They're a strong line of thunderstorms.
Oh, yes. Yes. I mean, it could be...
good meaning like...
What time's your flight?
Noon.
Oh, well, then you're going to get out before.
What time is the weather starting?
Like 1
o'clock, 1:30. Yeah, during the game.
Because what I'm worried about is the game gets delayed so long that Eflin can't come back out, and now you've got a bullpen game with a bullpen that's already been taxed because Joe Girardi decided to pull the starting pitcher in the first game after 4
Don't worry,
innings.
Pat. Vinny Velasquez starts on Friday. You can make it.
How about this? Pat, here's what I would do. And it's I saved it for 8, but since you brought it up, I think it's very insightful. Well, I think it's insightful because I wrote it. Is the fact that I would start a reliever today, and I'd have Eflin ready for after, and bring him in after the rain delay because I do think it looks like there's a rain delay, so I would start a reliever and have Eflin ready to go after the rain delay when you know that the rain has moved through because it looks like this is going to be a pattern that moves through. They'll get this game in today, but it's going to be like an hour and a half, 2 hour period where you won't. So I'd let Eflin pitch after if they start the game. Bad, Pat?
I don't like it, personally.
No?
I don't.
No? Not even a little?
Not at all.
All right. There you go.
That's okay.
And I have so many nice things to say in my notes today about Pat Egan from last night.
It doesn't mean I don't love you.
Bastard. Staples has everything you need to be organized and productive, like home office furniture, the latest tech, and organizational supplies, all at amazing prices. Get a fresh start with big savings from our friends at Staples. By the way, Sixers and the Suns tonight at 7 o'clock in the Fanatic. Woo! Devon Givens in the post.
His cousin's in town.
After the game.
An exciting game for him.
Yeah.
And his whole family.
Yeah. Wait a minute. Devon's playing for the Sixers tonight, isn't he?
He's playing backup point guard for the Sixers.
Game. It's
his cousin plays on the Suns by the name of Mikal Bridges. And
that is so awesome.
Very cool for Devon and his family tonight.
That is really, really good stuff. And I was...
he does look like George Hill, though, doesn't he?
Oh, my God.
It's really... It's really
cool.
It's unnerving. Yeah. It's unnerving.
George Hill's an interesting guy. He owns like this huge exotic animal farm, I believe, down in Texas, and he has like alpacas and monkeys and I think lions and wow.
George Hill.
He's an interesting fella.
I think he got because Shaq has some of those.
Yeah, and I think Dwight Howard does too.
Dwight Howard has some. It's an NBA hobby.
Yeah, it's
exotic animals.
He's an 850-acre ranch called George Hill Orchards. Excuse me.
George Hill Orchards.
It's got a website
with exotic animals on it.
And where is it? South Lancaster,
Texas.
I think it's Texas.
It's Texas, I think.
Oh, there's another George Hill Orchards.
Oh, okay.
George Hill Orchards.
There's many George Hill Orchards.
Can you imagine? You go out to George Hill Orchards. And you're like, let's go pick apples, kids.
Yeah,
that's what this
Dad,
one
there's
had.
a puma.
He has zebras, kangaroos, and wildebeest.
Well, remember, you thought you could box the kangaroo.
I could take maybe
which we always told.
If
Coach,
we get George on the air with us, I'll ask him.
If we have FanFest and we don't find a way to have a boxing kangaroo against Jamie Lynch, which would that would bring down the house.
It would.
I know this. Alicia Vittorelli would lead the little pop culture segment on the 4 o'clock. She'd lead with Jamie fighting the
that would excite me to no end.
Oh my gosh! Can you imagine that?
35 minutes north of San Antonio.
Parks Casino Sportsbook has Jamie, by the way, plus 760.
I was going to say I'd have good money on my
plus
side.
Plus 760 against the kangaroo.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if I could knock it out. That's the problem.
Yeah,
I could survive a round or two.
You'd be in real trouble. We would be in real trouble at that point. So I get a little text telling me Watch the James Harden injury.
Yeah, that
it's worse. That it may even be worse than's being reported.
The reporting of it
sounds ominous, doesn't it?
Yeah, had my eyebrows that I don't have.
They're shutting him down.
And I went, might not be able to return until the playoffs.
By the way,
that's a nice way of saying.
Can you pencil them in for us so that way we know when something raises your
like
eyebrows?
Uncle Leo when he burns his eyebrows
Uncle
on?
Leo, yeah. Maybe just glue something up there so then when we see that something intrigues you, we actually know. Bob, what do you think? I mean, the NBA and injury circles. There are some leaks in the NBA as far as injuries and stuff. Harden's injury, though, this sounds bad.
It's not good, no. When you have the coach come out this late in the season say we have to start it all over again.
What does that mean? He's re-aggravating it to the same degree?
As far as from my experience, starting all over again means he's shut down. So there's no basketball activities. So it's shut down until it feels better. Then you might try some basketball activities, which would include... So right now he'll do pool, he'll do that stuff. He won't be on a basketball floor. And then it leads up to, trying to get on the floor once he's feeling better. Then it'll lead up to individual activity. Then it'll lead up to maybe participation as far as a full court run or something like that. If I'm reading this right, he's weeks away.
That's what it looks like.
Yeah.
It
basically said best case scenario was start a playoff.
Yeah, so some teams...
Best case scenario.
Yeah.
Some teams won't even let a guy come back on the floor until he is fully playing for 2 weeks.
May I ask?
He's way away from that.
May I ask, Pat, is it okay and appropriate now, when I asked the question before, a man who purposely ate himself out of Houston, not being in great shape, goes out and now his season looks like it can be torn up. Could it have anything to do with it? 35 extra pounds.
It could. It could absolutely have something to do with it. Do I blame the man? No.
Oh, I do.
Because food's delicious, man.
I know it's delicious.
It's hard not to eat it when it's there.
Okay, good. He found the sheet of crappy takes. He found it. Good. I was wondering if he
You don't get those hot takes on any show.
Food is delicious, Pat. I agree with you.
It is delicious. Egan, food's delicious. 6:17 in the morning. Discover the benefits of a K through 12 education, a cyber public education. It's Commonwealth Charter Academy. It's providing your children or grandchild with an education in the safe confines of your home at no cost to you. You can inquire today about fall enrollment. Visit ccaeducate.me today. In the linchpin, I don't know how long the Phillies can wait.
This is the linchpin.
Yeah, Gene Segura goes down, leaves the game with an injury last night. Center field is center field. Didi, how much longer can they wait for Scott Kingery?
Did you see the stats on him? I saw somebody tweet out, now take it for what it is, 1 for 26 with 12 strikeouts?
Yeah, it's bad. But at some point, you're going to... you need bodies at this point.
You need bodies, yes.
Yeah, and he's the guy that's got the most major league credibility to him. I know he's struggling. I know he's a bit lost. But what are their other options?
I was sort of nudged in the direction of thinking this way by someone who said to me, John, do you think the Phillies are stupid? And I said, no.
I know this must be bad.
And could there be something more as
Wait,
far
are
as...
the Phillies stupid? That's a fair question, actually. Yeah.
But is the credibility of... Is his credibility amongst his peers questioned?
Huh.
Like maybe is there a reason why other guys are... Because I guess you have to be... Your teammates can't doubt you.
No,
Your teammates can't doubt your dedication, your work ethic.
Well, look, if you're watching Andrew Knapp play second base for your team and you're not wondering where the hell is this guy, you're probably not normal.
I'm sorry, I saw Roman Quinn up again last night. He does the same thing every time. Fake a bunt, take a strike, fake a bunt, swing and miss, 4 pitches, you're out, go to the bench. He's so overmatched.
It's unbelievable.
In Major League Baseball.
Do you get the one?
What the hell is he doing here?
One of our emailers, or who emails the station, says that. He goes, watch every 4 pitches that Roman Quinn sees. He says, see how many times, if he doesn't fake a bunt twice.
Oh, my God, twice. Exactly. Because he cannot get his bat on the ball.
No.
So the easiest way is to try to have the ball hit his bat.
He can't even bunt well.
No.
But
I don't know what the hell he's doing here. It's ridiculous.
What are they going to do with the middle of the infield right now? We can't have Andrew Knapp playing second base for several games. If this is a hamstring with Segura,
No, you have to bring him up. You've got to bring Kingery up.
It's sink or swim time.
JT Realmuto today because he's your everyday catcher. It's a 1 o'clock game after a night game. Usually you sit your starting catcher the next day, and Eflin usually pitches to Knapp, right?
Yeah.
I don't know what they're doing. You talked about you need bodies. The ones they have aren't capable.
No.
They have too many that aren't capable.
You need bodies just to fill the void spots, let alone better bodies that should be out replacing these guys.
It's a scary proposition, but again, 8-9, so I'm not going to ring the alarms.
Yeah, but who's playing second today? Brad Miller?
I guess Brad Miller has to play second,
and
right?
who's playing short?
Yeah, he's going to have to.
Brad Miller has to play second.
I mean,
how bad is
Didi
Nick Mattin's playing short?
Well, Didi is. I heard Joe Girardi say yesterday that Didi was an emergency player last night.
Okay.
So he could have played if there was an emergency that he considered drastic enough to put him in. So that means maybe today, but I would imagine with Thursday off that they don't want to play Didi today. So you got to bring somebody up.
How is this roster this big of a mess?
You would think it would be Didi at short and then Maton at second, possibly.
I'll tell you what, Maton intrigues me a little bit. I watched him the other night, and I said,
find that name annoying.
There's
I
something
don't like saying
about this
Maton.
kid.
It should be Mattin.
When you look at his numbers, he's outperforming everybody.
It's a little try-hard.
Guess what? By the way, though, what did he had triple last night, right? RBI triple last night,
and you know who scored?
It was Mickey.
That's right.
Mickey!
Guys, things are turning around for this club.
Yeah.
They might have lost last night, but...
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. So, those of you going out to an afternoon game today, just
bring a rain slicker.
Gentleman says to me today, he goes, where are you getting these forecasts from? He goes, my buddies didn't tell me anything about rain on social media.
Yeah, we just watched it. You and I watched it early this morning. There is a line of thunderstorms coming
and
through.
they're warning us that it's going to be
1
like,
and 2.
and it's like 40 or 50 mile an hour winds and everything. And he goes, where are you getting the thing? He goes, my buddies didn't tell me. What are you, buddies with Adam Joseph and Hurricane Schwartz? What are you going to the game with Cecily Tynan and she didn't call you? I mean,
we're buddies with Adam Joseph.
Don't we have apps for weather?
It's right there on your homepage.
I see it on my app. That around 1 o'clock today, 1:30 today, it looks like we could get slammed. Absolutely slammed. Unbelievable. We got a lot coming up for you on the John Kincade Show today, including worst case and best case scenarios for 8 days from now. Don't miss Jamie's mock draft, too. Coming up on the show today, we got Pat's Takes, we have Adam Schefter, and more. John Kincade Show here on The Fanatic. I've got the Parks Casino Sportsbook app in the palm of my hand. What was really disappointing, though, last night, I'm at the Flyers Cup championship game between Downingtown West and Haverford. I couldn't get a line on the game. I found out that they don't do high school sports, but they do everything else. That Parks Casino Sportsbook app is awesome, and they've got an incredible offer for new customers right now. You can sign up and get your first risk-free bet up to $500. Now, you want to do the normal bets. You can bet a parlay or a teaser, just straight money lines, whatever you want to do. Or you can use those future bets. And by the way, golf, very, very intriguing. And you can bet on golf every single day, even in-match golf betting. You could have been betting on Stuart Sink this past Sunday. Pretty amazing stuff. Get the home field advantage. Download the app or go to parkscasino.com/PA and use promo code FANATIC. It is an absolutely great deal. Now, you got to be 21 and in Pennsylvania. If you got a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
The John Kincade Show on 97.5 The Fanatic. Philadelphia.
Thibault steals it on a breakout. He's home free and he jams it. Matisse Thibault.
Sixers, Suns. Tonight at 7 on your home for 76ers basketball. 97.5 The Fanatic. Philadelphia.
Sixers basketball is brought to you by DraftKings Sportsbook, America's top-rated sportsbook app.
Are you being tricked? Tricked into believing Wall Street 401ks are the best way to retire? Hi, I'm Inc. Magazine bestselling author Brett Kitchen, and I want to give you a free copy of my book, Wealth Beyond Wall Street, because over 10,000 Monte Carlo analysis prove there's a better way to retire. After losing 35% in my IRA in the crash years ago, I said enough. And since then, I discovered a way to grow money potentially double digits, reduce taxes dramatically, and also have my money protected when the next stock market crash hits. When the next market crash hits, you lose nothing. Call Wealth Beyond Wall Street now to get your free book and talk to a specialist to discover this little-known strategy to get potential double-digit growth during good years and never lose in the next market crash. Call 800-476-5151 to discover this asset that people like Walt Disney and JCPenney use to grow wealthy. Plus, when you call right now, you get free shipping and handling, no credit card required. And I'll send you a free copy of the audiobook so you can listen on your phone. Call 800-476-5151, 1-800-476-5151, 1-800-476-5151. That's 800-476-5151.
If you drive a car, truck, SUV, or vehicle of any kind, you need Get Upside, the free gas app that pays you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy. That's right. With the free Get Upside gas app, you can get up to 25 cents a gallon cash back every time you buy gas. Nearly 3 million people have earned cash back with Get Upside just for buying gas.
I always use Get Upside. Some months I make $200 to $300.
I love getting money back for things I use every day. It's just free money for buying gas.
There's no catch. It's simple. And you get your cash back right away.
Download the free Get Upside app now in the App Store or Google Play to save up to 25 cents per gallon when you buy gas. Use promo code SPEED for a 25 cent per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's up to 50 cents per gallon on your next fill up. You can cash out anytime to PayPal or an e-gift card for Amazon and other brands. Earn cash back on gas on every fill up. Just download the free Get Upside app and use promo code SPEED for a 25 cent per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code SPEED.
I'm Dr. Baker, an ER physician. If you're having leg pain, swelling, or redness, but haven't talked to your doctor yet, don't wait. This could be deep vein thrombosis, a blood clot which could travel to your lungs and lead to a pulmonary embolism, which could cause chest pain or discomfort or difficulty breathing and be deadly. Your symptoms could mean something serious, so don't wait. Talk to a doctor right away, by phone, online, or in person.
Brought to you by Bristol-Myers Squibb and Pfizer.
Today's pros need today's tools, and nobody understands that better than the Home Depot. Our app makes it simpler to get supplies ordered and delivered. Our online project calculators cut guesswork and last-second supply runs. Job site delivery puts what you need where and when you need it. And rental puts the right equipment in your hands, but not your overhead. That's how today's pros get more done. New tech, new tools, old-fashioned hard work. The Home Depot, how doers get more done.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today? Your car in need of a cleaning? We've got you covered. We have all the wash and wax products you're looking for, from interior to exterior cleaners. They'll help you freshen up your ride inside and out, while keeping it protected from dirt and grime that can damage your car. And you can get everything you need even faster. Just order online at AutoZone.com and choose free same-day store pickup. Getting your job done just got easier. Restrictions apply.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
When it comes to starting your morning off right, Wendy's is always the best choice. And now that our sweet and savory honey butter chicken biscuit is only $1.99, you have no excuse to get your breakfast anywhere else. It's freshly prepared with sweet honey butter and all-white meat chicken on a flaky biscuit. It's never been easier to steer clear of bad breakfast. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's and get the breakfast you deserve. The $1.99 honey butter chicken biscuit.
Limited time only at participating U.S. Wendy's during breakfast hours. A la carte only. Not valid in a combo.
Nothing can prepare you.
That dragon marking? It's an invitation.
Means you've been chosen for Mortal Kombat. This Friday.
We don't have much time.
The worldwide phenomenon comes to life. I am Sub-Zero. Get over here! Mortal Kombat, rated R, under 17, not admitted without parent, in theaters and on HBO Max. This Friday.
Welcome to the show. Are you ready for a ride?
It's the final days of Ford Truck Month. Your last chance to get a great deal on the adventure-ready Ford Ranger, Ford Super Duty, our most capable heavy-duty pickup, and the all-new 2021 Ford F-150. Take the show on the road in the only trucks built Ford tough. But hurry, the final days of Ford Truck Month end soon. Go to buyfordnow.com, then get to your local Ford store today.
During a normal year, moms do it all. They're superhuman. But this year, moms took on so much more. They kept us safe, kept our hopes up, and kept everyone going. And that's on top of all the other superhuman mom stuff. So this Mother's Day, shop Hellsberg Diamonds and make Mother's Day extra special for her. We have a large selection of meaningful gifts for every budget, so our associates can help you find the perfect gift to show how much you truly appreciate her. Visit your local Hellsberg store or Hellsberg.com. Don't forget your special mom this year, Sunday, May 9th.
T-Mobile is bringing 5G from big cities to small towns across America. We've been investing billions to light up the largest and fastest 5G network. And now, according to competitive data from Umlaut, T-Mobile is the most reliable 5G network, too. To celebrate, we're inviting everyone to upgrade their experience. Introducing the free 5G upgrade. Bring any working cell phone to T-Mobile and trade it in for a free 5G Samsung Galaxy. Still have a flip phone? If it can make a call, you can trade it in. Plus, all our plans include 5G access on the full T-Mobile network at no extra cost.
Let's go.
Now that's an upgrade. T-Mobile is America's leader in 5G. Experience it today with the free 5G upgrade. Visit a neighborhood store or T-Mobile.com to learn more.
Phone fee at 24 bill credits while supplies last plus tax. If you cancel credit, stop and balance on required finance agreement may be due. Contact us. Qualifying credit, service, and undamaged trade-in required. Most reliable according to independent third-party Umlaut from crowdsourced user experience data from September 2020 to February 2021. Details at T-Mobile.com.
Hello? We just made your listening experience easier. 97.5 The Fanatic is now on radio.com. Radio.com. Check it out now. Now, back to the John Kincade Show.
No, your radio's not broken. We sound like this on purpose.
On 97.5 The Fanatic. Philadelphia.
John Kincade Show here on The Fanatic. Let me change my headsets. So I'm trying to figure out how to wear these damn things. You know, being a radio professional is very hard. Very hard. Hey, NJ Diet contractually guarantees that you're going to lose 20 to 40 plus pounds in just 40 days. Did you know that? And they're now offering live online video consultations. Call 855-5NJ-DIET or njdiet.com to check that on out. So I want to mention Alan, who sends an email yesterday, and he says, John, clutch move on your part and Jamie's. Getting out of town while you mentioned that Bob is moving this weekend. He said after you were just bragging that the ultimate buddy move is to say, hey, can I help you move? That we're both...
Have fun getting to the airport today there, Lynch.
We're both out of town.
My cousin actually wanted to do his bachelor party last weekend, but I said, no, if you could make it this weekend.
Bob's moving.
Bob's moving that weekend, so it would be better for me.
Let's try to avoid that. What's good about it, though, is Egan's not going out of town.
There you
go.
go.
I'm doing something.
What do you do?
That's all right. I know better than to ask you guys for anything.
You have a Flyers game or something?
Yep.
Flyers game.
And I can't miss that because how can you miss the excitement? Boom. I mean, what would Timmy and Coatsy do if I wasn't there?
I'm telling you. They do a fine job, by the way.
They're a blast.
Coatsy Unplugged. When's Coatsy going to come in and just hang out with us someday? Just hang out with us. We have to invite. Yeah. I want you to invite him.
Okay. I don't think mornings are his strong suit.
You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised.
I love his honesty. It's sort of why Ricky Bo is such a gem, because I love his honesty.
I wasn't able to stay up for post game last night.
I can only imagine.
But I would imagine Rick was
colorful,
a little mad, a little red in the face.
Can we ever get him in?
Yeah, why don't we do that? Why don't we get Ricky Bo in with us tomorrow?
Let's get him in earlier than we normally do.
Let's get him in earlier
Instead
tomorrow.
of 9 o'clock, let's bring him in at 8:30 tomorrow.
Let's let him sit right in Jamie's seat.
What do you think?
Let's just do it.
I'd be honored.
Let's absolutely do it.
Let's replace Jamie with him. Full time.
I got carried away here, Pat.
Pat, you're not
right
supposed
here.
to. Whatever,
oh, is that not supposed to say that?
Goes on in meetings.
Yeah, I'm right.
You're not supposed to. By the way, Pat, great use of social media. It was with Jamie yesterday. Great use of social media.
The resting Bob face?
Resting Bob face is now a thing. You guys. Everybody got to see it. Everybody got to see it.
It's not how it is.
I had a few references last night. I was out at Iceline at the Flyers Cup finale last night. I had a few people, a lot of good compliments about the show. Nice to meet. I saw a lot of my former players from over the years who now have kids playing on the teams, which is really makes you feel nice and young. And resting Bob face was a thing. And people were like, it is. You guys weren't lying. Resting Bob face.
Somebody said you look like a kid that just got scolded in the meeting and you were pouting on the table.
But did people notice the copious notes that I had in front of me?
No, you're probably laying down on them.
I showed him to Chuck. I said, look how good my notes are. And my last note was, John, shut up so we can get out of here.
What I was saying, I wasn't holding up that meeting talking yesterday. I didn't have diarrhea of the mouth
The note
yesterday.
said, why did I leave the Daily News? news over and over again. Those are your notes.
Seriously, would they take me back? But the big news last night was the Pat Egan respect that I got from so many of my former players that cross paths with Pat in men's league ice hockey.
Is that right?
And Pat, you downplay yourself. You downplay yourself as being terrible and your team's better without you. I got a much different scouting report last night that you were. I was told you were around a 4.5. You're like I said, what's he? He describes himself like a 2. And they're like, 4.5. Said that compared to other people in the league.
I'm not the worst guy in the league.
Well, 4.5 out of 5 or 4.5 out of 10?
Out of 10. So he's a little below average.
I give you more than that.
But a little below average for a men's league. I think that's not bad.
The facts are what they are. I showed up for one game of a best-of-3 series. They lost that game.
So
I didn't show up for 2 of the games. They won.
It's a fair point.
How do you argue with it? What's the weak link there?
I will warn you about this, though. Jason Fallon. Favorite hockey player I ever coached.
It's not Falloon?
Mike Catherine.
He's not Pat Falloon?
He's a Fallon.
Okay.
And he sort of relayed to me last night that he, very successful mortgage banker now in town. He relayed to me that he sort of doesn't like the way Egan addresses me sometimes on the air. And he says he will address that on the ice the next time you meet.
So I can finally contribute to my team by drawing a penalty?
Oh, I don't think it's going to be drawing a penalty.
You can count on me waiting for you in the parking lot.
Message, and he's going to give you this is for Coach Kincade.
Little rib shot.
He's going to give you a little business.
I'll be whining to the ref about it.
There you go. But you knew Jason Adams knows you too. One of my old players. Jason Adams knows
really
you too. He was one of the freshmen I put on varsity. And pissed off
I see why.
And pissed all the older parents off that I put when I came in, I had like juniors and seniors who had made varsity before, and I'm like, no, you're not making varsity.
No one cares about hockey.
We'll put a freshman on. Jason Martinez, come on now. Hey, as we get rolling here in Cooney's Corner, there's good news, there's bad news. There's best case scenarios and there's worst case, and Bob is going to give us both.
Now, let's see what's in Cooney's Corner.
Well, I've told you over and over again, my head will explode if they take a wide receiver at number 12. And I swear to God, John, I'm laying $100 on it that they're going to take a wide receiver. And my head will explode.
I don't even want to I seriously, I'm going to be so
Maybe
pissed.
you agree with me, maybe you don't, Jamie, I don't know. To me, that's worst case scenario. I can't have... short of trading up and, it not making sense, all of that stuff, which is too complicated because I'm not that smart. Just if they take a wide receiver at number 12, I am going to be so pissed off. And to me, it's the worst case scenario.
Terrible scenario.
I can't handle it.
It's a terrible scenario.
I don't know if there is a worst case scenario until we see the player. I can't argue against any position they go with. That's as long as it's the right.
Everything.
As long as it's the right. Like if Devontae Smith ends up being Deshaun Jackson-esque, then that's a success.
Here's what I don't get, and
they just have so many holes.
I'm fascinated with this because I hear Tyrone in the afternoon with Mike, and they've been talking about it, and Tyrone's totally in on it, going like, oh yeah, if we get Devontae Smith or yesterday they were reading the mocks. Mike was reading the mocks, and Tyrone was reacting to it. And he goes, they have the Eagles taking Jalen Waddle at 12. So you're going to take the fourth best option when you could have had your choice of the first or the first and the second? And you're going to take the fourth best option?
Well, he might be third.
What the hell are you doing? I mean, it doesn't make any sense. Well, you're going to get Miami's pick. You're going to get Miami's pick, which could very well be 23, 24, which is fine. But the way this team drafts, I don't get it.
You just saying Jalen Waddle's name is driving me nuts.
It's driving me crazy.
I can't stand it. All I can think about, Jamie, and I think of you.
He's good.
Jamar Chase could have been here, dude.
Guess what, Jamie? You told me Jalen Waddle. You told me you're getting Jalen Waddle at 16, 15, 17. I'm in.
He won't be around that long. He might be going in the top 10.
He's moving up past Devontae Smith now, right?
Yeah.
I can't even. Now they had it different yesterday. They had Devontae Smith going to the Giants and then Jalen Waddle going to the Eagles. Because the Eagles, of course, thought it was a really good strategy to have the two teams in their division be able to draft in front of them when they finished in the damn toilet.
I mean, it's not an issue, John, because They're still going to get the number one player on our board, and we're just so thrilled about it. We were able to trade back, get some assets, and get the number one player on our board. We're so excited.
Here's what I'd like Dave Spadaro to do.
Lay Howie out.
My old college broadcast partner, Dave Spadaro, who I love like a brother. I want Dave Spadaro to get Howie Roseman to do exactly what we do on this show. Accountability. I want Howie Roseman to put the name of the top receiver they have on the board, just in case he goes wide receiver. And I want it in an envelope. And I want it sealed, and I want it today. And Spadaro can put it in the bottom drawer of his desk. And then after the draft, when Howie tries to spin that crap to us, if he chooses a wide receiver, Dave opens the envelope and says, here, people, it's the truth. Because I know Dave's a man of integrity. He has integrity. He'd hold it up and go, he said this is the guy he wanted. That's the only way that I'm going to accept this.
So best case scenario,
so
I'm
Dave, get on that.
With. Yeah. Best case scenario, I'm kind of struggling with. Now, Patrick Surtain's there.
I think that's best case.
Probably, right? You have your two corners for a couple of years. You have a guy defensively.
I would be excited if Surtain was the pick.
Yeah, that would be solid to me. Yeah. That would be solid to me. Short of anybody falling out, because it just keeps coming back to me, and I don't think it's because we sat here and did 1 through 6 so many times with your mock drafts. I think 6 is just a great spot to be in. And so, anyway, they're not at 6 anymore, so we can't do that. So let's go to 12. Patrick Surtain, I'll tell you what, Micah Parsons, I think, I wouldn't mind that.
I think he's one of the 5 best players in this draft. But
why is he dropping on everybody's?
He has there's a sexual hazing harassment incident he had at Penn State that kind of got swept under the rug.
What is it with Penn State and all the?
I don't know.
Sexual hazing, sexual activity. What is it?
The one guy basically transferred schools. I think he went to Colorado after, but was basically asked by Franklin to keep it hush hush because Parsons was, the best player.
Well, that's Franklin's history, by the way. Go read about when he left out the back door at Vanderbilt.
Yeah.
What was going on?
But
there?
If you're talking just football X's and O's, Parsons is a hell of a prospect.
I can't.
And I'll tell you what, a defensive playmaker in the middle of the field.
They won't do it because he's a linebacker.
They won't.
Edge, but
doesn't that excite you to no end?
He would excite me from a football aspect. It sucks that he has all this baggage with him because it kind of ruins it.
To me, best case scenario is if you can get one of those two, and you'll be able to get Parsons probably. But if they do take one of
New York
those
might,
two,
Denver might.
You think?
Yeah.
Well, if it's true. Do you want to get really pissed, Pat?
I actually hope he's off the board so they don't even have to consider it.
How about the one of the gentlemen who covers the Raiders for ESPN? ESPN has their embedded reporters. Not the Raiders, the Chargers, I should say. Excuse me. That the Chargers reportedly have called about the 6th pick, offering their 1, which is 13 behind the Eagles, and 2 number 2 picks.
Cool. It's almost as if you didn't have to trade it when you did, and you could have held out.
Yeah, it's almost like you could have really.
It's almost like you
could have controlled this draft. It's like you could have controlled the draft.
But you married the first girl that slept with you.
I don't think it was that.
Well, Pat, don't reflect
that again,
on that.
Pat?
I mean, it's been successful for you.
Yeah, I guess.
Locally owned and operated for over 30 years with the area's largest selection of all natural pet foods, treats, and supplies to keep your furry loved ones happy and healthy. Visit petsplusnatural.com. Nikki Foles got a cut yesterday. She got a haircut.
Nice.
She got the haircut and the grooming.
So we recently adopted a cat that we found in our South Philly, back alley, and I took her in for a haircut recently, and they asked about her.
Cats get haircuts?
Yeah, because she gets matty and it gets knotted. She's a long Mancoon. They asked about the backside defecation area.
Do you want to have the anal
Morning,
glands?
everybody.
Yes.
Yeah. Do you want to have your cat's ass cleaned for extra?
Yes.
I didn't know how to answer that.
You do that, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, you do that.
You know how dogs will do the wiping of the butt on the floor?
So that's a thing?
Their glands, their glands get over there, so they have to drain them.
You got to drain them.
No, I think she meant like fur cleanup.
No.
Coach, do you get your cat's butt cleaned? Do you pay extra for that? Because this is all new to me.
Tell me what your cat's ass looks like, Coach.
Coach pays for them to do it to him.
Oh, wow.
That's a Friday night.
A bottle of Menage a Trois, some anal gland cleaning.
You see Coach with a bottle of red wine going into PetSmart.
Yeah, that sounds like a nice night.
I think that's...
Bob, what do dogs do again? Show me. What do they do? That's cool. Yes, they do that.
You've never seen that? You know what I'm talking about.
They do it masculine.
Well, they I have a girl dog.
They do.
Yeah, they scoot their asses along the thing, and then it's time to call the doctor so they can get them drained.
I've seen Egan do that in the morning here.
Whenever you get your dog or your cat groomed, we have never had a cat.
I've never done the dog butt cleaning.
No, you have to do that.
Really?
Yeah, you're supposed to do that.
It's not like a cleaning. It's literally not a procedure, but it's a draining.
They drain it.
Their glands in their butt get too enlarged,
and it hurts them.
It hurts.
That's why they strain the poo.
Yeah.
So how about Joe Girardi last night, right? I mean,
talking about
That's
straining.
my line.
Talking about straining the poo.
There's some Philly anal glands that needs some cleaning.
Oh, my gosh. All right, change the mood a little bit.
Good.
Jamie is so excited because something's coming back in July. What is it, Jamie?
I think Pat's with me on this. It came out yesterday a little sooner than I was expecting it. Ted Lasso, the Apple TV comedy show starring Jason Sudeikis about an American football coach who goes to the EPL to become a football coach over there, was honestly one of the best shows I've seen in the last couple years. It was just, I haven't met anybody that's watched it that didn't like it. It's a overly positive show, and in the year 2020, that sucked for a lot of people. It was refreshing and a breath of fresh air. And it's coming back in July. I know Pat's as excited as I am. Because if you have Apple TV, if you've gotten an iPhone in the last year, you have Apple TV for free.
Or any Apple product.
Or any Apple product, yeah.
No. You can't just buy like a charger and get it for free.
No.
Yeah, okay.
The real
laptop phone.
Exactly.
Yeah, but I suggest everybody check out Ted Lasso. Season 2 comes out, I think, July 23rd.
They moved it up by 2 months.
Yeah.
So it's supposed to premiere Labor Day weekend.
I'm so
Why would
pumped.
they move it up, I wonder?
I think because
there's a demand for it.
Yeah. It came along slowly. Like I watched it when it came out, and then 2 or 3 months when people kind of got, because you got to remember Apple Plus or whatever is pretty new. People started getting on the platform, and they were like, "Wow, this show's really good." And Jamie will back me up. It's not just funny; it is really a feel-good story. And what's nice about it, they don't depict the typical obnoxious American.
Okay,
he's not the obnoxious sports American, and it's such a breath of fresh air.
You see the Apple TV. Is that the one where I tried the Jennifer Aniston?
Yeah, the morning show.
The morning show. Mm-hmm. You don't like it?
No. I mean, I didn't. I'm not a detractor, but it didn't grab me enough that I'd say, "Man, I can't wait to."
I think you would like Ted Lasso because it's overwhelmingly positive.
Everybody's told me it's really fun.
It's just fun.
That it's a good show.
Yeah.
You know what it is? It's your word. It's joyous.
See, exactly. I like though is that I think too is that 2021 is I'm really like saying like Jamie's traveling today. I see it. Like I see it in your face.
Yeah, I woke up a little early today.
Like I see it in his face
that
we're all little. There's little things we're being reintroduced to that we're like, oh damn, I missed that. Like being in a rink last night, being in a hockey rink.
I bet that was cool,
and it was fun to be there.
I know Pat's looking forward to getting back to the movies. Bob's probably, let me guess, the squeaking of a high school gym.
Well, I got to 2 high school games this year, and it was awesome. The first one I went to was because I had to take Jenna to whatever. I felt bad because parents weren't allowed in, but I was because it was an extenuating circumstance. So I felt guilty. The second time I went, parents were allowed to go, so I felt better. But I was overwhelmed by being there saying, oh, my God, I miss this so much. But, yeah, you're right.
Cousin Ryan taking shots at Jamie this morning.
Oh, what's up,
Ryan the firefighter.
What did I do?
He's saying... The Lynches of Montgomery County. Of course, Jamie owns a cat. Hello, Fluffy.
Cat. It's not like a lion. My God,
I have a llama.
Fluffy, come over here, Fluffy.
It's not a Lynch orchard.
Fluffy, get on Daddy's lap and let me touch you.
Did a cat? Did a stray alley cat become a prestigious item?
It's a South Philly alley cat, apparently with a dirty ass.
That's terrible. Let's see what. It's not the first one Bob's encountered. Here's Jay.
Wow.
Jay joins us from D.C. How are you, Jay?
Hey, how you doing, John?
Doing well, Jay. What's going on, man?
Hey, I got a problem with this draft coming up. Now, if the Eagles, and this is the biggest, if Chase falls to number 6, right?
Yes.
But the Eagles trade out.
They already did trade out. They already did trade out.
I mean, and the Eagles trade out to take, a Waddle or some. How does that make sense? And I'm like, do he not see the type of wide receivers LSU puts out? I mean, Odell Beckham, Jefferson, even Dwayne Bowe has some good years.
Just shop in the Jay. What you're saying is what we're saying.
Jarvis Landry.
Shop in the SEC aisle, right?
Yeah, I understand Waddle comes to the SEC. Oh, and another thing, if they do take Waddle and Devontae Smith, what is the Eagles' fascination with underweight wide receivers?
They're all over. As I say, they're all over it. They're all over it. That does not make any sense to me. It makes no sense when you have the physical beasts that are out there in this draft. To go into this. This makes no sense. And by the way, you were sitting there where you had just go, do we want this or do we want that? Or potentially, we're just going to get one of them, but we're going to be great with Pitts, or that'll be fantastic. Just give me Pitts. That'll be fine. No, don't get Pitts. Well, that'll be fine too because I get Jamar Chase. I've got two guys that are physically changed the game.
Yeah, I understand why they did it. I didn't like it, but it's all about the quarterback insurance policy. Because if you get, let's say you're able to turn the one you got next year with your own one into a quarterback. If you got a quarterback in Jalen Waddle, is that outweigh Jamar Chase? It probably does if the quarterback's good.
On it.
It's a gamble. That's what they're doing. Howie's Riverboat Howard.
They're not good at gambling.
They're not good at drafting, so maybe gamble.
Yeah. Here's your ace. Here's your jack. Take it.
I hear you.
Sandy Coldfax. I like that name. On Twitter, Sandy Coldfax says, I feel the tension too. Egan is just disrespectful.
Oh.
So that's Sandy Coldfax says it.
The Falloon brothers are going to get you.
It's a cold fact.
The Fallon.
It's not a hot take.
I'm putting the Fallon Mafia out on you. You see, Pat, everywhere you go in that rink.
You might as well just put a bullseye on the back of your
Pat, you let me know when you play again. I'll be there for you,
I drew
buddy.
a penalty last game I played. Someone said, it was for child abuse.
Jeez.
So if they want to sit there and be lumped in with that crowd, that's
they're
fine.
They're going to be all over you, too. So they're going to be, it's just looking to be
Wow,
delivering.
John's calling for your head on the ice.
I know. He sounds like Reggie
good.
Dunlop right now. Hit on the Kraken.
That's one little message.
Well,
just a little message. And when it comes with, this is for Uncle John. Right
wow. It's because John can't do it himself.
It's going to be out there.
There you go. There you go. Now you're talking.
We're going to have so much fun coming up on the show, including a interesting discussion on relegation. That talk of relegation yesterday from Jamie had me interested, so we will get to it next. It's the John Kincade Show here on 97.5 The Fanatic.
Did you do it yesterday? Did you hop on the BetMGM app and take their great offer that if you bet $1 on the Phillies and Giants, and if any team hit a home run, you won an extra $100 in free bets? Well, if you did, you cashed in. But if you didn't, don't worry, because they also have another one. They have great offers every day, it seems like. And here's the other one today. If you sign on to the BetMGM app and find out why they're the king of sportsbooks, use the code PATEGAN100, and you can win $100 in free bets by betting just $1 on the money line in today's Sixers and Suns game. And if either team hits a three-pointer, you win. It's an offer really too good to pass up. But they have everything on this app. They have the daily promotions, the boosted odds specials. You can even get futures bets right now. Like, let's say you think Joel Embiid is going to win MVP because 13% of the tickets right now are on Joel Embiid. He's second to Jokic. You can hop on and you can bet Joel Embiid to win MVP award. You can bet the championship for the Sixers. But they also have their innovative parlay selection builders and their boosted odds specials, so much more. This is why the BetMGM app is the best. But today's offer is to hop on, use promo code PATEGAN100, and you'll win $100 in free bets when you wager just $1 on tonight's Sixers and Suns game. And if either team hits a 3, you win. So basically, it's a lock. Now, it's a new customer offer. It's paid in free bets. Visit BetMGM.com for terms and conditions. Must be 21 years or older, Pennsylvania only. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, help is available. Call 1-800-GAMBLER in partnership with Hollywood Casino Morgantown.
The John Kincade Show.
You can't just tag no offense on the end of something horribly offensive and act like it's okay.
On 97.5 The Fanatic. Philadelphia. Check out Adam Schefter this and every Wednesday at 8:10 a.m. with the John Kincade Show on 97.5 The Fanatic.
Brought to you by DraftKings, America's top-rated sportsbook app.
Hi, it's me, the I Hate Steven Singer guy, and I'm not just in the jewelry business, I'm in the love business. And in the last year, we've seen how truly important love is. So I'm announcing my brand new Sunshine Yellow 24-karat real gold-dipped rose. It's a Sunshine Yellow rose, guaranteed to brighten your loved one's day. But we want to put a little sunshine in everybody's day. So we're using a portion of each rose sold to support local restaurants by purchasing catering for all those incredible nurses, doctors, and first responders and hospital workers all over the United States. You could purchase a Sunshine Rose and gift sunshine to the moms in your life while supporting local restaurants, thanking essential workers. If you're looking to celebrate life, or say I love you, or honor mom on Mother's Day, shipping is fast and free. Go now to IHateStevenSinger.com. Add your free personalized gift message. That's IHateStevenSinger.com. IHateStevenSinger.com.
To remind pet owners that Progressive covers pets on our auto policy at no extra charge, we decided to make a really cute pet-themed radio commercial. Can you hear that, puppy? If you could see this, you would melt. I mean, just the softest fur. Oh, wait, he's trying to open this box now, and oh, the box is filled with kittens. If only there was some way you could see this. What a glaring oversight.
Get coverage for your pets with an auto policy from Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Coverage for cats and dogs included with the purchase of collision coverage and is subject to policy terms.
Welcome back to the quickest podcast ever, brought to you by Kohl's.
Today's topic, Mother's Day.
Ooh, is that a Kohl's bag?
Yep, my mom's the workout queen, so I got her Champion and Adidas gear for 25% off, and I got Kohl's cash.
Okay, that's impressive.
What, the deals are her workouts?
Both. Girl, sometimes shopping is my workout.
Yes, you sound like my mother-in-law. I got her cute patio pillows also on sale, and with free store pickup, I got it all in less than an hour.
You win Mother's Day.
Offers valid April 16th through 25th. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
Nothing can prepare you
That dragon marking, it's an invitation.
means you've been chosen for Mortal Kombat. This Friday,
We don't have much time.
the worldwide phenomenon comes to life. I am Sub-Zero. Get over here! Mortal Kombat, rated R, under 17, not admitted without parent, in theaters and on HBO Max. This Friday.
If the new Oral-B IO electric toothbrush had a theme song, this would be it.
I think you're gonna wanna see this.
Oh, you're gonna want to see it, all right. Only IO technology combines Oral-B's dentist-inspired round brush head with gentle micro vibrations for a clean that'll
Make you say wow.
Exactly. Get the wow of a professional clean feel every day with the new Oral-B IO.
You're gonna see what everybody's talking about.
Oral-B. Brush like a pro.
Life hacks. What would life be without them? Like using candle wax to loosen a stuck zipper. Here's another life hack. Now you can get the same high-quality insurance from Allstate, but at a new low rate. With Allstate, you can lower your rates, not your expectations. Visit Allstate.com or call an agent for a quote today.
In most states, prices vary based on how you buy. Not available in every state. Subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Do you hear My Computer Career ads and think, I don't know anything about computers? Well, you don't have to. Before starting, many graduates could turn a computer on and off, and that's it. And now they're IT pros. You could do it too. Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation. You could start your new life in as little as 4 months. Grants covering up to 53% of the cost are available to those who qualify. It's not rocket science. It's My Computer Career.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today? Of course, we have everything you need for that big brake job. Right now, you can save 15% when you buy any Duralast brake pads and any 2 Duralast rotors. It's a great way to save while you take on the full job. Oh, and one tip. Go for a nice, easy drive after you finish the job. It'll help break in your new brakes. For more tips, visit AutoZone.com/DIY. Restrictions apply.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
If this warmer weather has you looking for a new vehicle, maybe a nice convertible, you'll find it at North Penn Mazda on Route 309 in Colmar. Check out the gorgeous brand new state-of-the-art showroom. Enjoy incredible lease deals, low financing offers, and other incentives. And North Penn Mazda is ready to serve you wherever you're comfortable, whether that's on the phone, online, or in person in the brand new showroom. Find your next Mazda at North Penn Mazda. The right experience, the right choice. NorthPennMazda.com.
Philadelphia's hometown sportsbook. Bet Rivers is the official sports betting partner of the Philadelphia Flyers. All season long, make your hockey bets with a trusted local team at Bet Rivers Sportsbook. Get started today with a special offer. Use the code 250MATCH to get up to $250 in bonus money on your first deposit. Whether you watch the Flyers game at home or at the Bet Rivers Sportsbook at Rivers Casino Philadelphia, bet with a winner at BetRivers.com. Presented by Rivers Casino Pittsburgh. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Are you being tricked? Tricked into believing Wall Street 401ks are the best way to retire? Hi, I'm Inc. Magazine bestselling author Brett Kitchen, and I want to give you a free copy of my book, Wealth Beyond Wall Street, because over 10,000 Monte Carlo analysis prove there's a better way to retire. After losing 35% in my IRA in the crash years ago, I said enough. And since then, I discovered a way to grow money potentially double digits, reduce taxes dramatically, and also have my money protected when the next stock market crash hits. When the next market crash hits, you lose nothing. Call Wealth Beyond Wall Street now to get your free book and talk to a specialist to discover this little-known strategy to get potential double-digit growth during good years and never lose in the next market crash. Call 800-476-5151 to discover this asset that people like Walt Disney and JCPenney use to grow wealthy. Plus, when you call right now, you get free shipping and handling, no credit card required. And I'll send you a free copy of the audiobook so you can listen on your phone. Call 800-476-5151, 1-800-476-5151, 1-800-476-5151. That's 800-476-5151.
WPEN Burlington, Philadelphia, a Beasley Media Group station. 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia. Now, back to the John Kincade Show.
I've got a dog named after Nick Foles. You can't get more Philly than that. We're always loving the backup quarterback.
How's everyone doing? On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
7 a.m. hour, the John Kincade Show is brought to you by my sportsbook app of choice, the Parks Casino Sportsbook app. Download at parkscasino.com/PA and use the promo code FANATIC. Thank you, Parks Casino, for being a part of the show, and thank you for all of you out there that listen to the show every day. Those of you who stream, who take this radio station with you at all times and, have that app running, and we love you just a little bit more. And for those of you like Grandpa Tom, like my brother Doc, who listen at 97.5thefanatic.com and just dial it up, you can do that too. You can listen live anytime you wish. We love you all, and thank you for being a part of the show. You are part of our family here. As we get started this hour, I want to just remind you, because there's a lot coming up today, including Jamie's mock draft this hour.
It's a mess.
Normally it's Thursdays, but Jamie has decided to go and have a weekend of debauchery with his buddies in New Orleans.
Picks 6 through 10 is tough.
See, I want to know where you go for, because I have no idea with the new general manager in Atlanta. I have no idea where they're going for. I can't wait to hear this one last week, because last week wasn't your best work, but I think today's going to be a little bit better.
I had somebody online tell me that. Well, there's a lot wrong with this one. I went a lot wrong with a mock draft that hasn't happened yet. What are you talking about?
We were talking offline. I told the guy, I said, Jamie will be better this week, we promise.
So last week, real quick, you had the Eagles taking Slater?
Yes.
Okay.
Which I wouldn't be.
No, I wouldn't be.
I'd be okay
I'll
with.
Tell you, I don't think I'd screen. I'd take it over a wide receiver.
Yeah, and I'm still that stupid guy that I want to offensive lineman never excites me.
Can you take a guard at 12? It feels a little dirty, doesn't it?
It does feel a little dirty.
Yeah.
Why does it feel dirty?
It does feel a little dirty.
Because guards you should be able to get.
Yeah, but you know what though? He can be your center of the future.
He could be, yeah.
So
he's got those T-Rex arms.
But yeah, there you go. Hey, there was a relegation discussion yesterday. So I always write down things. If you ever see me, I'll type something if I hear something, and I'll say, okay, we can talk about this tomorrow otherwise. So Jamie was schooling me yesterday on this whole Super League conversation, which now has fallen apart. The Super League thing fell apart.
Yeah, didn't take long.
But the one word you used was relegation.
Yeah.
About how the worst teams are relegated to the bottom of the league, and then they sort of get shamed.
Yeah, they get
So
put in the
you're saying, I
AAA
like
for
that.
a year, and they have to earn their way back.
So yesterday afternoon, I did the deep dive down, and I started to study relegation. And as you know, if you haven't figured it out by now, I am a longtime, very vocal detractor of the process. I hated the process. I hate everything that losing on purpose stands for. Hey, look at me. I'm not smart enough to build a winner. The only way I can do it is if I lose on purpose for years. That sucks. That is not business in my mind. You're free to have yours. I'm not telling you that, if you think it worked out, good for you. If you think purposely losing and doing that is good, then good for you. But I'm more excited by this idea of relegation. So I read all about it yesterday, and now I'm completely fascinated. So if any franchises decided that, like the Sixers, they were going to make fools of themselves for years, in the off chance that it led to a title, even though the Sixers haven't even drafted, a lot of those draft picks weren't even used well, they would be punished. That's what relegation looks like to me. You want to wear the dunce cap of sports. You want to walk around wearing a sandwich board saying, "We suck." You're relegated. And every fan that follows your team then is in turn having to wear that dunce cap, that "we suck," as they put their gear on every day. I am now obsessed. I would love seeing this implemented in professional sports in America. I would love this beyond measure, how great this would be. It would be a great incentive to try to get owners to truly compete, to try to get general managers to learn how to actually build their franchises, because losing on purpose is not a strategy. It is a failed, ridiculous business model. So count me in. I don't want to be part of the loser crowd. I don't see any downside to relegation. And Jamie, I thank you for wasting 1 hour and 12 minutes of my day yesterday.
Yeah, I've said this for a while.
I 1 hour and 12 minutes I spent researching.
I think the delegation and relegation is awesome.
I'm embarrassed, I guess because I'm not a soccer fan.
Mm-hmm.
I'm embarrassed that if someone had said to me yesterday, well, you know what relegation is, I would have gone, okay, they picked the bad teams. I didn't realize all about it. And there's financial penalties too.
Oh, yeah.
There's penalties to how much money you share in the TV revenues.
Right. Uh-huh.
There's penalties to...
And the top four
this.
make the Champions League, and then that's more financially beneficial. So it's financially beneficial to not get relegated.
You're trying to win. You incentivize within your own sport. You're incentivizing the owners to win. If you don't... I mean, it doesn't just happen that you're like publicly shamed. You get less... You share less of the television revenue.
Yeah.
You share less. You're punished for being crappy. So that way, if you have a guy who believes, hey, I'm smarter than the room. We're just going to lose on purpose because I'm a genius and I'm going to make our fan base look like asses and do something stupid. They're penalized. I love it.
Yeah, I've always been kind of envious of the way they do it over there. I really think it's a fun model. Like, aside from, keeping things in the competitive balances in check, it's just kind of fun. Like, if you get relegated and then, look, maybe Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid, their first year, they're in AAA. Yes. And they have to win their way back into the NBA.
I love it.
It's kind of fun.
Pat, you know what's the thing that fascinates me is, so I go on YouTube, and they're doing this thing about soccer clubs that have been relegated. And there's this study, and it's a BBC-type sports show, and they're showing how fan bases say, the bars say money's down.
Yeah.
I bet.
The community says sales of gear goes down.
Oh, yeah.
I was a little bit like you. I was ignorant to the impact of relegation, but there's a show on Netflix called Sunderland Till I Die. Which
What?
Sunderland Till I Die.
Okay.
Great docuseries following a team, this Sunderland FC, that just got relegated from the Premier League down to the second division. And they talk about the impact, not just on the team,
the city,
but the city, because most of the city was employed by the team. And when they don't have that money coming in, they had to lay a lot of people off. And they discuss how important it is to get promoted back to the Premier League just to get jobs back.
I don't think we'd have jack wagons in this town. I don't think we'd have people signing up to say, oh, yeah, I'm okay with my team losing 3 years in a row and purposely losing because that's the only way we know how to build a winner. I would love to see this done. And then you wouldn't be subjected to jackassery like that.
So, of the 4 major sports, when you put this down last night, here's the question I wanted to propose to everybody. Of the 4 major sports, which one would relegation work in best and not work in?
I think hockey would be the worst.
Baseball the best. Basketball. Baseball, because the NFL.
But the NFL is now getting to a tanking.
But the NFL is a system to fix itself. It fixes itself quickly.
It does.
The NFL cycle can fix itself quickly for the most part, but
it would prevent a Jets or Jacksonville.
Baseball. This forces teams. You own a baseball team?
Yeah.
It forces you to compete. It forces you to not spend the money or be on the welfare system where you're taking money from other franchises and you're pocketing it all. Bob, and basketball? I don't know about you, and it's weird. Is it to me? I was absolutely humiliated. Like, to me, absolutely humiliated by the stupid ass process.
I actually think that football would work best for it because there's
work best?
There's not a lot of other football teams other than the 32. I mean, you have the CFL, you have the XFL, I guess, if that does in fact come back, but I think you would benefit from adding a few more teams and having a second division where you could get promoted. Like baseball, there are a ton of other teams, but they're all affiliated with a club. And that's the thing. So all those players, they belong to a certain team already. Whereas football, you could create a whole other league and have enough players for it.
Problem is this, though, is that what I did is I looked at the top, the bottom, like if you were saying like in the NFL, what would we look at? In a 32-team league, would we look at the bottom?
Jets, Jacksonville.
Bottom 8?
32...
Because there are only
maybe 6.
Because there are only a few franchises that are continually showing up there,
right?
That don't get out of their own way. Most of the time, people move into the bottom 6 and then move out.
Agreed.
Move in, move out. Move in, move out. So I don't know that I'd want. I think the NFL corrects itself.
It does, but like, how cool would it be if when you get promoted back to the NFL, one of the perks is you get to draft. Whereas if you get relegated, you don't get to draft, and you have to go through.
Well, then how are you getting back in?
Because you're playing other teams that were relegated.
See, you're playing that, so that's where it helps you.
The problem is baseball would have to do a revenue share. Their broadcast.
Guess what?
They already do one.
Wait till
but to a higher scale.
To a higher standard.
Yeah.
Here's the deal.
Like the Yankees' money would have to get distributed.
By the way, the Phillies' money on their TV
is huge.
If I'm not mistaken, the Phillies have a TV deal that pays them 3.5 times what the Braves does,
and they have a share of Comcast, I believe, too.
So I mean, they're paying.
They'd have to distribute that to the lower market teams if you wanted that model to work.
Well, when I do believe the owners are going to push for a salary cap in baseball.
Yeah,
I believe this is going to be a shutdown, and then we're going to have a lockout. And the players are going to come back under a salary cap.
Well, over there, the EPL has no salary cap.
Correct.
So
see, then you're wild.
Yeah, because then you buy players from other teams. It's a crazy system.
It really is.
It's pretty cool.
It incentivizes owners, though.
Sure.
To win.
Yeah.
Not to lose. Hey, keep them safe. Clean it out. Take them back at the DEA's National Prescription Drug Take Back Day, April 24th. Find a collection site near you at DEATakeback.com. So, we've had the 2 guys in the top of the rotation, and each of them have given us one game worthy of an ace. And last night, to me, with Zach Wheeler, that was abysmal. You give a guy a 4-0 lead?
Yeah, that was
You give a 4-0 lead, and you're well, first off, too, is that it's odd that he gives up the meatballs, because that's not his MO. But last night, when you get the 4-0 lead, seriously, you got to be, first of all, you got to be more efficient with your pitches. And you can't be giving up the beach balls. I mean,
the ball was flying last night. I'm both sides, but yeah, look, if you don't have your stuff, I understand Wheeler, maybe he didn't have his stuff. It's okay to put the ball in play when you're up 4-0. It just can't leave the yard.
Right.
You can't be throwing high fastballs at 95 where, guys are sitting waiting on high fastballs go out, pretty quickly in this league.
You don't give Darren Ruff a high fastball and live to see the day, Bob.
Yeah, Darren Ruff, he's dangerous. I think that's the word.
Yeah, that was really bad.
Charles says here, now we've had 2 starts from Nola. We've had 2 starts from Wheeler out of their 4, where the manager says, well, he didn't have his best stuff. So, again, if you're an ace, if either one of those gentlemen is an ace, and the manager has come out in 2 of their 4 starts, and said, well, he didn't have his best stuff. We're 4 games into a freaking season. And when you get a 4-0 lead, Pat, Wheeler should have left the mound with that game much more in control than he did last night. Fair or not?
To an extent, yeah. I mean, I can't believe they're losing a series to the Giants, a Giants team that maybe has 3 or 4 guys that everyone can actually name. It's embarrassing.
I got to tell you, there's 2 or 3 guys I heard Gabe Kapler mention in postgame that I have no idea.
Yeah, you're like that. That
I have no idea who they are.
That dude's not real. He made them up. But I look at it like he just had a bad start. My problem with last night, other than the home run balls, obviously you never want to see that. He was having trouble putting guys away with 2 strikes. Like he was nibbling a lot.
Yeah, but that happened in the start before the last.
Yeah,
one. He's done that. He's done that in a couple starts. It's unacceptable.
What worries me is, and this was the whole book on him before he signed with the Phillies, was he always struggled the first half of the season. The second half is when he really turned it on. Mm-hmm. Now last year it was different because of COVID and whatnot, but he was great. He was the ace. But I worry that the old Zach Wheeler has come back, where that first half Zach Wheeler that struggles is here, and we're going to be hoping that come July, the second half Zach Wheeler shows up.
Here's the problem. If first half Zach Wheeler doesn't show his backside up soon, this season's going to be gone. You can't just show up in July and be like, now Zach Wheeler's ready to pitch like a top-of-the-rotation guy. You can't do that. If you show up in July, this season's gone. Yeah. There will be somebody will have them buried. I believe 2 teams may have them buried.
Yeah, and you can say 4 starts doesn't mean a lot. It's like 13, 14% of your total starts. It's a slight number, but it's not nothing. You only get about 32, if you're lucky, 35 starts.
Right.
And if after 4 of them, your manager's saying 2 of them you didn't have your stuff, I'm not saying like, oh, it's so concerning, but it's there. It's getting there.
Did you read Bob Brookover's piece, by the way? I love Bob. Good dude. About the other day, he was on with Mike Missinelli. Did you read this about him?
Which one?
Wheeler is an ace. Even though he was saying Nola is an ace, because I guess Marcus Hayes had called out that Wheeler's not an ace, and then he's making the case, and he goes, he is an ace. And I heard Bob Brookover say on the Mike Missinelli show, and I heard him say it to the point that I even rewound it on the television. Well, when you're a top 10 pitcher in baseball, I believe you're an ace. He's not a top 10 pitcher in baseball. We don't have either one of these guys is not a top 10 pitcher in baseball.
Nola's close.
No, he's not.
Yeah, he is.
He's been a 20 pitcher, Jamie.
Well, that's his ERA. I mean, there's more than he's in that 10 to 15 range.
He's not a top 10 pitcher. And
I said he's close.
Pitcher. He's not. He's been for his career. He's been a 20s pitcher.
Yeah, there's more than just ERA.
Okay, then how do you determine top 10 pitchers?
I mean,
there's more than ERA.
There's whip. ERA? There's strikeouts per 9. There's run support you get. Like
ERA doesn't reply for run support.
I hear
that
you.
Just tells you his performance.
I think saying he's 10 to 15 in Major
He's
League.
a top 10 pitcher. That doesn't mean 10 to 15.
Well, I'm not saying he is. I'm saying he's close.
That's what I'm saying.
He's right there.
He's a 20 has been his career. 20, 21, 24, 28. And he had 1 year where he was a 4.
I mean, he's got a better ERA than Max Scherzer right now. Like, is Washington, D.C. going, is Scherzer an ace?
No, because Scherzer has a track record of being a guy.
So Aaron Nole's got a pretty decent track record.
He's got 1 year where he's top 5. And every other year he's been in the 20s, James. 20s. He's not top 10 pitcher.
Fangraphs had him as the 9th best pitcher in baseball entering the season.
I think on record, I think he's an ace. But your points are valid. I think he's probably in that 15 range or so, with the ceiling being top 7. I think he could be top 7 in the league if everything goes. Yeah, but this is if everything goes right.
Are you talking about National League or are you talking about league?
Like in the league, I think
Major League Baseball.
Yeah, I think if everything breaks for him correct, I'm talking about the best you're going to get.
Wow,
the best you're going to get, and if I get a top 7 pitcher, I'm fine.
Oh, I'd be thrilled to be top 7.
But my point is, like, this is the finishing 3rd in the Cy Young, Aaron Nola. Like, that guy is probably the year.
And that was
that
guy's
top 6 pitcher.
10.
He was a top 6,
and that guy was his outlier year.
And that's
complete outlier.
And that's the best you're going to get. Now, I think he is an ace, and I think he'll show it this season. But your points are valid.
I got to tell you this, Wheeler though, that's not enough. You get a 4-0 lead. I don't expect my number 1 or 2 guy in the rotation with a 4-run lead. I believe they're going to walk off the mound. You're going to walk off the mound in the 6th inning at the earliest. You're going to walk off the mound, handing the ball over, and the game is still 4-2, 4-1. You know, you got a little more comfort
because it's more than just that. It's more than just the score. It's that your manager decided the day before to only have your starter go 4 innings and use your bullpen, and you need innings from you if you are the so-called ace or second, whatever it may be, and he just didn't get it.
Look, I mean, Wheeler and Nola were both top 20 in ERA last year. There's only 1 or 2 other teams that have more than one guy in that category.
No, that's fine, but that's not an ace, though.
Well, I mean, it's all like I call Covington a good player. You guys call him an average player. Like it.
I think he's an average player.
I think it kind of depends on personal scales of what you call people.
Respectable Roofing's got all your roofing needs. The name says it all. Respectable Roofing, where respect matters. Sixers Suns tonight on the Fanatic. Devon Givens will be in the post after the game. In the linchpin, everybody's hurt.
This is the linchpin.
Yeah, there's 2 schools of thought here. Either NBA teams are resting their players for the playoffs under the disguise of injuries, or the Nets are really, really hurt. James Harden, they're saying, won't be back now, maybe best case scenario, until the start of the playoffs. KD's legs, let's just call it what they are. The last 3 years, they've been a disaster. Unfortunately for him, because I love watching him play, but his legs cannot be counted on right now. From Achilles to hamstrings to a thigh bruise now. Like, it just seems like it's like a comedy of errors with his legs. Kyrie's Kyrie, he'll be there. But with no Harden and no Durant, I mean, Durant will be back, but with no Harden, is a Kyrie and Durant team good enough to get it done? Maybe.
Wait a minute. Okay, here's the way I look at it is, do you put, I'm going to tell you, Kyrie Durant is better than Embiid Simmons.
But Embiid Harris, I think, would be the better.
If you go Embiid Simmons Harris,
right.
If you go Embiid Simmons Harris.
But I don't consider Ben the second option. He's third.
To their team having success, when Ben Simmons isn't around for this team, if Ben Simmons was out, Sixers season over.
I'm not going to count.
Season over.
I can't put a guy that averages 12 points a game in that category.
Okay, if the Sixers were, if I told you today, the bad luck fairy shows up at the door and tells Doc Rivers, you got to lose Tobias Harris for the rest of the year, you got to lose Ben Simmons for the rest of the year.
He's probably choosing Ben.
He'd choose Ben to play.
Yeah.
Everybody would, wouldn't you?
I would, yeah.
It's close,
So he's got to be 2. Ben's got to be 2.
Yeah, but he's not.
Then you would say you'd lose Ben and keep Tobias? Guess what?
Yeah,
because Embiid and Tobias wins you nothing. Doesn't win you a second-round series.
Yeah, but in the NBA, like, it's a perimeter game. It's decided on the perimeter.
Well, that's
especially
why I want Ben
playoff.
Simmons' defense
You
more
want his
than
defense.
anything.
Yeah, well, I want Tobias Harris, being able to knock down a shot if Joel's double team, which he probably will be.
I'll tell you, if I get a series and you give me Embiid Simmons and you take Embiid Harris, I'll be in the 7-game series.
It's a good one.
I think he's got to be 2.
I need.
Got to be 2.
I agree with you.
Were you falling 2?
I think he's 2. Yeah.
It's deep thinking
And it's
by
deep,
you.
you are. You're getting into but it makes. I know where you're getting at.
Yeah.
They can't win. Les, guess what? Those 3 must be the Sixers
Yes,
3.
they must.
Sixers 3. If any one of them is gone, if Embiid's gone, we know it's over. If one of the 3 is gone, I think it's over.
Yeah. I mean, look, LeBron and Kyrie was enough to win a title, so maybe Durant and Kyrie is.
I think it could be.
But with no
I think
Harden,
it could get you to the finals.
Yeah, if they don't have Harden, man, they are far from a shoe-in.
I think so too. Harden's played 4 minutes since the beginning of the month, and they're 6-4 in 10 games.
Oh my gosh,
not great.
You think being out of shape and putting on 35 pounds or whatever it was maybe hurt you physically?
Those strip club buffets, John, they're nice items.
You've been waiting for Jamie's mock draft. Whether you want to ridicule it, applaud it, or otherwise, it's coming your way next. You don't want to miss that. That'll come up in the next half hour. Don't miss it. It's the John Kincade Show here on The Fanatic.
Hello and good morning, prop swappers. Home run heaven has officially begun because it's baseball season on PropSwap. You can find the best odds in the world on our fight-ins. Acquire futures, World Series tickets, and plenty more. So what you do is you buy some listed tickets while the odds are sky high as they are now, and then sell them on PropSwap next month for a profit when the odds drop. You can turn $100 into $400 and never even touch the ticket. PropSwap offers the best odds in the country on all your favorite teams in every sport every single day. How? because you're buying directly from people like me and you, other sports bettors who have listed their tickets in legalized states and are now ready to cash out. PropSwap is the new way to win bigger at sports betting, and who doesn't love an advantage? We also use PropSwap as a fantastic resource to hedge. Let me tell you, it's one of the coolest apps I've seen in a long time. So join us and join me. Go to PropSwap.com today and download the free app.
The John Kincade Show.
Say it. I'll say it. Loser, putz, dork, doof, dink, schmo, dingus, goober.
On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia. Happy Hour and Bob Cooney on a Wednesday night. Check out Beers with Bob tonight starting at 6.
Presented by FanDuel Sportsbook. More ways to win.
Bob Cooney and Andrew Saltunis go around the world of sports, bringing you updates and breaking news, plus all the betting lines you need. Sit back, crack open a cold one, and enjoy Beers with Bob tonight at 6 on 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
T-Mobile is bringing 5G from big cities to small towns across America. We've been investing billions to light up the largest and fastest 5G network. And now, according to competitive data from Umlaut, T-Mobile is the most reliable 5G network, too. To celebrate, we're inviting everyone to upgrade their experience. Introducing the free 5G upgrade. Bring any working cell phone to T-Mobile and trade it in for a free 5G Samsung Galaxy. Still have a flip phone? If it can make a call, you can trade it in. Plus, all our plans include 5G access on the full T-Mobile network at no extra cost.
Let's go.
Now that's an upgrade. T-Mobile is America's leader in 5G. Experience it today with the free 5G upgrade. Visit a neighborhood store or T-Mobile.com to learn more.
Phone via 24 bill credits while supplies last plus tax. If you cancel credit, stop and balance on required finance agreement may be due. Contact us. Qualifying credit, service, and undamaged trade-in required. Most reliable according to independent third-party Umlaut from crowdsourced user experience data from September 2020 to February 2021. Details at T-Mobile.com.
Are you being tricked? Tricked into believing Wall Street 401ks are the best way to retire? Hi, I'm Inc. Magazine bestselling author Brett Kitchen, and I want to give you a free copy of my book, Wealth Beyond Wall Street, because over 10,000 Monte Carlo analysis prove there's a better way to retire. After losing 35% in my IRA in the crash years ago, I said enough. And since then, I discovered a way to grow money potentially double digits, reduce taxes dramatically, and also have my money protected when the next stock market crash hits. When the next market crash hits, you lose nothing. Call Wealth Beyond Wall Street now to get your free book and talk to a specialist to discover this little-known strategy to get potential double-digit growth during good years and never lose in the next market crash. Call 800-476-5151 to discover this asset that people like Walt Disney and JCPenney use to grow wealthy. Plus, when you call right now, you get free shipping and handling, no credit card required. And I'll send you a free copy of the audiobook so you can listen on your phone. Call 800-476-5151, 1-800-476-5151, 1-800-476-5151. That's 800-476-5151.
Spring makes all things new, and the Home Depot makes all spring things possible. Start a garden, refinish a deck. Use our mobile app to put over 2 million products in the palm of your hand. Some ready for pickup in as little as 2 hours. Oh, and if you don't have the tools you need, our tool rental department does. Download our mobile app to get started. Bring on spring with innovative help from the Home Depot. How doers get more done.
Nothing can prepare you
That dragon marking? It's an invitation.
Means you've been chosen.
for Mortal Kombat. This Friday,
We don't have this time.
the worldwide phenomenon comes to life.
I am Sub-Zero. Get over here!
Mortal Kombat, rated R, under 17, not admitted without parent, in theaters and on HBO Max. This Friday.
O'Reilly. Cleaning your fuel system can make your car run better and improve gas mileage. Visit O'Reilly Auto Parts and pick up a bottle of Chevron Techron Fuel System Cleaner and add it to your tank during your next fill-up. On sale now, buy one, get one free at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Stop by and talk to our professional parts people today or visit O'ReillyAuto.com.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
For the ones finding new ways to ensure the job always gets done. For the ones wearing many hats. For the ones who are hands-on, even from far away. And the ones keeping business moving forward. We are Grainger, offering supplies and solutions for every industry, with 24/7 support and experienced staff at over 250 local branches. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
We buy any car. We buy any car. We buy any car. Any.
Did you know trading in your car at a dealer could cost you money? A recent study found consumers who trade in their car pay an average of $990 more. So don't trade in. Sell it to We Buy Any Car. Learn more and get your free online valuation now at WeBuyAnyCar.com.
Find out how much your car's worth at We Buy Any Car.
It takes time to get rich, flavorful coffee beans from the lush mountain regions of Colombia and Brazil to Royal Farms. But less than a minute to get yourself a delicious hot cup of the finest and freshest coffee in the world. Because Royal Farms' new Swiss-made coffee machines grind those rich, flavorful coffee beans and brew them one magnificent cup at a time. It's why Royal Farms makes the freshest and best coffee in the world. Real fresh, real fast. Royal Farms.
Hi, this is Travis Sanema of the Philadelphia Flyers. We want you to join us in the fight to end the COVID-19 pandemic. This is our city, and we're all in this together.
Go for ice. Here's Sanheim. Second three. Got it in front. He shoots. He scores!
So do your part, get vaccinated, and help be a part of the greatest comeback in Philly history. Visit PhiladelphiaFlyers.com for more information on how you can take your shot.
At Unibet Online Casino, play hundreds of slots, new and exclusive. Plus, table games with live dealers at your fingertips. Win weekly jackpots at Unibet Online Casino and get non-stop rewards, starting with a $500 deposit match. Download our app or visit pa.unibet.com to get $30 free. Deposit is simple with a credit card or PayPal with a deposit match up to $500. Unibet Online Casino. In association with Mohegan Sun Pocono. Must be 21 or over to play and physically located in Pennsylvania to bet. Restrictions apply. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Do you have heavy and highway construction experience? Would you like to work for a company that actually values that experience? Then consider joining RoadCon, an award-winning construction company that's built an impeccable reputation in southeastern Pennsylvania. RoadCon is currently hiring experienced superintendents, foremen, heavy equipment operators, bridge carpenters, and construction laborers. Apply today at road-con.com. That's ROAD-CON.com.
Now, back to the John Kincade Show.
Can we wrap this up? I need to get home in time for General Hospital.
On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Thanks so much for hanging out with the John Kincade Show here on The Fanatic. The Fanatic 500 Fast Cash keyword is coming your way at 8 o'clock. It's your chance to win $500. And remember about our Tell a Friend promotion, which will start next week. But you can get registered for it now. Building the Kincade Brigade one listener at a time, and you and a bunch of your friends. You go to the contest page on 97.5thefanatic.com or just click on the Tell a Friend logo. Click on it, register yourself as one of our listeners, and then register up to 5 of your friends. And starting this Monday, coming up the 26th, at 7 and 9 a.m. each day that week, we'll call out one of your friends' names. That person then has 20 minutes to call us back, and if they do, you and your friend are qualified for the grand prize. So you both will get this. You both get a 24-hour rental of a Slingshot Autocycle from Philly Slingshot Rentals. And you both get a night out on the town in a chauffeured Rolls-Royce courtesy of Imagine Lifestyle's luxury car rentals. For rentals of Lamborghini to Ferrari, Bentley, Rolls, Mercedes, and more, you can visit them at ImagineLifestyles.com. And the grand prize will be awarded on Friday, April 30th at 9:45 a.m. So good luck with that. That is absolutely awesome. And it's two really good promotions for you to chance cash in something here. Ike held on across the break. You want to talk a little bit about this Eagles draft. Ike in South Philadelphia. How are you, buddy?
Hey, what's up? What's up, y'all?
I'm doing all right, man.
What's up, Ike? And yo, here's my thing. I'm cool with taking the cornerback or whatever, but I'm just not opposed to a receiver. Here's the reason. I heard somebody said this, and it stuck out to me. I think Jalen Ramsey the only shutdown corner in the league now. Like, I don't think they have shutdown corners in the league no more because of the rules or whatever. So I don't know if it's as important to get a shutdown cornerback. And also, from what I hear, I'm not sure, but like the Colts don't play like, I didn't think they played like shut them man to man and shut off the field or whatever. Now maybe the guy Gannon might switch it up because he running the defense now. But I'm just thinking like cornerback a shutdown cornerback might not be existent no more. Because, like I said, I only think it's one in the league now.
I think it was I think, Ike, that's always was an overused term. Like that people would talk about that because I've seen very few of them. But one thing I do know, reading about Gannon, they're going to get after quarterbacks more. I don't know if he has the personnel to do it right now, but he's going to try to get after the cornerback more.
Well, if that's what you're going to do, then
after him.
You might want to address that. I mean,
I look at it as, but here's what I say, though, is I look at it with you want good corners.
Well,
because if you're going to put more pressure up front and you think you've got guys up front to be a little more aggressive getting after a quarterback, you're going to be leaving your cornerbacks on an island sometimes, and you need guys who can cover.
You always have that back and forth with that.
It's the yin and the yang, or the yin and the yang, as Jamie says.
It's like, if you have a better pass rush, does it make your D-backs look better because they're getting to the quarterback and they don't have to cover as long? Or the island thing that you just mentioned, John. They better have a definitive way that they want to go, because we can say at 12, take best player available, and they do need a little bit of everything. But if you're going to implement some kind of a new defensive scheme, you better make sure you have the players for it.
I'm like, when Jamie says the yin and the, or as Jamie says, the yin and the yang, it should be yin and yang.
Should be.
That's the line of the day. That is
like,
the line of
like
the day.
Maton. It should be
Maton. It should be Maton.
Stop trying so hard.
Somebody at some point.
Yeah, let's simplify this down a little bit.
Brought that down.
Yeah.
You do it a little bit.
I would take I would take a defensive line that's dominant over a secondary that's dominant.
Absolutely. Every day of the week.
Yeah.
Every day of the week.
Because quarterbacks don't like that.
No. No. How did Tommy Brady like it? He hates it.
He hates it.
He hates
they
it.
all do.
The Giants, and two, the Eagles only got the one big, impactful play in that Super Bowl.
Yeah, and it came at the right time.
But they did bother him a lot. I mean,
Thank you, 97.5.
Well, that's what even
and
under
he still
Schwartz,
passed for like 500 yards.
They never really get the sack totals that are eye-popping as individuals, but they're usually a pain in the ass to the other quarterback. A lot in the face, a lot of that stuff. So let's hope it continues.
Adam Schefter joins us at 8:10 today, and we are 8 days away from the NFL draft, so we're looking forward to hearing from Adam Schefter this morning here on the John Kincade Show, so make sure you do not change the dial for that. All right, for the 13th time leading up to the draft, Jamie is getting after it again in his mock draft.
Gets better every time.
No, last week didn't.
It's true. John didn't like last week.
I thought you were solid last week.
Thanks, Bob. I appreciate the support.
Yeah, I thought it was down.
My mock 13.0 is brought to you by PropSwap. Find the best odds in the country only on the free PropSwap app, because you're buying directly from people like me, other sports bettors who are ready to cash out. So join the rest of us and go to PropSwap.com right away, and we'll tell you about the Beat the Bro contest afterwards. Commish, let's get it started.
With the first pick in the NFL draft.
Yeah. Trevor Lawrence. All right, next.
Second pick in the NFL draft, the New York Jets select.
I heard somebody yesterday talking about, is Wilson a sure thing to the Jets? Yeah, I think he is. I think he is. Zach Wilson.
In the NFL draft, the San Francisco 49ers select.
I think there's a lot of smoke around some other guys, but something tells me Shanahan is just enthralled with the possibility of Justin Fields. I don't think he's going to be able to deny taking him.
Okay.
With the fourth pick in the NFL draft, the Atlanta Falcons select.
I think they're just going to go sure thing if they don't trade out, and that's Kyle Pitts, tight end wide receiver, University of Florida.
With the fifth pick in the NFL draft, the Cincinnati Bengals select.
Penei Sewell. Joe Burrow's got a huge scar on his left knee. Can't let that happen again.
With the sixth pick in the NFL draft, the Miami Dolphins select.
Jamar Chase. Those calves are going to pull some booty on South Beach, John.
I am so pissed off.
Those calves are going to pull some booty.
Yeah.
They are.
He's going to be walking up and down South Beach just flaunting those bad boys.
He needs to put that on a shirt.
Bob, as if your calves didn't many times get you a little action.
Ladies like calves, Bob.
Calves are going to pull.
Have you seen his
booty.
calves?
Not like you, apparently.
Holy hell,
he has to be hosed down on the calves.
They're like dumbbells.
There you go. All right, now we
Commish.
get to where it starts.
Yeah.
By the way, I have no real gripe right now with this. Bob's calves, by the way, very sexy.
Yeah.
Very sexy. He's got good calves.
Donna loves your calves.
Good calves.
All right, Commish.
I feel really awkward right now.
You could be in. Bob, you could wear heels.
With the seventh pick
Maybe I do.
in the NFL draft, the Detroit Lions select.
Wide receiver, University of Alabama, Jalen Waddle.
Wow.
They need some weapons for Jared Goff.
Wow, that's intriguing.
Okay.
With the 9th pick in the NFL draft, the Denver Broncos select.
Well, we skipped number 8, and that was the New England Patriots have made a trade with the Carolina Panthers.
Oh, we have a trade.
In the NFL draft.
Hold on, we got some news here. We have a trade.
The New England Patriots select.
I do think one of these two quarterbacks is going to slip enough where Bill Belichick's going to pounce.
Who's he taking?
Carolina has number 8 on the block, apparently, and he's going to take Trey Lance, quarterback, North Dakota State. Bill's an adapter to the league, and I think he knows the athletic quarterback is the wave of the future. Mac Jones' pudgy ass can wait.
By the way, Mac Jones lost 20 pounds. You see?
Good for him.
It looks pretty good.
He had some
signed up for
success
NJ
with
Diet.
another non-athletic quarterback.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Who knows?
Who had really wasn't good. Go on.
Yeah.
With the 9th pick in the NFL draft, the Denver Broncos select.
I don't think they can pass him up. They're going to take that dumpster, Mac Jones, quarterback, University of Alabama.
Okay.
I'm losing John here.
No, I'm just trying to track players off the board.
The double chimes. That's how good this one is.
With the 10th pick in the NFL draft, the Dallas Cowboys select.
I think if he's there, they're not going to pass him up. Patrick Surtain, cornerback, University of Alabama.
Okay.
With the 11th pick in the NFL draft, the New York Giants select.
Micah Parsons, linebacker, Penn State University.
That wouldn't surprise me.
It wouldn't surprise me at all.
That would completely surprise me.
Really? Joe Judge is a meathead.
Oh, he's
Parsons
a
meathead.
Okay, go on.
Looks
though.
like a happy marriage.
Go on, though. It's meatheads sometimes do have a happy marriage.
And Kamish, the all-important 12th pick, please.
With the 12th pick in the NFL draft, the Philadelphia Eagles select.
Cue Bob Cooney smashing his TV. Wide receiver, University of Alabama, Devontae Smith.
Go away, Jamie. Like, seriously, get on a
what time's
plane
your
and
flight?
go away.
Noon.
Guess
Go
what, though?
away.
Jamie, here's the only thing I'm going to say to you is,
Yeah.
other than Micah Parsons, those are 11 of the 12 names that I would have off the board.
Yeah.
So I think that's a very good mock draft in and of itself, even though I personally would have shuffled things around. You study this more than I do, so I'll take credence in what you do.
You don't think Parsons goes top 12?
No. I think there's
too much baggage.
Reading the stuff on Parsons.
It's not good.
He does not seem like a good dude.
No.
He does not seem like a good person. So and guess what? Again,
I wonder if Joe Judge, and this is part of my thinking, has that Belichick, I can make anyone work in my system mentality.
Maybe Parsons. Well, one thing is, it appears he's not being depicted incorrectly.
No,
he's a bad dude.
Yeah, it was bad.
And and I've seen bad dudes in the NFL turn their lives around.
Sure,
and I hope he does. But he seems like a real. I wouldn't want him in my organization. I would not want him in my organization.
No,
bringing him in my locker room, I can't do it.
Yeah, I mean, a teammate pulled a knife on him in a fight they had because of some inappropriate stuff.
What is it? And honestly, again, and I asked it before, and gentleman says you totally dropped it, Kincade, because you're back in Philadelphia. What did he say here? Hold on a minute. You made the Penn State comment, and then you totally dropped it. What? You don't have the guts to say it because you're here in Pennsylvania? Why don't you just say it? Why does Penn State constantly have these problems with guys and sexually harassing other guys, whether it's coaches or players? You just absolutely want to gloss over that. I'm not glossing over it.
You said exactly that.
I didn't get into that depth, but I mean, it's exactly what I think. Why does the Penn State program? What's going on in Happy Valley? I mean, what is it?
I don't know.
I mean, what is it? I don't want any part of that guy. That's the only name that I didn't have off coming up board.
I think he's a top 5 talent in this draft, but
yeah,
there's
a lot of things I've seen that top
that comes with that.
Yeah.
The only thing too is if Mac Jones is on the board and Trey Lance is on the board,
those two are very interesting.
I don't believe there's any way that Bill Belichick is taking Trey Lance.
I had the Patriots taking Mac Jones last week.
Right. I believe Trey, and I do believe that the Trey Lance thing is a smokescreen for whatever. But another reason, because I was suggesting that the idea of their interest in Trey Lance at his pro day and everything is maybe a smokescreen San Francisco.
Yeah.
But why would you put up a smokescreen? You've got the third pick.
Yeah.
You don't have to.
And what's going to be interesting, too, is if Mac Jones slips, 12 becomes...
Slides, maybe? Mudslides?
Yeah. 12 could become, and I know you guys don't want to hear this, valuable for a team that is looking for a quarterback and wants to go get him. If Mac Jones is on the board,
you need a lot to go your way for that to happen.
But
I get you.
probably, but it's not out of the
18,
question.
the Philadelphia Eagles select.
I mean,
guess what? I'm totally fine with it.
I
at this
can't
point.
rule
You
it
took
out.
yourself- you took yourself out of the value pick. You had the value pick. You had the most valuable pick in this draft right now.
Because they have a lot of ties to LSU wide receiver Terrence Marshall, and he's a later in the first round.
Where's
type.
Marshall projected? 20 to 24?
Yeah, kind of. He's risen a little bit. He went from undervalued to now like overvalued. It's a weird dynamic.
I'd go back. I would
But
absolutely go back.
They've had a lot of ties to him, so like I wouldn't rule out them trading back. Unfortunately,
Yeah, I'm looking
I know
at
nobody
a mock
wants to
here.
hear this.
Marshall isn't in the first round in this one mock. I mean, obviously.
Yeah, he's kind of that 22 to 30 kind of guy. Some people are saying now.
Well, they always have that. Mel Kiper Jr. always has that number that he puts down where him and McShay will say, pick 17. I've seen them do it on SportsCenter before. They'll say, pick 17, and then they'll go, okay, from this point on in the draft, what number do you have to go to where the players are all relatively ranked the same?
Yeah.
And usually it goes from middle of the first round to pretty late in the second round.
Yeah.
Once you
Where
get past
players are
like
all-
13, it all kind of melds together a little bit.
How does
there.
someone make money by making you look stupid?
It's very easy because I make myself look stupid daily.
Other than the Beasleys.
Yeah. Do you think your mock draft skills measure up? Submit your top 12 and you could take $250 of Prop Swaps money by having a better mock than me. Just go to our website 97.5thefanatic.com. You'll see the link on the homepage. Sign up, and the smart ones will wait till next week until there's a little more smoke that's coming out about the NFL draft before submitting.
Are you going to try to beat the bro?
I'm going to try to beat
I
the bro.
encourage you
We're
all
all
to.
do.
Yeah,
We're all
we
going
all
to try
are,
to
right?
beat the bro.
I do this with two buddies every year.
And I do not expect myself to be successful.
It's
against the bro.
tough.
The bro-
This is a tough one.
Well, I've been hearing these vignettes, and unless you've gotten a really smart football intern, you might know something.
I'm just a big nerd.
Coach, is it a football intern that's doing those vignettes for Jamie, and he just reads them? Because they're pretty impressive.
It's Heavy Chevy. He writes them
really
up
like that.
for me.
Chevy writes them
Yeah.
up for you?
He breaks it down for me.
I mean, it's very impressive stuff. Coach
No,
is
that's
really,
all Jamie.
That's impressive
That's
stuff.
him.
Jamie, really good.
Nerding out.
Those vignettes are good.
Thank you.
Those are some good content there. That isn't just hot take sports radio. That's good.
Yeah.
Hey, in Cooney's Corner, what's the biggest worry for the Sixers?
Now, let's see what's in Cooney's Corner.
There's plenty there.
There is. That's because you're moving right now. You got boxes everywhere in your corner.
Yeah. The reason you start to worry a little bit now is because it's getting towards the end of the season. So you have to figure everything out. 16 games, whatever it may be. So Simmons' play of late, I've called it a slump. I think you guys have correctly said when it's going this long, it might be longer than a slump. We've seen a little bit of break outage. I think he'll be okay, but it's a concern. Then the other thing is Tobias Harris's knee. I mean, he's missed 3 of the last 5 games. Is this something where you're shutting him down, or you're giving him some load management, or just a little bit of rest? It's something that should be a little bothersome.
Sure.
And then the third thing, which has really started to get underneath my skin.
My cousin
lately,
texted me. It's funny you brought this up because my cousin Tim was texting me the other night like this same thing. Have at it.
Really? Shake Milton's play's got to tighten up. And if it doesn't, I don't have a long leash for him. And I don't think Doc Rivers does either. I was texting with my buddy Ed, the other night during the Sixers game, and I brought up something about Shake Milton. And I said, from what I hear, people that I've talked to, Doc Rivers really rides him. And immediately the camera went, just happenstance, to Doc Rivers really giving it to Shake Milton. You can't be that nonchalant. You can't be that lackadaisical. You can't think that you've done this 10 years in the league and you're going to get by with what he's doing right now. It's lazy passes. It's thinking you're maybe in a place where you aren't yet. You haven't progressed to. Look, you can't turn the ball over at all. You can't force up a bad shot. You're still basically a rookie. You got to play by rookie rules. And if you don't, there's this guy, George Hill, who's played in like NBA finals.
Yeah.
I don't think Doc Rivers would hesitate to say, "Hey, shake."
Oh, I don't believe there's a
shake your
second
ass
of
over.
hesitation.
Shake your ass over to the bench. But the sad thing is, I really love his just unconscious shooting and scoring ability. It's just he needs to tighten it up with smarter decisions. I don't mind a guy coming off the second team.
I'll take that. I mean, if you have to improve on fundamental, sloppiness.
Oh, it's little crap. The other night,
I'll take the scorer that you can improve the sloppiness with, rather than a technically sound person that can't unconsciously get hot.
Totally hear you. And you know me, I'm that kind of it's not even a perfectionist thing. Here's an example the other night. Tight game against Golden State, right?
Yes.
I think Curry missed a 3, and I think it might have been tied 82-82. Big rebound comes out. Milton puts one hand out like he's going to grab it and go. Never grabs it. Golden State gets the rebound. Back out to Curry. 3. Boom. You can't have that.
Yeah,
you can't have that in playoff basketball. You can't grab a rebound and bounce it behind your back to give it to, I don't know, Ben Simmons or somebody else and have the other team deflect it and get it.
So that's what Doc's telling him.
It's got to be.
I would assume it's kid, this isn't going to work in the playoffs.
It ain't. It isn't. And, I love his offense, but no, you can't have it. And I'd probably be even a little quicker than Doc.
Had that hook.
You're on the bench, dude.
Adam Schefter joins us at 8:10 this morning.
Tight, yeah.
He may have to really get him a...
Jesse Pinkman, Bob.
Pull the hook him right off the stage.
Oh, that is Tuca. Okay,
Let's get him right off the stage.
If I say Jesse Pinkman, do you know the show?
No. What is it?
What's up, bitch?
Breaking Bad.
I told you I didn't watch Breaking Bad yet.
You would enjoy that, too.
I watched the first episode of it.
I think you'd enjoy it.
Great acting.
Yeah.
He's...
You know what it is? It's in my mind spending so much time that I have to invest into something. If I just do it willy-nilly, like I turned on Ozark, boom, loved it, stayed with it, boom.
You
but now I'm thinking about it.
But Breaking Bad is not a show that you have to binge.
No, you can take your time with it.
I didn't binge.
I'm binging one right now.
What?
The Boston Art Museum heist.
Oh, gosh.
I watched the first episode of that. It's really good.
I want to see that.
How many episodes, though?
I think it's 6.
I think it's a 6-part
fine.
series.
That's fine.
6 is great for me.
I could watch 6. I could watch.
I'd recommend
10 days.
Check it out. It's pretty cool.
I watch it in 10 days. By the way, I just want to put this on the record here, and we must put it on the record because I'm looking at some of the comments here. Mikey has pulled up the chat, so then I mocked.
What's Mopar up to?
Okay, no, Mopar's fine this morning.
Okay.
There is actually people though that say, for the record, right now, if I told you the Sixers have to try to get to the conference finals this year, further than they've been. Okay, so they're in the Final Four of the NBA, and you can have Embiid and Simmons, or you can have Embiid and Harris. I can't believe this is even. I cannot believe this is even a debate on our YouTube page. Pat, Embiid and Simmons or Embiid and Harris? You get one pair to work with to get to the conference finals. Sixers going. Who would be more likely to get you there?
I would go Embiid right now. Embiid and Harris, unfortunately.
You go Embiid Harris.
Yeah, I can't believe I'm saying that.
I know.
I can't believe you. I can't believe anyone.
He's
is
just
saying
he's in such a slump.
But I can't believe anybody's.
I don't feel good about saying that.
This team does not win if Simmons is not there. Who the hell's doing Simmons' job? Who's this? Because you're not. See, you're starting. So Matisse Thybulle is your.
Well, Jamie had the stat the other day that he's
I got it, but you're no way.
I don't feel good about this question.
There's no way. There is no way you're not, Bob. There's no way if every NBA coach would take Simmons and Embiid.
I would. I don't even have to think about it. He just the spacing that he creates, the passing, the rebounding, the defense is huge, and in playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, I probably would too, but when you
can get other guys to score you 20 points.
When you're saying they're big too,
you got to have the two. You got to have two. You can have Simmons and Embiid, or you can have Embiid and Harris.
Defense is great and all,
I don't think any coach in the NBA would say Embiid and Harris.
It's an offensive league, and I have concerns.
I like these. Well, you can have concerns is one thing. Saying that you'd rather have Embiid and Harris.
This is a tough question for me to answer.
There's a lot of things that are tough for you.
Yeah.
Shoelaces. Shoelaces. No,
loop, swoop, and pull.
For Cuz.
I can do it.
Shoelaces are a problem.
He doesn't
That's
like
one of the most aggravating things you're going to have to do with a kid is teach him how to tie a shoe.
Don't let Uncle Cuz be around then. Hey, all right, we got a lot coming up for you. The Sixers need to shut the door Absolutely shut the door. And we will have Adam Schefter. John Kincade Show here on The Fanatic.
I've been telling you about the Atlas from Volkswagen that I got. We got the Atlas Cross Sport, and these cars are an absolute dream. Nicest car I've ever owned. When you see one out on the road, you're going to go, damn, what was that thing? It's a VW Atlas. And where should you get your VW Atlas from? Let me tell you where. North Penn Volkswagen. This thing was awesome in the snow. The warm weather is here upon us. The car is absolutely enormous. I can throw like 3 strollers in the trunk and still have room left for my family. We went up to North Penn a few months back, and we dealt with our sales guy, Matt, up there, who gave us the best buying experience we ever had. He was literally accessible on Saturdays, Sundays, Friday night. If we had a question about financing or where we needed to get to, he was accessible. We emailed and texted out the details, spent minimal time in the showroom, and were never hassled. And look, you don't have to take my opinion for it. Go check out Google and Dealer Rater, and you'll hear from other customers that are saying the same exact things that I am telling you here. North Penn Volkswagen in Colmar is a breeze to get to. It's right at the end of Route 309, Bethlehem Pike. And right now, there's never been a better time to buy a new Volkswagen with 0% financing for 72 months on almost all new 2020 and 2021 models. They have incredible lease deals, various specials for college grads, and everyone else. North Penn is sure to have a great option for you. So go to northpennvw.com. North Penn Volkswagen. Trust me, it's the right experience and the right choice.
The John Kincade Show.
Sir, one more outburst, I will strangle you with my microphone wire. You understand me?
On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia. Check out Adam Schefter this and every Wednesday at 8:10 a.m. with the John Kincade Show on 97.5 The Fanatic.
Brought to you by DraftKings, America's top-rated sportsbook app.
Hi, it's me, the I Hate Steven Singer guy, and I'm not just in the jewelry business, I'm in the love business. And in the last year, we've seen how truly important love is. So I'm announcing my brand new Sunshine Yellow 24-karat real gold-dipped rose. It's a Sunshine Yellow rose, guaranteed to brighten your loved one's day. But we want to put a little sunshine in everybody's day. So we're using a portion of each rose sold to support local restaurants by purchasing catering for all those incredible nurses, doctors, and first responders and hospital workers all over the United States. You could purchase a Sunshine Rose and gift sunshine to the moms in your life while supporting local restaurants, thanking essential workers. If you're looking to celebrate life, or say I love you, or honor mom on Mother's Day, shipping is fast and free. Go now to IHateStevenSinger.com. Add your free personalized gift message. That's IHateStevenSinger.com. IHateStevenSinger.com.
Texting enrolls you into reoccurring automated text messages. Message and data rates may apply.
Come on, one more rep. You got this. 10. There it is. Nice work, man. You're a beast.
Thanks, man. I feel better than I have in years. And I got to tell you, taking Nugenix makes a huge difference for me.
Nugenix? That's the testosterone booster with TV ads with Frank Thomas. The big hurt, right?
Oh, yeah. The patented key ingredient is testofen, which helps boost free testosterone levels and increase lean muscle mass.
Well, it's clearly working for you. Hey, are they still giving out complimentary bottles for people to try for themselves?
Yeah, Nugenix is a great way to increase lean muscle and feel stronger with more energy and endurance.
Man, I need to get a complimentary bottle of Nugenix.
No problem. You just got to send them a text. Text BICEP to 42424 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix, the #1 selling free testosterone booster at GNC. Plus, text now and we'll include a bottle of new Nugenix Thermo, our most powerful fat incinerator ever, to help get you back into shape fast, absolutely free. Text BICEP to 42424. That's BICEP to 42424.
Guys, waking up over and over to pee is not okay. But now, you can reduce those nighttime bathroom trips with the ingredients in Super Beta Prostate P3 Advanced. We're talking about less urges to pee at night, less bathroom trips during the day, and better bladder emptying. That's why Super Beta Prostate is the #1 prostate supplement recommended by urologists. You can try a full 30-day bottle free. Just pay shipping and handling. No strings attached and no commitments to buy. This is a 30-day supply, absolutely free. Call 1-800-485-0159. Super Beta Prostate is the best-selling brand in major retailers like Walmart. But for this no-strings-attached free bottle, you must call now. Call 1-800-485-0159. Don't miss out on this unprecedented free offer. 1-800-485-0159.
1-800-485-0159.
Get in the zone, AutoZone. Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today? Your car in need of a cleaning? We've got you covered. We have all the wash and wax products you're looking for, from interior to exterior cleaners. They'll help you freshen up your ride inside and out, while keeping it protected from dirt and grime that can damage your car. And you can get everything you need even faster. Just order online at AutoZone.com and choose free same-day store pickup. Getting your job done just got easier. Restrictions apply.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Goodyear knows the importance of keeping momentum as you head down the stretch. Momentum starts with movement. It's pulled from the air like a contested rebound. Momentum builds with steals and fast breaks, and is proven by deep threes as the shot clock expires. Momentum is how we change the game, and now it's time to discover where it can take us. Goodyear, more driven.
Stop breathing all your germs on me.
Stop breathing all your germs on me. Oh, that didn't work.
No, it didn't.
The Bryant Evolution Air Purifier works so well it captures and kills up to 99% of select viruses and bacteria. And Pierce Phelps Bryant Heating and Air Conditioning Contractors will do whatever it takes to provide your family with this healthier, cleaner air, including great financing offers on a new energy-efficient system. To find a Pierce Phelps Bryant contractor near you, visit nopaybryant.com.
Bryant.
Whatever it takes.
We need the forklift over here.
Indeed knows unexpected growth can stretch your business thin.
Okay, those molds need to be adjusted. The shippers are coming at noon, so we got to get this done.
Like at Dennis's plastic startup. To stay flexible, he needs to get started hiring right away.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. And the moment you sponsor a job on Indeed, you get a short list of quality candidates from our resume database. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get a $75 credit for your first sponsored job post. Terms and conditions apply.
From the first pitch to the last out, BetRivers Sportsbook has all the bases covered. BetRivers has a massive number of baseball betting options on each game, including pre-game player props and live in-game betting every inning. Sign up now and get a free play match of 100% on your first deposit up to $250. Bet with a winner. Bet with BetRivers Sportsbook. Presented by Rivers Casino Pittsburgh. Must be 21 or over to play. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
If you see cracks in your foundation, you need to call the experts. DryTech Waterproofing Solutions is one of the top-rated foundation repair companies in the state. DryTech offers a free structural diagnosis. Their experts will come to your home, assess the type and severity of the cracks, and identify the best foundation repair solutions. When you see cracks, call DryTech. Mention Miss Anelli. Receive 15% off. Fanatic listeners get 15% off when you mention this ad. Just visit DryTechCorp.com. That's DryTech Waterproofing Solutions. Protect your investment.
With more than 75 local businesses and restaurants to choose from, you'll always find what you're looking for at the Berlin Farmers Market. A visit to our weekend flea market is always an adventure, with fresh local produce, flowers, tools, toys, furniture, and the perfect plants and shrubs for your April garden project. For hours, info, directions, and more, including dates and times of our next cruise and Jeep nights, visit BerlinFarmersMarket.com. Shop local, save money, have fun.
WPEN Burlington, Philadelphia, a Beasley Media Group station. 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia. 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia. It's the Fanatic 500.
It's your chance to win $500 from the Fanatic. Text the word SMILE to 45911 like we make you smile every morning. Or you can enter it on the Fanatic mobile app or at 97.5thefanatic.com, and one winner selected at random is going to win $500 right now in this contest with Smile. Everyone that enters at least once on our app or our website is going to be qualified for the $10,000 grand prize. The Fanatic 500 is sponsored by the Parks Casino Sportsbook app, the official sportsbook partner of the Real Philly Fan. You got to be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Get complete rules for this company-wide contest at 97.5thefanatic.com. And remember, never text and drive. Good luck. Yo, yo, yo. John Kincade Show.
This song's ruined now. Thank you.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
Let it play out. 8 a.m. sponsors Martin Law, the law firm for injured workers. Visit paworkinjury.com. And Bob?
Smile, the key word. It's like what I do at meetings.
Isn't that nice?
After work.
Resting Bob face.
Smile.
By the way, did you see everyone loved that yesterday. Jamie, that was exemplary work. did you see that you will not have to call Martin Law on your employers?
Are you sure? Maybe I already have.
Have you seen our new work area?
No, I haven't ventured over there.
The floors are going down.
There's floors? There's not carpet?
It's not carpet tile.
Oh.
It's giant tiles. Giant floor tiles.
I think that's the main lobby.
I love it.
Yeah, it looks good.
It looks beautiful.
Where is this? Right over here?
Yeah, giant.
Really?
Where our new front desk will be, where our new lobby
There's
will be.
There's going to be a performance center in there.
And a performance center, but there's
75-person arena.
There's giant floor tiles. Giant floor tiles.
It's going to look really nice when they're done.
So Coach and I were talking the other day about, like, well, what are we going to do when we have our first, like, live shows? Because we are going to, when we have a performance center, we will invite in some listeners for live shows.
Oh, yeah.
So do you, like, how do we decide? Like,
how do
who
we
gets to
decide
come?
what?
Well, we're going to have advertisers come in.
Sure.
We're going to have listeners come in.
Sure.
You know, Coach will decide in the YouTube family. Coach, you think you decide some of the YouTube family?
Mopar's got to come in.
I can tell you some of the people that aren't coming.
Yeah, exactly. Yes.
Are there haters on the
Faceless?
YouTube channel?
No.
You know what? You just made the list.
No, faceless. We'll see.
Coach, do you interact on the YouTube channel?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, he does a lot.
Yeah.
Wow. Do you
Coach
fight
is-
with people?
No.
Oh, okay.
Coach is going to invite them just to have them show up and say, "Oh, I'm sorry, you're not on the list."
You're not on the list. Hey, we can't have it. The 76ers fan base doesn't need this drama. The goal all along has been finishing with the top spot in the East. The Nets beat New Orleans last night. Thanks a lot, Graf. Your New Orleans Pelicans are a bunch of idiots. Don't even help us out. So the race is staggeringly tight at the top of the Eastern Conference. You go and you lose to the Warriors the other night. Now it puts you in a precarious position. Because if you lose tonight, this series on the road with 2 at Milwaukee seems like desperation.
Yeah.
You cannot open the door to coughing up the top spot in the Eastern Conference now. You can't allow the Nets to suddenly decide, wait a minute, we're interested now. Because if they smell blood in the water and they make the right move, let alone the Bucks, the Sixers could be in a little bit of trouble. Hopefully the roster is full tonight. Hopefully nobody has a tummy ache. A healthy effort from Tobias Harris would also ease a lot of concerns. We know he's been feeling it with that knee. This season's been a very smooth sail right now. But buckle up, because the ride looks like it's about to get a little bumpy. And that's where we start the 8 o'clock hour of the show with Bob and Jamie and Pat and Coach and Mike and Connor. It's the John Kincade Show here on 97.5 The Fanatic. We don't need this drama. And a loss tonight, whether you believe it or not, loss tonight brings a lot of drama. A loss tonight puts the 3rd seed in play in the East.
Tight butts if you lose tonight. This is your 2 tough games against Milwaukee, as Bob pointed out earlier. Saturday afternoon, national game Saturday. That's a tough spot in Milwaukee. And then you're playing them the first time after a back-to-back against a very good team who's, playing for a 1 seed out west.
Correct.
So this is a brutal 3-game stretch. If Tobias isn't there, that's a big blow. I really hope they win tonight, just so it gives the Milwaukee back-to-back a little breathing room where it's not.
Win tonight, split in Milwaukee, you're fine.
Yeah, 1-1's the goal
fine.
anyway
but
with Milwaukee.
You gave away the 3-foot putt the other night against Golden State.
I don't think they're winning 1 in Milwaukee.
Say it louder, please.
If they don't play Tobias Harris tonight, I think they're totally gearing up for that Milwaukee series. I don't know why. I told you guys this last week. I don't have a good feeling about these 2 games in Milwaukee. A split is I don't want to say ideal, because obviously 2 wins is, but a split would be great. I feel in the words of Jamie Lynch, I feel my butt tightening. I don't think they win either game in Milwaukee.
Oh my gosh.
Sorry.
Bob, smile. Bob, the key word was smile.
What the hell, Bob?
For God's sakes, the key word wasn't doom.
I need a mask. If anybody out there, I need a mask that has a smile on it so I can wear it to our meetings.
Hey, Dom joins us. Tasty Cake, Dom, what are you doing?
Hey, John, how are you?
Good, buddy.
Hey, Bob, Pat, Jamie.
Hey, Dom.
Everybody good?
Yeah,
Great.
we're all good.
I love the show every day, John. I love the show more on Wednesdays. You help me out a lot. I told Bob and Jamie this real quick. Because of the production issues at our company, I have to not only deliver, but I have to package the cake on Wednesdays. So it's a tedious thing. Man, you guys help me out with the show.
Wait a minute. Whoa. You have to, like, put the tasty cakes in the boxes?
Yes.
And then seal the boxes?
Tape them.
Really?
Yeah, Wednesday's a bad day.
Wow, that is tough, man. I don't like that.
I've been doing it for a year, so
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you're more used to it now.
But,
good.
But and it's only one account. We have a special box at this one account that the machine doesn't make. It humans have to put it in the package because it's a different kind of box. And so I deliver like a ton of cake on Wednesday, so I only have to do it that one day.
Okay.
Enough of that. Quick. So you asked a question, John.
Yes.
While I was doing that, and my answer to you was you had Tobias and Embiid in the playoffs last year. How'd you make out?
And I believe Tobias Harris was on the milk carton that I was using even back in Atlanta. He was on the milk carton. He was on the side of it. He was non-existent. Non-existent.
Yeah, he disappeared.
In the biggest time, he was non-existent.
Absolutely.
You need all three of them, though, Dom, and that's the key.
Yeah.
You need all three of them.
I think this conversation got
no, but it says
a little taken out of control.
No, we're saying the big two.
Yeah.
For the Sixers, the big two must be Embiid and Simmons. For them to go anywhere, it's got to be Embiid
Yeah, I
and
just
Simmons.
don't know if look, it's they're apples and oranges because Ben's the point guard, he's the engine that makes this go, but he's not the offensive scoring threat you really want or need him to be. So Tobias has to step into that role. So they're like equally as important to me.
The only reason, or the reason I go the other way is because
I would go Ben too for the record.
I think I can get 20 points out of maybe three other guys. I know I can't get of game out of Ben Simmons from anyone else.
No, you can't.
Yeah,
but I'm just
you just can't.
It's just watch.
I mean,
watch the playoffs.
We need all three.
It's a perimeter game, and
that's why I want Ben.
But he doesn't have a perimeter.
But he makes the other perimeter
guys. He's one of the best.
Yes, he makes other guys have
out there.
Yes, and there's that, and that's why you choose him.
And Tobias Harris, unfortunately, his MO says May and June and now July aren't his time.
Look, the big fear is that teams are going to play Joe like the Warriors did the other night, where they're going to double him and play physical with him and make his life hell. And who's hitting those shots for you after that? To me, it's got to be Tobias Harris. So,
what scared me the other night not scared me, but the physical aspect of Golden State. I looked at it more of a finesse aspect, where it was a smaller, quick team that could get to the double quicker and then shoot out to the perimeter. Although Joel had 8 assists, I thought they played a really nice game. I think that allows teams to look at that and say, you know what, if we go zone, we can do some things a little bit differently. That's why I said the other night, Danny Green, Seth Curry, those guys have to step up and
needs
hit.
To step up.
Yeah, they have to hit perimeter shots.
That's how you beat a zone, Bob. You shoot your way out of it.
That's right.
Adam Schefter will be joining us here in just a moment on the Comcast Business Hotline, where he bounces forward. And why do we have Adam Schefter? What's the deal there from our friends at?
He's courtesy every week. Our friends at DraftKings Sportsbook. Download America's top-rated sportsbook app today.
I know that Shefty, after the draft, will get very, very excited for
I would love to see his phone this next week. Just the amount of texts and tips.
He's the number one phone in America I'd like to have this week.
Yeah. That's got to be a fun phone to see this week.
Also, you got to decipher, too. We're trying to decipher now between smoke and fire.
Yes.
Which is a big difference, is what's smoke, what's fire.
If you could have anyone's cell number in the United States, just the United States, whose would it be?
Joe Biden's. I'd want to hear what we're not hearing about.
Yeah.
From any United States president, I'd want to hear what we're not hearing about.
Well,
even though they're not allowed to have cell phones, you know that.
Yeah.
You're not allowed to have a cell phone.
I thought they could if it was encoded
they hand them a phone to use it. You want to use a cell phone, it's handed.
Yeah.
Now, that's not like Adam Schefter's. Adam Schefter,
it's close, though.
He's allowed to have a cell phone. It's not like the president. But I wonder, could Adam have like an assistant that hands him the cell phone secretly encoded? Adam, you have multiple phones, you've told us, right?
Last week, 2 weeks ago, I went to Augusta for the very first time in my life. And I don't know if I shared this with you, but when the trip was sold to me, I had a couple of friends who got me tickets and arranged for a room. And they kind of convinced me, like, wow, that sounds unbelievable. It's a bucket list item. Never been. You're making it easy. And I said, yeah. I said, okay, great. So I'll come. And they said at the end, they go, by the way, they don't let you take your phones
you can't.
onto the course. What's that?
Yeah, you can't. You're not allowed. You go through the metal detectors, and you are not allowed to have your phone. They tell you leave it in your car or leave it at home.
Correct. And so I didn't know that. And if they had told me that at the beginning, hey, we're going to, we want to bring the mask, but you can't have your phone. I'm like, I'm not going. So Wednesday.
Whoa, Shefty, real quick. I'm sorry. If you knew that, you wouldn't have gone to the Masters.
I don't know. I don't know that I would have gone. I'm just telling you that's where we would have started the.
Wow.
I could have told you that. They don't let phones in. That's unbelievable.
That would have been like a non-starter, but they sold me on it. Hey, we got you tickets. We got you a room. You're all taken care of. We're going to arrange for a flight, coming down. I'm like,
right.
I'm like, okay. I get fired up. And they go, you can't bring your phone. No big deal. And I'm like, wait, what? And they said no phones. I'm like, what? The thought never even occurred to me. And so for the very first time in my adult professional life, it has never happened. I didn't have my phone Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Wednesday, I remember getting in there, and it was like, I guess, like a longtime cigarette smoker who quit smoking. You just instinctively keep reaching for your pocket for the pack of cigarettes that's not there. And so I kept reaching for it. I'm like, it's not there. And so every day, the first day, we sit down in the restaurant to have an Arnold Palmer at the end of the day.
Yes.
And NFL Live comes on ESPN, and I'm like I'm side-eyeing it. What's going to be the lead story? Like, is it Deshaun Watson? Is it Russell Wilson? Is it like what happened? And they said, and the Atlanta Falcons are thinking of trading back according to our Adam Schefter. I'm like, oh, yes, I followed that story yesterday. Good. That's the lead story. Great. Love it. And then Thursday and Friday, I was gone for 8-9 hours, and you get your phone at the end of the day, and they hand it back to you, and I'm just telling you, take it, and you're like, okay, what did I miss?
Gosh.
What did I miss? So, of course, Mort texted me at 9:30 on Thursday, a joke. Hey, you need to check into this, and I saw it and almost had a heart attack.
Mort's a charming individual like that. He loves to mess with people.
Wait, real quick, Adam, how many missed text messages did you have?
That Thursday, where was the longest time I was gone, it was 26 texts and 12 calls.
That's less than
bad. That's way under, I would have guessed.
That's good. Now, wait, you said the reaching, which was interesting. You were reaching for your phone.
Yeah.
Are you hearing any players that you believe now teams are going to reach for, meaning that they may go off the board faster than what teams expect or what some of these mock drafts expect? Anybody's stock really rising?
Well, I think we've already seen the quarterbacks. Mac Jones' stock has risen, right? And so I still think he'll come off the board sooner than people ever thought he would have, which is no secret now in contention. Kyle Pitts is regarded to me as certainly the best non-quarterback in this draft. Maybe I've heard people say he's the best player in this draft, period. Better than Trevor Lawrence, whatever that means. And so I think there's a real chance he winds up going number 4 to Atlanta. I think that's distinctly possible. I think some of these cornerbacks are better than people realize. The top cornerbacks in the draft, Patrick Surtain, who I think looks like he could wind up at Dallas, J.C. Horn, Asante Samuel Jr., who Philadelphia is well aware of. So there are a lot of guys, stock up, stock down. Here's the interesting part, right, is that the players this year, there's no combine. And so I've spoken to front offices that essentially told me that, they don't want to and will not take a player that they don't have extensive medicals on. Now, 125 players, I think that was the count, went back to Indianapolis a couple of weeks ago for medical rechecks, and not everybody went. And so there are some players that if they're not there are some teams that just won't look at them. Certainly not in the spot that they are valued at. Now, if they fall the 6th, 7th round and there's a guy you've got a 3rd, 4th round grade on, you might roll the dice. But you're not going to reach on a guy that you don't have medicals on, that you don't have extensive background checks on. And that's going to be one of the challenges of this year with so many players opting out, with no combine, with no in-person visits, really, to speak of. There's just a lot of different dynamics. When you're doing the draft, you're trying to minimize risk. And this year, there are a maximum number of factors that go just against that.
Adam, Zach Ertz. Is he more likely to be an Eagle after draft day, or is there a possibility he could be moved on or near draft day? What's more likely to you?
You know, I have not asked that question in recent weeks, and it's something that I need to check out before the draft. My guess is on Zach Ertz that they're going to be open to listening, but they're definitely not just going to give him away. That if they get what they believe is a fair offer, I think there's a possibility they will move on from him. But they're not going to do that just to do that. They're not looking to unload that guy. He's too good to unload and too valuable to unload. And so the draft is not incredibly deep at tight end this year, which works to their advantage, I guess. But he obviously wants a new contract, which is tough in a year where the cap is down and most teams have spent their money. So, again, there's a whole variety of factors. Bottom line is I think they're open to listening, and I don't think that they feel like they have to move on unless they get something that they feel is absolutely fair and a deal that they can't turn down.
Shefty, the Eagles through the years haven't really put a premium on linebackers, and I would love for them to have a playmaking linebacker. But because the way the game is played now, is that the one position that you think teams don't really look to shore up as much as they used to?
You know, I've said this to people. I always find it interesting in August when roster decisions are being made. I always ask teams, what are you looking for? What do you need? What are you looking for? And more often than not, it always comes back to me like everybody's looking for interior offensive linemen. Offensive linemen in particular, but certainly interior offensive linemen. And I always find it to be very interesting that when we get to the draft, those guys get pushed down for whatever reason. Like, you don't hear teams clamoring to go draft some versatile center guard or some tackle. And it seems like you get a bunch of those guys going later in the draft. And then yet we get to the summer and teams are looking to shore up their rosters. And more often than not, almost every team is seeking offensive line help. I've always wondered, why is some team not loading up on offensive linemen here where you can get good cheap labor that you like and then not have that issue later in August? Because I'm just telling you, in August, everybody's always looking for offensive line help. And nobody seems, and now next week it's all about, you know, that shiny new toy you can put out there at wide receiver, or the quarterback you have to have, or the cornerback that we need to go get. Do you hear people ever talk about offensive linemen like that? Never, right?
No, it doesn't seem like it gets that. I'm going to ask you right now, though, Adam, before we let you go. 12, higher or lower, if I was asking you to bet on where the Eagles draft in the first round, do they stay at 12? Do they go higher in the draft, or do they go lower in the draft? A week out. We realize this could change by next week if I ask you.
Yeah, John, well, I would say the chances are that they probably stay where they are. Now, again, they've made calls to move up, and they've made calls to move back. And I'm not just saying that they have done that. I mean, because that's their job, is to explore all the scenarios. But we don't know how that's going to play out on draft night. We don't know that a position or a player that they want is going to be going earlier than they expected, and they feel more anxious, or the guys that they wanted go, and then all of a sudden there's I'm making this, Trey Lance is sitting there, and all of a sudden Chicago and Washington, whoever else it is, wants that guy, and they're coming to Philly. You don't know how that's going to happen.
Sure.
It's impossible to say, right?
Look at trying to figure it out is fun.
Yeah. No, yeah, but it's an exercise in futility. It is fun. It is interesting, but you cannot say how the board is going to fall. I'm just telling you, they've made calls to come up, and they've made calls to go back. I mean, they've done both. You tell me how that's going to shake out. I'd love to know myself.
We will hopefully find out more as the next week rolls along. Adam, we look forward to your draft coverage all week long, and do not lose your cell phone this week. There's no more little side trips. Let's get to work.
I've gone back to Augusta for a long time. As much as I loved it, and I'd like to go back one day. That was a rare experience, and one that gave me the shakes and withdrawals, and I felt like an addict that had just quit something, man.
There you go.
Brutal.
Good job, Adam. Thank you, buddy.
Thanks, guys. Have a good one.
Adam Schefter joined us on the Comcast
we
Business
have some
Hotline.
breaking news here.
Don't just bounce back, bounce forward with our friends from Comcast.
And thanks to DraftKings for bringing Adam on with us. What do you got, Bob?
Howie Roseman and Coach Sirianni will be speaking today at 11:20. Coach, will that be on our airwaves? Yeah, thumbs up.
Wow. I guess it's the
State of the Union.
No, it's
probably just the pre-draft.
It's the pre-draft
fluff
thing. And I think Anthony's show sheet was a little soft for the day, so he probably said, "Hey, Howie, could you help me out? Let's have a press
see that.
Let's have a press
Yeah,
con."
I could
and
see
then
that.
Howie's he's going to take a call from Anthony Gargano.
Oh, yeah.
If that happens, you pick up the damn phone when he calls.
Of course.
So of course they've called up and called down, but that had my ears perk.
I'm surprised though that they've talked about calling up.
Yes.
Talk about calling down.
Well,
Like, do you make a call to someone and go, "Hi, we're looking to trade down"?
I guess the call is. I'd love to be
our pick.
I'd love to be a fly on the wall for these conversations.
Yeah.
I guess the call to Carolina is because their shopping aid is. Hey, what do you got in mind there?
I'd love it. Yeah. All right, we got a lot. You can react if you wish at 610-632-0975. Pat's Takes comes your way in the next hour, too, by the way. And I can't believe that Jamie Lynch is even going to suggest this. But we're going to let him suggest it. He's going away for a couple days so we can recover. It's the John Kincade Show here on The Fanatic. My friends at Window Nation know that the hot weather's coming. Now, it's not like they called Adam Joseph. They know it's going to get hot here in the summer. So you get 50% off every style Window Nation window right now. So if you've got a house full of windows that you've got to purchase, and we're talking bow windows, bay windows, picture windows, garden windows, anything that you need, 50% off. All styles, all colors. So you're going to already cut the bill in half, but there's more. How about 0% financing for 18 months that allows you to be able to spread those monies out a little bit more? Makes your dollar go a little bit further with a company with an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau, with a company that has installed over 1 million windows. It's my friends at Window Nation. When you think of windows, many times you just think of cold weather, keeping the cold weather out. How about keeping the air conditioning in? How about keeping the comfort level and the humidity level of your home perfect? Don't overwork your air conditioning system all summer long. Get those windows fixed right now. Call 866-90-NATION. That's 866-90-NATION. Or visit my friends at Window Nation on the web at windownation.com.
The John Kincade Show.
This is not radio fantasy camp. We're on the air here.
On 97.5 The Fanatic. Philadelphia. Win $500 7 times a day. Fast.
97.5 The Fanatic presents The Fanatic 500.
Start your engine!
The Fanatic 500.
Listen at 8, 10, noon, 2, 4, 6, and 8 for your chance to win $500 fast.
The Fanatic 500, your fastest way to win $500. The Fanatic 500 from the Parks Casino Sportsbook app, the official sportsbook partner of the Real Philly Fan. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
And 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Masvidal and Usman put on a show the last time they stepped into the octagon, and DraftKings Sportsbook, the official sports betting partner of UFC, is putting you in the center of this weekend's title fight. I'm Adam Schefter, and pick either main event fighter to win this weekend's UFC 261 title fight, and DraftKings Sportsbook will give you 26-1 odds. Just bet $5 on either fighter to win, and if they walk out with the belt, you will cash $130. There's no better way to put your MMA knowledge to the test than to put your money where your mouth is. Download the top-rated DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code FANATIC when you sign up to turn $5 into $130 if the title contender of your choice wins. That's code FANATIC. For limited time, only at DraftKings Sportsbook. Must be 21 or older. Pennsylvania only. New customers only. Restrictions apply. In partnership with Meadows Racetrack and Casino, see DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Are you being tricked? Tricked into believing Wall Street 401ks are the best way to retire? Hi, I'm Inc. Magazine bestselling author Brett Kitchen, and I want to give you a free copy of my book, Wealth Beyond Wall Street, because over 10,000 Monte Carlo analysis prove there's a better way to retire. After losing 35% in my IRA in the crash years ago, I said enough. And since then, I discovered a way to grow money potentially double digits, reduce taxes dramatically, and also have my money protected when the next stock market crash hits. When the next market crash hits, you lose nothing. Call Wealth Beyond Wall Street now to get your free book and talk to a specialist to discover this little-known strategy to get potential double-digit growth during good years and never lose in the next market crash. Call 800-476-5151 to discover this asset that people like Walt Disney and JCPenney use to grow wealthy. Plus, when you call right now, you get free shipping and handling, no credit card required. And I'll send you a free copy of the audiobook so you can listen on your phone. Call 800-476-5151, 1-800-476-5151, 1-800-476-5151. That's 800-476-5151.
It's time for some straight talk. Sure, saving money feels good, but cutting your wireless bill in half? That feels really good. Like walk-off home run in the ninth inning kind of good. Okay, maybe not that good, but pretty darn good. With Straight Talk, you can get 25 gigs of high-speed data for $45 a month, up to 50% less than the other guys. Plus, no contract. All on America's best networks. Why pay a whole lot when you could pay half? Straight Talk Wireless. No contract, no compromise.
Designer face masks, DIY haircuts. In a world full of things you never thought possible, here's one more. Now you can get the same high-quality insurance from Allstate, but at a new low rate. Drivers who switched and saved averaged $718. With Allstate, you can lower your rates, not your expectations. Visit Allstate.com or call an agent for a quote today.
Reported average annual savings when switching auto by new customers surveyed who saved with Allstate in 2019. In most states, prices vary based on how you buy. Not available in every state. Subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
I'm Dr. Andrea Russo, a cardiologist. Maybe you're waiting to talk to your doctor right now. But if you're having an irregular heartbeat, heart racing, chest pain, shortness of breath, fatigue, or lightheadedness, don't wait. This could be a serious condition like atrial fibrillation, which can make you about 5 times more likely to have a stroke. If you're having these symptoms, don't wait. Talk to a doctor by phone, online, or in person.
Brought to you by Bristol-Myers Squibb and Pfizer.
Do you hear My Computer Career ads and think, I don't know anything about computers? Well, you don't have to. Before starting, many graduates could turn a computer on and off, and that's it. And now they're IT pros. You could do it too. Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation. You could start your new life in as little as 4 months. Grants covering up to 53% of the cost are available to those who qualify. It's not rocket science. It's My Computer Career.
Hey, $2 bill here, a.k.a. the rare one. Problem is, I'm so rare, people just saved me. But thanks to the new Cash Vibe with Quick Cash from the PA Lottery, I'm back in business. For just $2, you can get bigger jackpots starting at $150,000. Plus Quick Cash, a chance to instantly win $2 or $6. Haha, it's good to be wanted.
Play Cash 5 with Quick Cash from the Pennsylvania Lottery. Must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Benefits older Pennsylvanians every day.
Hey, it's Mike Missinelli here for Landis Block and Concrete. There is nothing like having a beautiful backyard. Think of how many things you can do with it. You can sit outside on a nice little patio, have a nice glass of wine, have a few friends over to cook on your Landis Block outdoor kitchen. Turn your backyard into a personal paradise with Landis Block. They're the resource center for all outdoor living. All you need is imagination, space, and a budget. Check out the photo gallery at landisbc.com. That's landisbc.com for Landis Block, jaw-dropping outdoor paradises.
We buy any car. We buy any car. We buy any car. Any.
Trading in or selling your car, truck, or SUV? WeBuyAnyCar.com takes the hassle out of selling in just 3 easy steps. 1. Get your free online valuation. 2. Drive to your local car buying center. And 3. Walk out with your check in as little as 30 minutes. So don't wait. Get your free online valuation now at WeBuyAnyCar.com.
Find out how much your car's worth at WeBuyAnyCar.
Hey, guys, you know I love betting on basketball because I'm always finding new player props or game props that I like. And what's cool about FanDuel Sportsbook in partnership with Valley Forge Casino is you can combine these props with other bets from the same game to score an even bigger payout. It's called a same-game parlay bet, and you can only find them on FanDuel Sportsbook. Listen up tonight. Beers with Bob, me and Andrew Salchunas. We'll be going from 6 to 7. We'll tell you about a whole bunch of combinations that we like for this week. If you haven't tried FanDuel Sportsbook yet, new users get a risk-free bet up to $1,000. Just place a bet and FanDuel will refund you up to $1,000 inside credit if you don't win. And right now, new and existing users can get up to $25 inside credit back each day if your parlay falls one leg short with same-game parlay insurance. You heard that right. You can do it every day. That's why I bet on FanDuel. The app is so simple to use. They have fast withdrawals, live betting, and special promotions. So just download the FanDuel Sportsbook app today to try same-game parlay and use promo code Bob at sign-up. That's promo code Bob. Must be 21 or older and present in New Jersey or Pennsylvania. Refund issued as non-withdrawable site credit that expires in 7 days. Max refund $25. Terms apply. See sportsbook.fanduel.com for details. If you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Now, back to the John Kincade Show.
This is the radio show I always wanted to host here in Philly. Question is whether it's the one you've always wanted to listen to.
On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Remember that Parks Casino Sportsbook app is the best live in-game betting all tournament long. You got to be 21. If you got a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. John Kincade Show here on The Fanatic, or is it the John Kincade Show? It's John Kincade Show, right?
You say, Joe?
Yeah.
Is it? Let's see. Pat, what are we thinking? Is it the John Kincade Show or not? What are we guessing?
No, not according to insiders.
Really?
Joe.
What is the inside? Can we hear it? Can we hear it?
We're getting
okay.
It. This doesn't just happen in a day. Rome wasn't built in a day. You got to give me some time here.
I saw the Red Bull commercial. They say that Rome was built in a day, but they ran out of Red Bull.
Listen, Joe, we'll get it for you.
They ran out of Red Bull. This has happened to me before.
John Kincade is patient. Joe Kincade wants things right there.
By the way, now Joe Kincaid's perking up because I've got cousin Joe Kincade, who's now hearing this right now. He's getting called.
What do you say, Joe?
So Joe is now maybe he's calling Joe. Maybe he's calling Joe right now. Maybe Adam's calling Joe. Let's listen in. Let's get a ruling.
Yeah, Joe. Well, I would say.
Wait a minute. Let's hear it again. Maybe not.
Yeah, Joe. Well, I would say.
I don't know.
I think it was a John. I think it was a John.
It was not a John.
One more time.
One more time. Be quiet.
Yeah, Joe. Well, I would say.
That is
I heard
Joe.
an H. I heard an H
John.
in there.
That's
yeah.
John. That's not Joe. I thought it was Joe too. I thought it was Joe also.
It's Joe.
No, it's Joe.
I think you got caught up between words.
Could have.
Yeah.
I think we need to put a poll out, John.
J-O-H.
Let's have a poll. No.
Yeah, Joe. Well, I would say.
It's John.
Yeah, there's an H in there.
That's John.
That's an H.
Whatever helps you sleep at night, Joe.
That's not a Joe. That's not a Joe.
Old
it was
Joe
it was Jim Herrick, the old UCLA basketball coach and the coach of the University of Georgia, thought my name was Ken Cade. So
that sounds like a good porn name.
He called me Ken.
Ken Cade?
Ken, that's a good question. And we both look like let it fly. And then he comes around and he goes, Ken. He goes, thanks, Ken. And I'm like, okay, he doesn't know my name.
Did you just let it go?
No, we made it into a huge. We just made it into a huge fun thing on the show.
Yeah, I went to a place the other day to put down a deposit on some things for the house.
Okay.
They had me listed as my name was Donna Bob Cooney.
Donna Bob.
The guy thought my last name was Bobcooney. The whole thing. He says, "Your name's Donna," and I'm like,
"Donna Bob Cooney." Donna Bob Cooney.
Yeah, and he got a big chuckle out of it. He goes, "Oh, your first name's Bob." Oh my God! And I'm buying stuff from you,
and you're going to be my latex salesman.
Oh man,
FanDuel Industry.
All right. I would like to suggest that in the linchpin today, Jamie occasionally brings things to the show that are nonsensical, beat your head against the wall. And then he one-ups himself with this one.
Wow.
This is the linchpin.
One-upping yourself. Jamie, when I think you can't outdo yourself, you
Hear me out, John.
Oh, jeez.
We talk about Philadelphia and the low bars, and sometimes things are better than our low bars here. Matt Moore is a low bar. It shouldn't be hard to beat a Matt Moore, right? Cole Hamels is still a free agent.
Oh, gosh.
Now, hear me out. Last year in Atlanta was a disaster.
What did he do in Atlanta? He didn't even freaking come to Atlanta. What are you talking about?
Well, he had an 8-point game. He pitched one game, and he had an 8.10 ERA and bowed out.
Cole Hamels, spectacular champion here in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Last year, he should have showed up with a ski mask. He showed up hurt.
Good for him.
Showed up when he
getting that bag. Getting that bag of cash. All right, the year before that, he had a 3.8 ERA. Year before that, 2.3. And he was 34, 35. He's now 37 years old. Much like people say the healing waters of Lake Minnetonka are what made Prince magical, maybe the waters at Citizens Bank Park are what makes Cole Hamels magical. I say you give him a shot.
Oh, my gosh.
He's a free agent. Can he really be worse than Matt Moore? Kenny?
Is Steve Carlton not available? Or what's the deal?
I mean, it's not going to cost you any money. There's really no risk.
Yes, it will.
No, he's a free agent.
Cole Hamels took $15 million from the Braves.
Well, nobody's paying him that.
What do you think he's coming for?
I think you could probably throw 6 at him and get him.
You're not paying 6 for him. Don't do that.
Why? He's on the streets.
Because it's idiotic to pay him 6.
It's not my money.
No, it is your money.
No,
because
it's
that
not.
means it does, though. This ownership group has shown you that if you waste the money there, they're not going to spend it otherwise because they're going to say to you, look at our spreadsheet.
Well, you want to watch Matt Moore pitch for 6 more months?
But I don't want to see Cole Hamels come and grab another payday when he's not ready to pitch.
He's been working out.
Oh,
I'm open to it.
You can do the nostalgia tour somewhere else, please.
I'd rather have a bad... Oh, Matt Moore is left-handed. Never mind.
Oh,
He looks like Cole Hamels a little bit, too.
How much do you think Cole Hamels has made in his career?
$190 million.
John?
Lower. 165.
Egan?
Do you have it?
I would go with 165 is good. I'll go with 140.
210.
Oh, my gosh.
So I win?
You win,
Price is right, too. You do. Now you get to spin the wheel. Closest without going over. Up to
Look,
that.
I understand he's probably done.
You can't have Cole Hamels. Because he put the number out there. Cole Hamels would probably say to the Phillies, "Yeah, I'll come for $6 million."
Yeah, sure.
That's freaking ridiculous.
Why?
Because he can't pitch.
John Middleton can afford it.
No.
Either can Matt Moore. That's what I'm saying. It's such a low bar.
Guess what? I'll take anything. I'll take anything.
Who would you rather see as your fourth starter? Cole Hamels or Matt Moore?
You wouldn't see Cole Hamels pitch because he'd pitch once and then he'd be like,
you're just scarred from the Atlanta thing.
I'm not feeling
He was
good.
decent with Chicago.
3 innings in Atlanta.
gosh.
That's all.
Stole money. Showed up.
Matt Moore.
Because you know how he got injured last year?
Probably counting his fat checks.
Let me tell you how Cole Hamels got injured last year and why he missed almost an entire year. The medicine ball. I was working out with a medicine ball, and it strained something in my elbow.
You don't believe him?
No, I just don't want to. That's what then you're out. You're not in shape. Then you're not ready to go.
Well, he's had a year to rehab and get ready.
Year because of it.
Well, he should be healthy
and
then.
he kept saying, "I'm better. I'll be better. Give it 2 more weeks. Give me 3 more weeks."
I love it.
Oh my God!
He went down there and he stole money from your boy Alex.
So
Ray.
Oh my God!
Three
Don't
of
let him
us
steal
are in.
money here, Pat.
Pat, are you in?
Cole.
No, and only because
screw you, Egan.
This is a moot point because he's not ready. He said he's close to being ready for
I'm
a
not
showcase.
saying I need him for next week,
Yes.
but at some point,
I also, and this is nostalgia purposes, I don't want to see Cole Hamels.
Bad Cole.
Yeah, like I don't want to see the shell of Cole Hamels.
Oh,
like you guys saw the
cares?
shell
No,
of Steve Carlton. I don't want to see
stunk.
that.
you saw the shell of AI. It was fun.
Was it?
No,
It was fun.
Not the second time, the first time.
Not fun. Hey, save up to $300 on top-rated brands like Sealy and Sleepy's at Mattress Firm right now, and you can get a free adjustable base when you spend $6.99 or more. Shop now.
You know who's starting Friday, right?
Stop.
Yeah.
Stop.
Watch, and he's going to prove.
He is. He's going to shove it up my gigi.
He's going to prove you wrong.
Yeah, probably for once, and then he'll come out for a second time and let up 13
absolutely.
runs.
Absolutely.
But would you rather see Cole Hamels, Vince Velasquez,
No,
or Matt Moore?
I don't want to see Cole Hamels.
It's a simple
Cole Hamels
question.
is
You
not
haven't
ready-
answered it yet.
He isn't ready to be. I've said it 3 times. He's not ready to be a major league pitcher.
Who do you want to see more, Matt Moore, Vince Velasquez, or Cole Hamels?
Cole Hamels can't pitch, so it's not a question.
Well, he's getting ready.
No, he's going to do the same thing he did last year, and then it'll be, my elbow got hurt throwing the medicine ball.
Well, I'll take my
And I can't
chances with
show up
that.
for work. And I can't show up for work.
So you want to see Matt
medicine
Moore? You love Matt Moore. You're Matt
No,
Moore's biggest
I wanna
fan.
see-
Among
I don't
those
wanna see-
three,
Cole
you-
Hamels isn't a choice.
You just all right. Say idealistically, you just want to get 10 more starts among those 3 until Spencer Howard's ready to come up.
Yeah, basically.
You're not getting.
So I wouldn't mind.
So what are you
then
going to pay? $600,000 a start for Cole Hamels?
Sounds awesome.
Sure, Bob,
and then
you're nuts.
he might be able to beat out Chase
not.
Anderson at that point if he's pitching well.
They have shown as an organization that
It's a workout.
This
Yeah.
organization will
Try it.
show you the bottom line and say, "Look, we're spending money.
I hope nobody's wearing number 35 on the Phillies
Look,
right now, are they?
we're
Jim?
spending money." And they'll show you the bottom line and say, "Look, we're spending money. We're trying to be competitive." They will literally pee away money and then try to use that as an example why you're not getting any better. By the way, this is a team that has spent a bunch of money badly.
Jamie and Bob, you ready for me to just throw a grenade in this conversation?
No, I don't want a grenade. I want to be in my happy
what-
feelings.
do it.
What are you going to do?
Cole Hamels is kind of like Odubel Herrera,
Why?
where they're both shot, they both can't play, and the question of, well, Jamie, you're posing the question, can you do worse? You could pose the same exact question in center field. Could you do worse?
because Odubel's
and
healthy.
Jamie's saying, well, you can't do worse, so you might as well give Cole Hamels a shot. And you're saying, with center field, you can't do worse. You might as well give Odubel Herrera a shot.
Caller makes a good
kind of shot.
Odubel was the best option. Odubel was the best option when they made the first roster. They made the first roster out.
Yeah, but he hit 230. Like if you're looking at last year of Cole Hamels, where he stole money, pitched 3 innings. Last year of Odubel Herrera, which is 2 years ago, he didn't play well.
No, he didn't. But guess what? He played. You can't pay a guy what Cole Hamels wants to get paid to show up and then not be able to play.
We don't know what he wants to get paid. He might just want to pitch.
What do you think? He's just going to say, I'll
He's
pitch
made $210 million in his career. I don't think he's going to sweat out $2 or $3 million.
Now I'm pumped. I'm excited.
Gosh.
Cole's back.
I'm telling you, Citizens Bank Park. It's his Lake Minnetonka,
Oh,
John.
my gosh. Yeah,
the last game he pitched for the Phillies was a no-hitter, John. Come on.
exactly.
Seriously, John. Why do you hate Cole Hamels?
I'll tell you this, though. There's
Love
nothing
like the 2008 Phillies.
There's nothing like nostalgia. There is. The Magic Waters.
It's not a nostalgia
The waters
thing.
in this. Yes, it is.
No, it's
The
not. It's
waters
his,
in this
is he a
tennis
better than
nostalgia.
Matt Moore thing?
He can't even pitch.
Matt Moore can't either.
We haven't seen him pitch in forever because the medicine ball took him out.
We haven't seen Odubel Herrera play in forever.
He's healthy, Pat. He's ready to play. He can
That's a
play
good point.
anytime you want
Now
to.
that is,
And guess
that's
what?
a fair point.
And he was absolutely a better option than having Roman Quinn on this roster.
Well, you could argue that Cole Hamels is a better option than Matt Moore.
He's not healthy. He's not ready to go.
Come on, we're throwing grenades.
One guy's got to be ready to go. If you're throwing a grenade, it's got to be a logical grenade.
Welcome
that somebody's
back,
ready
Cole.
to play.
Welcome back.
I don't know. People are agreeing with me on social media and the chat.
Cole
a lot of
Hamels
people are
isn't
talking about it.
He's not even ready to pitch.
A lot of the tweets are coming in. They're siding with
tweets are
Egan.
coming in.
Oh yeah, they're siding with Egan.
Saying what? The nostalgia.
Well,
tour
everybody
saying
loves
that-
Egan on
saying that-
social media.
Yeah, saying that Joe's wrong and Pat's right.
I have not seen any of these things.
Joe.
Oh yeah, no, they're there. They're
I've
there.
not seen them. We'll have to keep digging for that. Hey, promote the Beat the Bro contest for us. Bro,
Yeah,
because
interesting
I wanna
little
see your-
nugget.
Because right now I want to see your ass beaten after that. Is this a Beat the Bro? Like where somebody beat you?
Well,
Because I like that contest idea better.
Wow.
Bring
Let's
it.
get that one.
By the way, Albert Breer just tweeted out that, because of no NFL Combine, the measurements weren't available. Devontae Smith officially stepped on a scale. You want to take a guess?
Wait, he accidentally stepped on a scale? Is that what you said?
He actually stepped.
168.
Oh, my God, number I had just in mind, but I'll go the better number and say 169.
Nice. He's one. Oh, Pat?
173.
No. 166.
Oh wow, we were close. Because I know they had him on the protein shakes.
Yeah.
I love how you dismiss Pat's 173.
They're making him have protein shakes.
Yeah, so that's gonna.
And then it was making him throw up like before. Like
I don't think it's gonna.
He's not used to drinking. He's not a guy that likes. He
Takes a lot
doesn't
of-
the smoothies and everything because they've tried to get him to put on weight before.
Yeah.
And then something makes him like he doesn't
like
like
gag reflex or something.
substances.
Yeah.
Like texture.
I wonder if he likes HGH because that would be cool. But anyway,
That wouldn't be cool if they draft him.
I don't think it's going to affect his draft position because I think most teams knew he was about 165 to 170. So I don't think it's going to have huge implications. But these are all things you can consider when you try and beat my ass in my mock draft. Just head to 97.5thefanatic.com. It's brought to you by PropSwap. They'll give you $250. All you have to do is beat me.
I just like the idea of beating you. I'm hoping. I'm not going to say it. I'm hoping it's this after this whole Cole Hamels conversation. I'm hoping Jamie. You know when you sit on a plane. Where's your seat? Is it
Oh God! So I picked.
I'm jinking.
I got one. I have a connector today, direct on the way back. Today I'm once in the middle, once on the aisle.
Okay, here it is. I'm
the
hoping.
middle sucks.
Okay, guess what? Jamie gets on the plane, and then you do the passenger roulette. Do you ever do this one? Passenger. Well, we would bet on.
Who's
like you'd have $1 and go. Okay, I got $1 out. You get a couple dollars out and go. Okay, I'm putting that this person where the person who's very distinctive getting onto the plane. Do they sit in the plane before you or after you?
Oh, I
So
see.
like a little roulette. So I'd go, Bob, $1. Well, I want the sweatiest, stinkiest person that's getting onto the plane. When you see like the bag man getting on the plane, and I want them, and you're going down the aisle and you're already seated.
Yeah.
And you're watching the people come on, and everybody, and do not lie, everybody sits there and goes, "Oh gosh, don't make them sit next to me. Don't have that person sit next to me."
Yeah.
I'm sure a lot of people
I'm sure
look at
people say it
Jamie that
about
way.
me. I'm 6'3", 260 pounds. I'm sure people are going, "Oh God, this guy's huge. Don't let him sit next to me."
Ian, where do you sit?
I like the window seat.
You like window?
Because I don't get up.
So you see, I'm not a.
If I need to sleep, I like the window. If it's anything else, I like the aisle.
I can't sleep on a plane.
I'm hoping Jamie gets the. Can we call the airline? Can we get the? I just want. I want.
It's a short flight to Charlotte where I'm in the middle, so hopefully.
Charlotte's what?
Tiny
hour and
nothing,
a half,
right?
if
Really?
that.
That's
Yeah, hour 15.
That's not a bad one. And then you go there to New Orleans.
Yeah,
there to New Orleans.
I'm sure I might be that person to some.
My rule was if it was a less than 2.5 hour flight, I was window. If it was longer than 2.5 hours, I was aisle.
That's good.
I am always aisle unless it is a red eye.
But the
red eye window.
I love
always
red.
Have you ever been woken up by the cart hitting you?
Oh yes.
I've never been so angry in my life to get woken up with a sharp pain.
You were in the aisle then.
Yeah,
That
but my
means you were in
elbow
the
was
aisle.
on the armrest.
Yeah, but you were in the aisle.
Yeah,
so,
but they need to.
I've done that
they
too.
need to bring that thing in a couple inches, maybe like 2 inches each side. Trim it. It's too close.
See, I'm passing the 3-foot putts right there, and I just let it go right past.
I have a couple inches to spare, if you know what I mean, John.
Bob says
What?
Bob, you're going to declare someone dead on arrival. We've already talked about this, but it really does seem like it's dead. It's like a dead topic.
It's amazing. We do not hear nor talk about the Flyers at all. Now, I don't know about your circles. I have friends that are big hockey guys. We're not talking about the Flyers at all. At all. It's been a couple of weeks. Done. History. Whatever. So what the hell is this team doing? What's this organization doing? I know you're playing out the rest of the season, and Pat, you might know better from doing the Flyers games and all, but I've seen nothing as far as, okay, this should be the moves or these could be the moves during this offseason, other than, well, Konechny's got to get better, and Giroux has to learn how to play with this, or Lindblom has to get better, and like nothing.
Mike Missinelli got scolded yesterday on his own show about this. Gentleman called Mike, and boy, Mike tactfully took him out at the knees. And he said, you guys are you're totally forgiving. You talk about the Phillies on your show, but we don't get enough Flyers talk. And the Flyers get nothing but criticism. The Flyers have made the playoffs many times since the Phillies have last made the playoffs. I'm screaming at as I'm driving in the car, I'm going, dude, you fog the mirror in the NHL, you make the playoffs. Would you shush?
Yeah.
Please, seriously.
But
that's the Flyer fans. Flyer fans are the most, hi, everything's good.
Yeah, they're
we'll
Stepford
be good
wives.
next year.
A lot of them are Stepford wives. There are some that are logical,
We'll
but a
be
lot
good
of them
next year.
It's the Flyers fans have the little brother syndrome where why aren't you talking about me? Why? You know why? They're a dumpster fire.
They are.
They're a dumpster fire that has, I don't know. I mean, leadership problem. They have a coaching problem. They have a goaltending problem.
How do they fix it?
Yeah, what are they doing? What's the game plan here? Everybody has to get better?
I don't think they're going to let AV go. I think it's way too soon
I don't
for
think
that.
so either.
You know what's holding
agree
up?
with you.
You know what's going to hold up and dictate a lot of their offseason plans
Bad
is
contracts?
the expansion draft for the Kraken.
Yeah.
Because the cap floor
Unleash
mixed
the
with the
Kraken.
expansion draft is going to hold. Like, they can't trade Giroux. They can't leave Giroux unprotected. They can't leave Voracek.
Can they just give him
or Hayes.
Voracek?
They could. I mean, they could
like,
work
take
out a
him,
trade.
please?
Which is how Vegas kind of formed their team, was they were taking on bad contracts along with draft picks. That's the question. Did Chuck Fletcher want to give up a first or second round pick? No. So
do we? As long as we're fixing things, could somebody? And I watch Mike Missinelli's show on NBC Sports Philadelphia. I watch the fine coverage of the Phillies, Sixers, and Flyers on NBC Sports Philadelphia. They do a fine job. Could somebody fix the damn commercial where Amy Fadul sits at the desk and goes, "I bet you're feeling just like me, and you're excited that the Sixers are finally back." It's almost the playoffs. The Sixers have been back for months.
no, she meant from the last game.
Somebody, would you fix the commercial? Fix the damn commercial. It's on every day. Amy Fadul telling me, I know you're excited like I am that the Sixers are back. The Sixers have been back. The season's almost over. Does somebody not at NBC Sports Philadelphia not watch the show and say, wait a minute, we got to change that commercial? That changed that.
You would
we have to
think.
have Amy say, oh, now we're getting ready for the playoffs. Let's get ready for the playoffs. Come on. Come on.
It's a fair point.
It'd be like leaving out the Halloween decorations and it's Christmas.
Some people do that.
Wait a minute,
Fancy, nice
jack-o'-lantern on the table?
You know what you should do? You should hit up the guy that does the magic knife commercial. because
Oh,
he's
yes.
on the channel all the time.
Sometimes people have gourds on their table all year round.
No,
you know?
what's up with the jack-o'-lanterns? Or the
I like
Halloween.
gourds.
I like a
You like
gourd,
gourds?
I do. I like
They're
gourds.
nice looking.
Thanksgiving, you
Yeah.
keep the gourds out.
They're nice.
Yeah.
Then the
Yes.
gourds got to go away.
It's good for October and November.
Then they got to go away.
Maybe you
Well, this
doll it up for
commercial's got to
Christmas.
go away, too. Have Amy Fadul tell me, now you're excited for the Sixers getting ready for the playoffs. Same commercial every damn night. Oh,
Get
my
off
gosh.
our show!
Too much. All right, we got a lot coming up for you in the final hour of the show, including, I would say, would you do this do-over? And we're not talking about Cole Hamels.
Do it!
John Kincade Show here on The Fanatic. Mother's Day is almost here. You want to show mom you appreciate her. You want to show mom that you love her. You want to make sure that you have taken care of mom for your kids, right? You have gotten her a great gift? Well, the Sunshine Yellow Rose is the brand new rose color from Steven Singer Jewelers. Those Steven Singer gold dip roses, 24 karat gold. They shimmer, they shine, they come in a variety of colors, and the Sunshine Yellow is just the newest one to add to the collection. Go to IHateStevenSinger.com. In fact, why don't you build a collection like I'm building for my wife for Mother's Day? Look, every single mom makes so many sacrifices over the course of the year. You got to make sure you take care of Mother's Day. And right now, we are around, 18 days out? So you've got to get on it right now. Go to IHateStevenSinger.com. You can get free personalized gift message, fast and free shipping, and a lifetime guarantee. IHateStevenSinger.com is a great place to do your Mother's Day shopping, and you can get it done now. Simply say, I love you, or we want to honor you, Mom, but a gift from Steven Singer Jewelers is always going to make her smile. Go to IHateStevenSinger.com.
The John Kincade Show
You're a middle-aged man. You can't be a DJ.
on 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Ben Simmons to Joel. Bang! Two-hand jam.
Sixers, Suns, tonight at 7 on your home for 76ers basketball. 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Sixers basketball is brought to you by Corona, official partner of the 76ers.
This story is called The Ugly Truth About Timeshares. If you think you've done your family a favor by buying a timeshare, well, you need my help. Hello, I'm Chuck McDowell, founder and CEO of Wesley Financial Group. 10 years ago, I started helping folks cancel their timeshare. And the process started what's now called the timeshare cancellation industry. Timeshare is the only thing that you can buy that you can't tell me how much it's going to cost or when it's going to end. When you buy a timeshare, you give them a blank check to fill out any amount they want for annual maintenance and assessment fees. Sounds crazy, right? Well, the crazy thing is, this never ends. Stop the insanity today. Call my office now. I guarantee if we can't cancel your timeshare, you'll pay nothing.
Were you lied to when buying a timeshare and want out? Get the facts about timeshare cancellation. Call Wesley now for your free information kit. 800-296-6868. 800-296-6868. 800-296-6868.
Where will the Inside Track take you?
At Widener University, you'll go further than you ever imagined. Take courses in flexible formats.
Online, on campus, or both.
Research with industry-shaping faculty.
Get published.
Get mentored.
Complete an internship, or 2.
Or 3.
Build a network of professionals who make your success their priority.
At Widener, you'll graduate ready for your first job, next promotion, and everything that lies beyond.
That's the Inside Track.
That's Widener University.
Roadcon Inc., a leading heavy and highway contractor in the area, is now hiring. Roadcon Inc. has immediate openings for experienced heavy equipment operators, bridge carpenters, superintendents, foremen, and construction laborers to work in southeastern PA. If you have the experience needed and want to work for an award-winning contractor committed to providing long-term employment in a safe, productive, and positive environment, please visit roadcon.com. That's ROAD-CON.com. Roadcon Inc., equal opportunity employer.
If you've got an insurance question, you could talk to a park ranger, but the only quotes they'd probably give you would be about the beauty of a fallen leaf or ripples in a pond, not the kind that could save you money on your policies. Or you could talk to your local Geico agent, who's an expert navigator of the insurance landscape. They could use their expertise to guide you on ways to save hundreds on your policies, while leaving it up to your park ranger to save the wilderness and any endangered picnic baskets. Go online to geico.com/local to find a Geico agent near you.
Let me get right back to you. Sandra, those banners go out tonight. Can you pack them?
Indeed knows unexpected growth can stretch your business thin.
On machine 4?
Like at Monica's print shop. To fulfill orders on time, she needs to get started hiring right away.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. And the moment you sponsor a job on Indeed, you get a short list of quality candidates from our resume database. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get a $75 credit for your first sponsored job post. Terms and conditions apply.
It's time for some straight talk. Sure, saving money feels good, but cutting your wireless bill in half? That feels really good. Like walk-off home run in the 9th inning kind of good. Okay, maybe not that good, but pretty darn good. With Straight Talk, you can get 25 gigs of high-speed data for $45 a month, up to 50% less than the other guys. Plus, no contract. All on America's best networks. Why pay a whole lot when you can pay half? Straight Talk Wireless. No contract, no compromise.
At Charmin, we heard you shouldn't talk about going to the bathroom in public, so we decided to sing about it.
I love my Charmin Super Mega Frozen Rolls, yeah. Goes last long, it's TP goals, yeah. Charmin's got 6 rolls in one, lasts forever on my buns. Only Super Mega when I'm cleaning. Charmin's got my booty believing.
Charmin Super Mega Roll is 6 regular rolls in one. Enjoy the go with Charmin.
Amazon is hiring near you, looking for team members who know that their work is important and that every package matters. Find a job that fits your life with competitive wages, reliable hours, and benefits. Let's work together, from boxing it up to sending it on its way. Every step offers a different role and schedule. So, are you ready to work together in your community? Visit Amazon.com/apply to see what's available. That's Amazon.com/apply. Amazon is an equal opportunity employer.
If you have a dog, you know that poop happens. And all too often, it happens late at night. Hi, it's Mike Missinelli for Farron Electric. If you're tired of losing sight of your dog when you let him out at night, you need a poop light from Farron Electric. So whether you want to illuminate one spot or the entire yard, with outdoor lighting from Farron Electric, you can watch your dog go in a whole new light. Learn more at FarronElectric.com and shine some light on Fido's poop site. That's FarronElectric.com, FarrYN Electric.com.
The Flyers are back on Broad Street, and fans are too. Don't miss out on live hockey action at Wells Fargo Center when the Flyers take on the New Jersey Devils, Sunday, April 25th at 6 p.m. Get your tickets now at PhiladelphiaFlyers.com.
With Dunkin' delivering from more locations than ever, even a no time between conference calls kind of day can still be a delicious Dunkin' kind of day. Order now and get your faves brought to your door through Grubhub, Uber Eats, and DoorDash. Price and participation may vary. Exclusions apply. America runs on Dunkin'.
You've heard me talking in the past about the Volkswagen Atlas Cross Sport I recently got from North Penn Volkswagen. This is the favorite car we've ever had in my family. I can't rave enough about this thing. It's absolutely enormous. Literally, I throw my daughter's stroller in, a jogging stroller, and I can put a wagon in the trunk. There's that much room. It's so spacious. 4 people fit in the car, and you don't even notice it. Bob loves the large trunk. He even marveled at it last week when he saw it in the lot. It was great in the snow.
A jogging stroller.
You don't know what the jogging stroller? Come on, Bob, get with it. I got my car there. I don't jog. My wife jogs, Bob, clearly. I got my car there, and let me tell you, it was the absolute best buying experience I've ever had buying a car. My sales guy, Matt, was awesome. He gave me a cell. We texted out the finances. Hassle-free. Over the weekend, minimal time was spent in the showroom at all. And look, you can take my word for it. I would encourage you to do that, but cross-reference what I'm telling you with what the people are telling you on Google and Dealer Rater, and you'll hear the same exact things. Hassle-free, perfect buying experience. North Penn Volkswagen in Colmar is right off Route 309, Bethlehem Pike. And right now, there's never been a better time to buy a new VW with 0% financing for 72 months on almost all new 2020 and 2021 models. They have incredible lease deal options and various specials for college grads and everyone else. North Penn is sure to have that great option for you. So go to northpennvw.com. North Penn Volkswagen, the right experience, the right choice.
WPEN Burlington, Philadelphia, a Beasley Media Group station. 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia. Now, back to the John Kincade Show.
We are reinventing what sports talk radio can be. Whether we improve it remains to be seen.
On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
I didn't see a jogging stroller in there.
You don't know what a jogging stroller is? Come on.
I didn't say I didn't know what it was. I know what it is.
I can feel like a jogging stroller made it.
I was saying you don't have no jogging stroller.
No, we have a jogging stroller. I don't jog. We have it.
Well, that was the joke.
All I'm picturing
way to ruin it.
Jamie with a little with the one-arm stroller.
No, it's the two.
I thought
it's the
jogging
three-wheel,
stroller
like the
had
big
one arm.
rubber wheels.
Yeah, but I thought jogging stroller only had one arm, I thought.
It's just got the bar arm, whatever.
I was like, oh, that made me laugh. That was very good, JV. You're very good today.
Well, the North Bend Volkswagen trunk,
Go check it out.
Atlas, check it out.
Yeah.
Hey, the 9 a.m. hour is brought to you by The Bagster. It's a dumpster in a bag. You can get yours today at Home Depot and Lowe's. For details, go to Bagster.com. I don't know why this
running is torture to me.
Really?
It's the worst thing in the world. I hate it.
Okay, running in the heat is for me.
I just hate running in general.
Oh, I love.
But like, get me in a pool or get me on a spin bike or whatever, and it's fine.
Okay, so spin bike is fine for you.
Yeah, I love
that
it.
Doesn't hurt your backside.
No,
Get him on his Peloton. He's good
You
to
have a
go.
Peloton. The rich people.
See, you guys brought it up. I didn't.
You have the Peloton.
I said spin bike.
Purposefully.
You and Chunas has one too.
Yeah, it's all the rage.
Anybody else around here have the Peloton? Mikey Miss, come on. In his butler's quarters, does he get the butler? Does Jeeves over at the Missinelli Estate?
I don't know.
Does he have one?
Yeah, I don't know about
I don't
that.
think. Would Mike have a Peloton?
I don't think so. I don't see him as a spin
I don't
guy.
see Mike as a Peloton guy. Anthony, I don't. I don't see him as the Peloton guy.
No.
Coach, I could see as a Peloton guy.
I could see that.
But I think Coach enjoys going to the gym. We
The
hear
spin
many
classes are nice.
We hear many scouting reports about Coach's trips to the gym.
Coach likes the sights at the gym.
No, he likes working out at the gym. That's what he really likes.
I do. I got to tell you something I just bought. He has the
What?
Peloton about, 3 weeks ago. I never told you guys. I got this thing called the Mirror. You ever
Oh,
see
yeah, I've
commercials
seen
for
the
it?
ads for him.
Wait a
Yeah,
minute.
yeah.
Is that the spooky thing that like they...
Really cool. It's very cool.
Yeah, but the thing is, though, someone's looking in your house at you? Or something?
it weirds me out.
Yeah, it's a video in front of you, but
It's
it looks like a mirror.
It's video.
It is, but it looks like a mirror.
Okay.
And
So
you're-
you bought this?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
What do you mean? Oh,
Financed it?
Yeah. Well,
there you
kind
go.
of.
Yeah, someone
There
gave
It was a
to you
gift,
as
yes.
All right, there we go. Ooh,
Coach.
there you go. All right, we start this
How
hour.
you doing?
This I purposely put in there because I knew Jamie would be getting ready for his flight, so we might have Jamie sort of mentally before you travel, you check out a little bit. You check out.
I'm
So this is
fully
very good.
here.
Okay, you may have missed it, but Mike Tomlin just signed a 3-year contract extension with the Steelers.
Yeah.
He's already been the Steelers coach for 14 seasons, and it's been an incredible run. He's won 65% of his games. He's got a Super Bowl title in his back pocket, and he's been to another. His 3 worst seasons in 14 years are 8-8. He's never had a losing season.
That's amazing.
Unreal run. So for a comparison, though, Eagles fans, you had Andy Reid for 14 years. He won 58% of his games, and he actually had as many deep trips into the postseason as Mike Tomlin's had. He also went to a Super Bowl. He just didn't deliver that one title. So we all know how the post-Andy Reid era has gone, and we all celebrate the memory of the championship that we enjoyed since he's been gone. But the Eagles now have 3 coaches in the 8 years since then that Andy's been in Kansas City. 1 Super Bowl delivered. Andy Reid has already gone to 2 Super Bowls and delivered a parade of his own. So I'm taking you back to the morning. Jeffrey Lurie's deciding whether to have a press conference or not with Andy Reid to announce that he's leaving. Do you want the do-over? And if you're an Eagles fan and you want to join in the conversation, 610-632-0975. Knowing what you do of Andy Reid, and knowing what you know of the last 8 years that we did see a Super Bowl, but we see now an organization that at 2 different times in that period has been in disarray. So, Bob, I'll put it to you first. Do you want, if Mr. Lurie said to you, it's the morning you're getting rid of Andy Reid, but you're allowed to go in with the knowing now what happened in the last 8 years and where you're sitting at now. Do you want Andy, would you have said, Mr. Lurie, here's what's going to happen. Don't do it. You know the future, and you're able to tell Jeffrey Lurie, and he's asking for your opinion.
Where I think Andy Reid improved most after he left here was recognizing talent, specifically the quarterback position. To get a Patrick Mahomes where they did. I was a huge Andy Reid fan, and among my neighbors who wanted to get rid of him 3 years before he left, I kept saying, careful what you wish for here. Being 10, 11, 12 wins every year is a good thing. Don't look at it badly. If I'd have known what he's done now on that morning, sure, I would have kept him.
Because you know it. You know it now, and you go, would you take your chances? But you also know, Mr. Lurie, if we get rid of Andy Reid, I guarantee you're getting that ring.
Ooh.
I guarantee you're getting a Super Bowl in the next 8 years.
Look, we're looking at it differently. The thought then, and I still have it, was time for him to go. He knew
And
it.
I
We all
agree.
knew it.
That day, I agreed
I'm explaining
to go.
that, right. But I also said, and Jamie and I had this argument before when Doug Peterson, even after they won the Super Bowl, I said to Jamie, and we argued about this, I said, I'd take Andy Reid as head coach 9 times out of 9.
I go 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Even though I wanted Andy Reid, the day that he left, Jamie, I'm not doing revisionist history. I thought it was time for him to go.
Yeah, it totally was. I wouldn't do the do-over just because I don't know if Andy's the same now if he didn't leave here. And look, it's Patrick Mahomes is a big part of this equation. I think Andy's great. He's going to go down as one of the top 3 coaches probably of all time.
Looks that way.
Probably of all time, which is pretty amazing. But it had to end here. You had to let him go for his own good, for the team's good.
Psyche.
Yeah, I think he might have changed some things going to Kansas City. Doug Peterson did get you a Super Bowl, so I regret nothing, and I wouldn't do a do-over, no.
So you wouldn't do the do-over?
It's hard for me to say I would because I don't know how much time he actually would have. Because, I mean, in 2017...
Well, the assumption is you would have had Andy Reid for these last 8 years.
Then I would have done it because in 2017, Patrick Mahomes was taken with the Eagles' pick. So he obviously had an eye. Now the question is, who does he take in 2016? But he clearly wanted Patrick Mahomes. You traded up for him, so you would have had Patrick Mahomes. The question is, would he have sat behind a guy or not? Would he have been?
But you would have already
fire?
had Carson Wentz, right?
No, you wouldn't know. You don't know because he would have been.
You don't know. I don't think Andy would have.
Would
I
Andy
don't think Andy would have gone for Carson Wentz.
Yeah, would Andy have made the moves to trade up to?
I don't believe that. I don't believe Andy would have done. I
don't think so either.
Remember, it was 2 trades. It was 2.
Yeah, they went 13 to 8 and 8
I don't think Andy would have. I do not think Andy would have gone, and I don't think Carson Wentz would have been Andy.
I mean, everybody that scouted Carson Wentz raved about the kid. You know,
they did, but I don't believe Andy was.
I don't think anybody can have any confidence saying one way or the other whether they would have or not. But
it was such a. They had to go through 2 really.
I can't assume that the
deals.
Eagles would have gotten Patrick Mahomes the following year. Is my point.
Right. I hear
no, that's the truth.
You know,
That's
as much as Andy liked him or not, I can't play that game.
It had because he was taken with the Eagles pick.
Because he did take the Eagles pick. So
Well,
you can't
yeah,
play. That's very logical. You could play that
you had
game.
Carson Wentz.
No, but he wouldn't have had necessarily Carson Wentz.
That's where you guys are pushing
and
to
I think
help
Andy
your narrative.
too is that well, no, it's their pick.
But it's an impossible situation. We're just going to bang our heads against the wall continuing to talk about it. But Patrick Mahomes is a big part of why Andy Reid is what he is.
I think Andy Reid, though, is just such.
Now that is.
It was at the end. It had gotten stale for me, and I was a huge Andy Reid
for
fan.
everybody. It had to end.
Huge Andy Reid fan.
I bet you it got stale for Andy Reid.
Oh, totally.
I think it got stale for
So you
Brett
think he was
Brown, although he
reborn?
probably won't admit it.
Yes.
Sometimes it's just time. It's just time. And look, Andy Reid's 91-37 since he's gone to Kansas City.
Unbelievable.
He averages 11.5 wins a year. I mean, it's crazy
And guess
how
what?
good he is.
He's had Patrick Mahomes for 3 years.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. And,
Yeah.
12, and 14 wins.
So he had 5 years without him, and he won with Alex Smith.
He won with Alex Smith.
Who everybody said was a bust.
He's a great coach.
Remember, he was a bust, Alex Smith. Andy Reid turned a guy that everybody said was a bust into a guy that has tremendous numbers.
Yeah, he's an amazing coach.
He's a quarterback whisperer.
Yeah,
and by the way, Andy Reid, if he had been here in Philly, he could have gotten Alex Smith.
Well, and he had,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, second round pick. Andy would have given that up. And he had reclamation projects with Mike Vick, and he turned his career around and made him look like a really good quarterback for that 1 year.
Mike loves him, by the way.
And that's all of his players love Andy Reid. You won't hear you probably could find one guy, but most of the players love Andy Reid. But the joy in his face when I don't want to say he left because he was like happy to leave, but it was kind of like a breath of fresh air. I remember that first coaching, whatever they call it, where the coaches go down, the media follows them. But there was 3 media members from Kansas City, and he couldn't believe it because in Philadelphia there's 12 to 15 around his table, and he's sitting there like, this is great. Where is everybody? It was just a breath of fresh air.
I think it was a rebirth for him.
I agree.
do.
7 coaches have over 200 wins in their career. Andy's 62 years old.
How many does he have?
221. He's 107 behind Don Shula. He's 62.
Oh, he easily can get to. No. How many
easily,
behind
if he
Shula?
goes 107, if he goes 10
That's too
years and
many.
averages
That's too
10
many.
wins, 10 more years averaging 10 wins, I don't think he gets
Mahomes
there.
isn't going anywhere.
I worry about his health.
I think he goes to 70. So I think,
worry about his health.
I think 8 more years might be,
which would get him top 4.
which is amazing.
Wow. I mean, I look at okay, and that list 200 is. Are Dan Reeves and Marty Schottenheimer on the list?
Marty Schottenheimer, his number 7 at exactly 200.
Dan Reeves?
Dan Reeves, no, he's 190.
190. I mean, I'm looking at that list. Andy
2 are
Reid,
active.
Andy Reid's
1, and Belichick is 2, right?
And Belichick. Belichick is how many?
Belichick is 280. So I don't know if Andy Reid will catch him. So he
I don't
probably
think
will.
he's doing it.
He probably will pass the guy who's 4th at 250 because that's only 30 more
Who's
wins
that?
that he needs. He used to coach the Dallas Cowboys.
Tom Landry?
Yeah. So you
Heard
go
of him.
Shula's 1st, George Halas 2nd, Belichick 3rd, Landry 4th.
Did you hate Tom Landry as a kid?
He was
That
too.
fedora?
He was too old for me to hate. You know what I mean? Like you're
You had
taught
to
as
be
a kid to be
respectful,
respectful.
yeah.
So he was too old for me to hate because he was just such an older man.
I love Jimmy Johnson. And
You love Jimmy Johnson?
Love him.
Oh, love him.
I love him
hated
as a coach. I love him. See, I love him as a coach.
Well,
I think he is. I think he's arguably one of the most underrated football coaches of all time. He may be the most underrated coach of all time in football. He orchestrated. He orchestrated the Dallas Cowboys reclamation project by spotting talent. He revitalized how everybody looks at defense in the NFL. How everybody got smaller and faster. He revitalized that. He orchestrated that deal. He brought Dallas 3 Super Bowl championships, not 2, because the one they stumbled onto without him was Switzer was his.
Funny, I would put
and
Mike
he was
Tomlin.
a college championship quarterback.
Yeah.
A
So why
coach,
is he
too.
underrated? I
Because
think
nobody gives him
everybody.
Guess Fox Sports did a story just a few years ago. They list top football coaches, 50 football coaches of all time. Jimmy Johnson wasn't on the list.
That's ridiculous.
That is surprising.
I ranted because I'm a Jimmy Johnson. I hate it too. Jimmy Johnson and Bill Parcells, 2 of my favorite coaches.
I would put Mike Tomlin on the list of underrated coaches.
I'd hire him today if
in a heartbeat.
If I had a franchise right now, every single NFL coach was available, but it's at their current age, at their current thing.
The fact he hasn't been
Tomlin's
below
the guy I'm hiring.
8-8 is amazing.
Tomlin's the guy I'm hiring.
They've had 3 coaches in now like 54
55
years,
I
something
think,
like that. Yeah.
We had a tweeter tweet that at us. It's an amazing stat.
55
They've had
years.
3 coaches and 50. That's an
Mike Tomlin's underrated.
Mike Tomlin is a really cerebral dude too, that is into a lot of different stuff. Like I wondered if he was going to walk away. Remember when they were talking about him? Because he's really into all this crazy stuff. We talked about a project with him about doing a podcast because he's interested in all these different things.
Off the field with Tomlin or something?
He's really interested in talk. He loves to talk about business. He loves to talk about athletes. He loves to talk about the science behind things that are done in all sports. He's an excellent interviewer too, asking questions. He's a brilliant guy. And I'd hire him in a second.
So would I.
Absolutely. Martin Law, the law firm for injured workers. Visit paworkinjury.com. It is tough, though, to think about because Andy Reid, I feel guilty in a little bit in the fact that because I was such a big Andy Reid fan that I did bail on him. Because usually...
it was time, though. There's no fault in that.
I know, but I did bail. I absolutely
So did I.
Yeah.
I think I would say 90% of fandom and organization.
And don't forget, Andy Reid brought Nick Foles back out of retirement to Kansas City, which then led him here. And
I don't want to bail on Pat though, because Pat's takes is always entertaining.
With or without, either way, it's time for Pat's Takes.
Hello.
Hi, Pat.
Hi, Patty.
We'll start off in Major League Baseball. Boys, for the first time since April 4th, 1998, the Yankees are in dead last.
What a time to be alive!
Yeah, they had quite a rough weekend. They were swept by the Tampa Bay Rays, and their fan base was put in their place by outfielder Brett Phillips. Phillips was getting razzed all weekend, so when the Rays finished the sweep, he turned to the crowd and gave them a nice bow. And it was caught by someone on camera, and the cameraman added the middle finger emoji to let Brett know that he didn't approve of that bow. But when Phillips saw it on social media, he decided to drag not just one fan, but an entire fan base. He tweeted, quote, "Stay classy, Yankees fans," and then posted a screenshot from MLB.com with a video of Yankees fans throwing baseballs onto the field over the weekend, which hit Rays players and subsequently halted the game. Now, look, we all know that this was just Phillies fans posing as Yankees fans, but
yeah, exactly.
Mission accomplished. The Yankees were swept. Their fan base looks terrible. All of this for the low price of $200 million.
Oh, my gosh. I'm glad to see anybody who tweaks the Yankees and their fans, too.
Yeah, I saw a great meme going around. It was the Avengers end of game, and it was like, what did it cost? The Knicks are relevant. What did it cost? The Yankees.
And two,
that gave me a good laugh.
They're
that
upset,
was good.
too, because too, the Yankee fans a lot of the Yankee fans I know are very, very upset right now because with all the Lakers injuries.
Yeah,
right
it's
now,
tough.
It's really hurting.
It's tough.
Really
Keep them in your thoughts and prayers.
Well, they're still hoping Dak bounces back from his offseason. Yeah.
Baseball playoffs, to me, though, aren't the same unless the Yankees are in it.
I agree.
Yeah, I'm cool
it's
if
just
they miss
right
it.
to me if they're not in it.
No, that's very right. Sometimes it's the most unlikely hero that comes through in the clutch. Every once in a while, you hear about a local football team who's made some sort of championship but can't afford to go. Someone comes through, pays their way, the kids get to go on, have a great time. This story is kind of like that, except it wasn't kids, it was adults, and it wasn't a Pop Warner championship, but the Olympics. As the Soviet Union came to an end, that mean curtain countries were on their way. I can't even spell.
Yes.
Look, one of those countries that was trying to get to the Olympics was Lithuania. So Andrew Salchunas, listen up.
Yeah.
Even though Lithuania
What
has
did Chunas pitch into this? That's what I want to know.
Even though he has about as many, Lithuania has about as many people as a Wawa at 8 a.m., it has been a hotbed for basketball talent, and the Lithuanian team was ready to show the world what they could do under their own flag. Only problem is, the country was broke. They tried selling sponsorships and were able to get Chico's bail bonds to sign on, but it wasn't enough to pay the team's way to the 1992 Olympics. And that is where Don Nelson and the Grateful Dead come in.
What?
Because Don Nelson...
Speaking of yesterday...
Don Nelson had spent time in the USSR scouting players and found out about the Lithuanian situation. He tried to raise awareness, but no one really cared, except for Jerry Garcia. So when the band found out about the situation, they cut a check. They sent the team to Barcelona, paying their way, and sent them with the sweetest jerseys you've ever seen.
Yeah.
I will be tweeting one out because Andrew Salchunas has a T-shirt of it. So I'll be tweeting one out at our Twitter account
It's
at 975.
awesome.
That's excellent.
JK Show. You can head on there. You can see it.
Is that the one that Chunas wears?
Yeah.
Yes. Exactly. So you'll see a picture of Salchunas sporting the jersey from the 92 Lithuanian Olympic team. The team ended up winning bronze, losing to the Dream Team, but they won gold when it comes to jerseys and famous
good.
friends.
Like that.
It's an awesome
I
story.
think that's a great story.
Don Nelson regularly smokes weed and plays poker with Willie Nelson in Hawaii.
Where they smoke weed while they play poker.
Oh, yeah, and listen to the
people
Dead.
die, right?
Look at that, the Dead giving back to sports.
Yeah, there was a guy at the poker game who died.
Yeah, and they kept playing.
And they kept
good.
playing for 2 hours.
And they were grateful that he did.
Yep. And then finally, move over Norma Ray, Cesar Chavez, make room. Because there's a new person who is sticking up for the working man and sticking up for what is right. A man in Taiwan was getting married, and luckily for him, in Taiwan, state employees are entitled to 8 days of paid leave when they get married. So he put in for his 8 days vacation, but on the 8th day, he decided that he didn't want to go back to work. Now, most people would accept their fate, but not this guy. He was hell-bent on staying on vacation and getting paid for it, so he divorced her.
You doing almonds? Of course I do almonds. It breaks my heart. It's going to make me very sad, but, it's no problem. I'm going to make a very good price for you.
This has a happy ending, though, because they were able to patch things up quicker than a Roman Quinn at bat. He remarried his now ex-wife and put in for 8 more days. He repeated the process to the tune of 32 paid days off. But eventually, the bank figured out what he was doing, and he only paid him for 8 days. Now, most would just give up at this point, but he sued, accusing the bank of breaking the law by not obeying Article 2 of the labor leave rules. And he won. Now, the bank appealed this because, just like in America, banks in Taiwan are out to screw over the working man, but the bank lost the appeal. The freedom fighter for the working man successfully got paid for 32 days off while getting divorced 3 times, married 4. But this is a lesson that the heart wants what the heart wants, and obviously the heart wanted vacation.
He wanted vacation, and vacation's good for the soul.
We salute a hero.
Now,
That's
Jamie,
good work by him.
Tell me that when you're away, you are not going to be on social media all the time.
No.
So
if you notice me on the weekends, I'm usually
you're going to go dark. You're on social media.
With this show, I get involved, but for the most part, I lay low on the weekends. Try to be present with my wife and kids.
I would imagine you're a disconnector.
Yeah, even when I'm supposed to be connected, probably. Yeah,
but you're a disconnector. I'm not talking about your headphone connection, which is but you're a disconnector.
I am a disconnector. Yeah.
But Pat, you disconnect on vacation?
Depends on where I am. If I'm with my family, no. If I am not with my family, absolutely.
Yeah, like I'll still check it out. I won't tweet that much. Like in the morning, it's my news source, so I'll check stuff out and see what's going on, but that's about it.
I love disconnect.
I want to see a drunk selfie or a drunk video of you on Bourbon Street.
Won't happen.
Best is
10 inches around.
Best is the beach. I love my
aggressive.
The best is the chemical disconnect of the 8 days at the beach, where I will take a picture from once we get into the into the condo, show the ocean and the pool, take a picture. I'll say, see you in 8 days.
Yeah, I play music on the beach.
And I just do the leave me alone, keep away from it. I love it. So it's a good, get a little break. I hope you have a good time this weekend, too.
I will.
We'll find out a little bit about what's on Jamie's agenda. But this would be a very disturbing scenario if Jamie was right with this theory. We'll get to it next. Hopefully you're enjoying the John Kincade Show this morning on 97.5 The Fanatic. The Parx Casino Sportsbook app is the official sportsbook partner of the Fanatic Philly sports fan. Why? Because it's easy to use, it's reliable, and look, right here, you're doing business with a company that's right here. The casino, the best casino in the state of Pennsylvania, right here in the Delaware Valley, that Parx Casino. But the Parx Casino Sportsbook app has an amazing way to lure you in. With an incredible offer, you get your first risk-free bet as a new customer up to $500. So you can bet pro hoops or hockey or golf. And I can tell you right now, the golf is a very, very intriguing option, and I've enjoyed it now. Future bets, player prop bets, game prop bets, and you got the Sixers in a big game tonight, too. Get involved. Get that risk-free bet up to $500. Get the home field advantage by downloading the Parx Casino Sportsbook app. Go to parxcasino.com/PA and use promo code FANATIC. It's a great, great deal. You got to be 21 and in Pennsylvania. I want you to bet with a home team. They're my team. And if you got a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
The John Kincade Show.
I am so excited, I can't stand it!
On 97.5 The Fanatic. Philadelphia.
Oh, man! A two-hand stuff for a B!
Sixers, Suns. Tonight at 7 on your home for 76ers basketball. 97.5 The Fanatic. Philadelphia.
Sixers basketball is brought to you by Geico. Geico makes it easy to bundle home and car insurance. Get a quote at geico.com.
Hey, it's Cuz. Listen, baseball season now, full swing. But guess what? You're still good with your own spring training. Yeah, you know why? Because you can still get slimmer for summer. It only takes 40 days to lose a contractually guaranteed 20 to 40-plus pounds with NJ Diet. NJ Diet's program starts with bioenergetically personalized supplements based on your hair, saliva, and blood work. Then NJ Diet uses DNA testing to create your ideal diet and workout regimen to help you keep it off. You don't want to do it alone. Get it. NJ Diet's with you every step of the way. You'll be fully monitored by their certified staff to make sure you are burning fat, not just losing water. You'll also get the doctor's personal email and phone number. NJ Diet, all natural. No shots, no hormones, no surgery. Locations close by, Cherry Hill and Princeton, or from the comfort of your own home with live online video consultations. Call today, 855-5NJ-DIET. That's 855-5NJ-DIET. Or go to NJDiet.com. Lose the weight for good. That's NJDiet.com.
For the ones finding new ways to ensure the job always gets done. For the ones wearing many hats. For the ones who are hands-on, even from far away. And the ones keeping business moving forward. We are Grainger, offering supplies and solutions for every industry, with 24/7 support and experienced staff at over 250 local branches. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
O'Reilly. Is your car no longer stopping like it used to? Don't miss out on spring brake deals at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Our professional parts people will help you find the brake parts and supplies you need to do the job right the first time. You'll find great deals on brake pads and rotors, fluids, degreasers, and more. Stop by O'Reilly Auto Parts today or visit O'ReillyAuto.com.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
This week at Macy's, save on the comfiest lineup.
Update your relax at home and on the go rotation with 20 to 40% off select loungewear for him and her. And refresh your space and prep for warmer nights ahead with great deals on cozy bedding basics. Plus, Macy's Star Rewards members earn on every purchase except gift card services and fees. Sign up today at Macys.com/Star Rewards. Savings off sale and clearance prices. Exclusions apply.
What do you get when you talk to a Dell Technologies advisor? You get someone who understands there's an art to listening, who's able to hear more than what's being said, and can provide tailored small business solutions that make you feel truly heard. For advice on everything from laptops to the cloud and solutions powered by Intel vPro platform, call an advisor today at 877-ASK-DELL. That's 877-ASK-DELL to talk to an advisor today who's ready to help with all your small business needs. 877-ASK-DELL.
It's like I blinked and suddenly all my business shifted to e-commerce.
Now, my business hours are whenever my customers need me.
My customers want everything now and faster than ever. It's a whole different world.
Your business is changing. The United States Postal Service is changing with it. We're bringing you fast, reliable shipping nationwide, and we're bringing it right when your customers need it. Let's discover new routes. Visit USPS.com/new routes. The United States Postal Service. Priority, you.
Napa know-how.
At Napa, you don't need to be a magician to pull 20% savings out of thin air. All you need is a bucket. Yep, you can magically save on 3 or more items with a $2.99 Napa bucket. So use whatever magical catchphrase you want, like Abraca Bucket, or Alica Savings, or Bippity Boppity Bucket, and save 20% today. Quality parts, helpful people. That's Napa Know-How.
Napa know-how.
At participating locations, exclusions apply. May not be combined with other offers. Offer ends 4/30/21.
When it comes to retirement, there's no such thing as being too prepared. At Citadel Credit Union, we understand. Our local advisors will partner with you to plan for retirement today, so you can build strength for tomorrow. Schedule a complimentary checkup. Call 844-499-0430 or visit citadelbanking.com/retire. Citadel, building strength together. Investments offered through QSO Financial Services LP, member FINRA SIPC, are not NCUA insured, not credit union guaranteed, and may lose value.
That should do it with your new Anderson 400 series windows. So stylish and easy to install. I have these exact ones in my own home.
Honestly, John, we couldn't be happier.
They're perfect.
They last a long time. Don't think you'll be needing me again. So this is probably goodbye. Alex, Julie, we'll see ya.
I hate goodbyes.
Alex, John was our contractor.
Anderson 400 series are the windows contractors trust most. Learn more at andersonwindows.com. 2020 Anderson brand survey of U.S. contractors. Visit andersonwindows.com for warranty details.
The journey begins on remote mountain farms and plantations in the lush tropical regions of countries like Colombia and Brazil, where the best coffee beans are grown. The beans are harvested by hand, carefully sorted, bagged, shipped, and finally roasted. And the journey ends as your cup of rich, flavorful Royal Farms coffee, the freshest and best coffee in the world. Real fresh, real fast. Royal Farms.
We buy any car. We buy any car. We buy any car. Any.
Did you know trading in your car at a dealer could cost you money? A recent study found consumers who trade in their car pay an average of $990 more. So don't trade in. Sell it to We Buy Any Car. Learn more and get your free online valuation now at WeBuyAnyCar.com.
Find out how much your car's worth at We Buy Any Car.
Do you have heavy and highway construction experience? Would you like to work for a company that actually values that experience? Then consider joining RoadCon, an award-winning construction company that's built an impeccable reputation in southeastern Pennsylvania. RoadCon is currently hiring experienced superintendents, foremen, heavy equipment operators, bridge carpenters, and construction laborers. Apply today at road-con.com. That's ROAD-CON.com.
Listen to 97.5 The Fanatic everywhere. On Alexa at 975thefanatic.com, the Fanatic app, and now on radio.com. Live. Now, back to the John Kincade Show.
Thank God this is radio, or you'd have to be looking at my face.
I'm too sexy for my shirt.
On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
John Kincade Show on The Fanatic. And you know that NJM.com is committed to being upfront with their customers. NJM With no jingles or mascots, just great insurance. Get a quote today at njm.com. Jamie Getaway Days heading to New Orleans. But you're not you're just going to be, is this a fly by the seat of your pants type of thing?
More or less, yeah. We asked my cousin, what he wanted. We were thinking about doing the swamp tours, the gator tours, all that stuff.
Gator don't play no shit.
The only thing we have on the books now tonight is like a chill night where it's me and like my two cousins, and it's going to be.
And you're going to go watch a Sixers game in New Orleans.
You think you're excited? Feel these nipples. That's what he wanted to do. I mean, we're Sixers nuts. So, that's what... we'll probably go out afterwards and grab a bite to eat and stuff like that.
GW Finn, so you can make
I think that's not our scene tonight. Maybe another night I'll try and sneak in. Tomorrow I'm taking them to a place...
Well, your flip-flops won't fly
I got the flip.
They won't fly at GW
I got the
Finn.
flip-flops
he's
back.
hitting 80-degree weather, so he's going to have flip-flops.
Tomorrow I'm taking him to a fried chicken place called Willie Mae's Scotch House, which I absolutely love for some soul food.
Okay, good job.
I'm going to take him to the Spotted Cat, one of my favorite music little venues down there.
I don't know that one.
It's over on Frenchman Street, which is the real,
That's the real court.
Yeah. So it's just a tiny little club that's awesome.
I've never heard
Name dropper.
It's just, local musicians pop in and do sets. It's really cool. Maybe the Blue Nile, check out some music. And then Saturday we have a catered seafood boil coming to the house that we're staying at. And they're going to cook gumbo and crawfish and do all that up. And
Bob's going to move.
That's our only real plan. So we're pretty much flying by the seat of our pants. It's going to be a blast.
You guys have a great... And you have fun in Atlanta, John. I know you're leaving.
It's going to be tons
Friday?
of fun.
That's
good.
I
said,
well, if I get hammered one morning before 10 a.m., I'll give you guys a call.
Libby's going for state championship.
And we're good. In what?
Singing.
Oh, nice.
Wow. She is the district champion.
Did Parks Casino give you odds on that? How are we looking?
I don't know if we can get odds on it. She has to, but because
Does she sound like Fergie and Jesus
of
combined?
The schools, she's going for a state championship on.
Well, best of luck, Olivia.
So let's see what they
you
can
guys
do.
have a great weekend
On Saturday. Bob, you'll be.
Bob, what are you going to be painting and ripping carpets up?
You'll be lugging boxes and everything.
No big deal. I'm sure Pat will be with me.
Question that got asked. Bob, you were asked in something that we missed a little bit earlier on in the show. What are the Phillies doing?
Do they know?
What's the plan? What is it? Is it a retool? A rebuild? We're okay?
I don't know. So they addressed the obvious need this offseason, and that was the bullpen. And they did. And they spent some money there, and they left this gaping hole in center field. And now they have an injury in the infield, and they're playing a catcher at second base. And now
it doesn't seem real.
Third or fourth and fifth starters aren't real good, which is a problem they had before that they still haven't really addressed. They just put different names there. What is this season? And look, I know we're only 16 games in, but I really am wondering what was the goal this season? Was it to contend? I mean, your lineup.
Yes. They spend money. That's your
payroll. This team's payroll. They absolutely
spend money on JT on
the past 2 years. I think they've spent more money than anyone in baseball.
They told me it was mission critical that they have the best catcher in baseball.
So you just center field. You just didn't address.
Yeah.
You have your younger guys that you were grooming that you told us last year were getting close. Well, I actually told us a couple years ago, but last year you told us that Spencer Howard and Scott Kingery were going to be big players in this plan that you have. You just had some call-ups because of COVID. Their names weren't even mentioned. You have injuries on the infield. Scott Kingery, I still haven't heard his name.
Scott Kingery's killing this team right now because you counted on him as that.
But should they have? It almost goes back to what you said about...
Yeah, you should have. I mean, look, he's a guy that has produced at a major league level to a pretty decent degree. You had to count on him, and he's let you down.
It's just amazing to me.
He's killing
I don't know what's going on here with this team.
I don't think they do either.
It's almost like every... maybe little problem that we conceived little problem before the beginning of the season that they had has been...
It's come together.
Has had the sunlight or a spotlight shone right on it, and it's right out there saying, oh, my God, this is really bad. Now, it's weird that it's happened in the first 16 games, that you realize strange. You don't have, as of now, your aces are kind of finding themselves. Your manager is very much into question. Your center field position is horrible. Your backup infielders are nowhere to be found. It's just... I've never seen a 16-game stretch that all your supposed little problems have been just shine so
I think
bright.
too is if you took the 20, how much is it, 20 million for JT?
He's getting 10 this season.
But how much is his salary?
I think it's 20,
thought it was between 20 and 25. Yeah,
20
I
to
think it's 23 or something.
I'll tell you.
I'll say it again. I'll say it again. This team would be better off with a starting pitcher and a cheaper catcher.
23.875 the remaining 4 years after this.
The starting pitching's so bad.
JT's not the problem.
No, I'm not saying he's a problem.
No, but you're talking about his money allocation.
You would be much better off if you had a frontline starter for that money, and you could have you could have a frontline starter and a catcher for what you're paying.
But here's the thing. If Spencer Howard isn't treated with baby gloves, then you have a Wheeler, Nola, Eflin, and Howard rotation, which is pretty good. So I'd much rather would have addressed center field than even a starting pitcher, and I know how that sounds.
I get you.
Left field's killing you too right now. McCutchen looks old.
Yeah.
Do you like
Spencer Howard and Kingery are man,
it's terrible.
Drives me a little nuts.
There's so many really good options though that are the pitchers that
Cole
are a
Hamels.
bargain.
Yeah.
Cole Hamels.
That's gonna. I can't wait till he comes back. I hope they pitch him at home his first game.
All right, here's a better one in the linchpin.
Here's a better one.
This is a better one to change the topic to. This guy, and I'm not talking about Cole Hamels, better not be showing up in town.
This is the linchpin.
If he is, hide the Instagram masseuses.
So last week somebody tweeted me this, and I haven't been able to shake it from my brain cage yet.
Okay.
And I think it's fairly... There's no way for us to know, but if I had to guess, I think this is right. Did the Eagles make the trade with Miami, as Joe Banner said, got basically amazing capital back? Did they make the trade to acquire more future first-round assets so that they could go trade for Deshaun Watson? I'm beginning to think that's a real possibility.
Wait, to still happen, or you thought that?
No, they did the trade thinking,
okay.
all right, our goal here is to go get Deshaun Watson. We need more first-round picks. If they made that trade, they have the second most capital, I think, in the draft this year, and next year they're going to be sitting pretty as far as draft capital.
Here's where Joe Banner's off his rocker. The NFL teams, there was a reason why no deal went down for Deshaun Watson, why nobody just pulled the trigger. You would think Deshaun Watson's on the market. Great player. NFL teams already.
Joe didn't insinuate the Watson thing. He just said that the value they got for 6 was really good.
Oh, no. Okay, I'm sorry.
He didn't get into the Watson thing.
Because NFL teams, just from doing reconnaissance, they knew that there was something coming with this Deshaun Watson story, and that's why nobody...
So you don't buy it for that reason?
You can't have Deshaun Watson on your team.
No, I know that.
You cannot have him in your organization.
But you think they knew that prior to the trade?
I think they saw there was smoke, and they wanted to see the smoke play out.
So they've sent Big Dom down to Houston.
And now you've seen Deshaun Watson go.
To figure this out for us.
Remember, all you have to do is go research the story. Deshaun Watson, at first, when he introduced his attorney, Deshaun Watson was the subject of extortion.
Yeah.
Then the next time the attorney got to the microphones, it was Deshaun Watson. Yes, he got masseuses on Instagram, but there was Instagram conversations between them, but nothing more. Then there was, yes, he did find these women on Instagram, and yes, some had sexual encounters with them. Every time the story changes with Deshaun Watson because he couldn't tell you the true story when he started. And again, talk to 2 NFL quarterbacks. If you want a masseuse, if you're a backup quarterback in the NFL, if you want a massage, they will not only have a massage table in your home, they will send a masseuse to your home. You want one at 11 o'clock at night, they'll get one for you.
I still wonder if the Eagles, prior to all this, thought, we can go get that guy. And then it got really bad, and they went, all right, screw it.
It's even more incompetent then if you're doing this. And you can't touch him now.
No, not now.
He wants the masseuses too. But you cannot touch him now.
Seemed like he was more into the air than the masseuses.
I don't get the whole but I mean it's the
air humping.
Pat,
the hell's that?
After all the pearl clutching that has gone on in this town regarding Odubel Herrera, you better sure as hell not be. There better be none of these people suggesting we bring in Deshaun Watson.
I don't think they're I don't think anyone will tell you right now that they need to bring in Deshaun because of everything you guys have laid out. I do think there's some validity to what Jamie said. I don't think necessarily it was just for Deshaun, but I think it might have been Deshaun
or something else.
Or Russell Wilson or somebody next year that just decides they want out.
And that could be. And we're seeing that now, right?
Yeah,
quarterbacks.
but I didn't think they were trading all these picks back and it was going to, boom, Deshaun Watson. Okay. But
he was
can't
the
trade
biggest
for him
name
now.
out there. So, Jamie, I understand you're connecting the dots.
Well, yeah,
you have to. Name out
if
there.
he's out there and available, you have to check out what it would cost. And guys like that don't come around every day.
And then you find out what he's about.
And then you go, oh, damn.
And as Shefty always says to us, the Eagles are always a team that makes calls and checks things out. So
I will tell you this, is that I am a bit of a – I always say I am a horrible judge. I'm a horrible judge of character.
Set with Bob, Jamie, and Pat.
Deshaun Watson, I watched.
I don't think you're alone.
I watched him in high school. I interviewed him in high school. Watched him in college. Interviewed him in college.
I think he had everyone.
If you had every single, if you said to me an NFL quarterback that would get in a scandal like this, I would have put him at the bottom.
Yeah,
he would have been near the bottom of my list.
Yeah.
This is ridiculous. And then I had people on. I was talking about the other day because Mike Meltzer is a attorney, talk show host out of Houston that I know well, and he was talking about the defense of Deshaun Watson, and I said, Mike, can you explain to me how many NFL quarterbacks are on Instagram in the middle of the night looking for massages? Seriously, he wasn't looking for massages. Yeah. Let's stop with the stupid pretext that it was a masseuse he was looking for.
No, he wasn't looking. He was looking for the power trip.
And then they tried to say, oh, no. It was hard because of COVID to get a massage.
I bet it was hard.
So
because of COVID, though?
So I flat out asked. I said, asked two
Increased blood
quarterbacks.
flow.
Asked two quarterbacks and said, any problem getting a massage?
No.
Like, the team will send one. First of all, if you say you want massages, sport massages, and you're a quarterback, they'll have a massage table, professional one, put in your house. And then you want one at 11 o'clock at night, you call and they'll say, we'll send somebody over. There's a whole list of preferred ones that they use that, by the way, they've already screened and they already know what they're about.
Yeah, the whole Deshaun thing is weird, man.
It's
the
bad.
Reports that you get.
By the way, he doesn't. The one girl, they're two different accusers, but the one girl says, remember, if you're contacting me again, do you remember you contacted me before? And remember, I'm just there to give you a massage. I mean, what is that about? Like, you can't spin it any other way. She's saying to him, yeah, you're reaching out to me again. I'm the same girl. Do you remember me?
Yeah.
And then, remember, it's just a massage.
Don't be humping the air this time.
Ooh. I never in a million years, I swear to you.
Yeah, I know.
In a million years.
I think everybody was duped. I don't think you're alone in that.
And the thing is, he may just be a freaky dude. It may be it.
That's something. That's a deep-rooted mental issue.
There's something going on
to do that.
It's crazy because he is thought of so highly.
Yeah, because people always say like you could get any girl you want, Deshaun. It's not about that. It's about some kind of power.
It's a creepy story.
It's creepy.
What's weird though is if you ever came with an opinion that Odubel Herrera cannot be in this town, don't dare trot out to me that, well, Deshaun Watson, we can bring him in.
What's Houston going to do? Is he going to end up on the exempt list?
Yes.
He's got to.
They said if training camp Bob was beginning right now, he'd be on the exempt.
Will he get suspended past that?
I think you can't have him. First of all, he can't tell the story straight.
Yeah.
He can't even keep his story straight. And now he's doing the worst thing to me possible. He's now trying to put a smear campaign on the women. And that's never a good strategy.
Yeah.
It's never a good strategy.
He doesn't appear as bad as all this is, and I'm not making any excuses for him. His attorneys, all that stuff, they certainly are not doing him any favors, I don't think.
And Pat gets an A+ with the Phil Collins there.
Yeah, that was all right.
Anthony's
coming in the air tonight.
Anthony's giving away $500 in the Fanatic 500 Fast Cash contest coming up at 10 o'clock.
Yeah,
Your chance to win. Your chance to win. Did you?
So
or did
proud
you
of
not?
I got it.
Oh.
I started cracking up in segment.
I got it. I was just like, I was waiting for him to turn it off. Like, all right, why are we still
He
having
really
this
let it
going?
play.
But he had it going for a while.
It's a great song.
Yeah.
That's one of those.
I didn't know that's what he wrote it about, but.
By the way, that is one of the famous urban legend songs.
Yeah, it is.
About what? I don't think I've heard
that. The urban legend is that Phil Collins wrote that song And because a buddy of his family, a kid had died, and somebody hadn't helped them when they were drowning, and he gave him front row tickets to the concert. And he said, I got this new song that I wrote, and I want to premiere it.
I'd never heard that.
And then he reportedly put the spotlight on the guy and sang to him. It's this urban legend.
I'd never heard that
Absolutely
one.
was not
Yeah,
true.
never happened.
Was not true. Phil, all-time top 3 or 4 underrated musicians to me.
Genesis was great.
I love Genesis, and I love Phil Collins.
Yeah.
Love
I
Phil
saw
Collins.
Phil Collins in concert. He's sneaky good. And it's weird to have a drummer be a lead singer the way he was, and then he just became a lead singer. But he's phenomenal drummer.
And he's got the one song where he begs his wife for forgiveness because of an indiscretion. His ex-wife.
No. Was he?
He writes the song, and the
Christy
song.
Brinkley was Billy Joel, right?
Did
he marry a famous person?
one where he's asking for forgiveness of the wife, and then there's another one where he's pissed because
We've got our problems, but I'm on your side.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's a good song.
Yeah, beautiful songs. Really,
Studio's
really
a great song. It's creepy when you listen to the lyrics of it.
a little
It's
bit
uncomfortable.
Hey, a Natural Lawn of America brings you the Cuz, Anthony Gargano, and that really sort of hurts. Natural Lawn of America, the official lawn care company of spring. You can schedule their full-service program to get free seeding every year and peace of mind. Call 800-FREE-SEED. Natural Lawn of America, greener grass, fewer weeds, guaranteed. You
Keep on scratching.
His hands are freaky
the
strong.
thing is, though, he's freaky strong. The thing is, though, if Deshaun Watson was DMing, the Cuz to come over for one of those massages, that would be safe. I mean, that'd be a little different because it would just be about the massage. Wait a minute, Cuz, you got to agree with me.
I do.
Anybody who says they can't have Odubel Herrera in this town better sure as hell not be trotting out, yeah, but we should consider getting Deshaun Watson for the Eagles.
Yes, you're right.
Better not. There's predatory behavior going on whether you like it or not.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Can't have it.
No, I agree with you. Hey, so let's talk about to Jamie's trip, man. He knows how to go. He knows how to travel.
Oh, my
man. He's got a chef coming over, giving him a boil.
Yeah, so his chef is coming over?
Yeah, it's a catered. It's easier than going out.
Anthony,
15 people at a restaurant.
Anthony,
It's cheaper.
Anthony, he's grown up different than us.
No,
it's awesome.
Than you and me and Bob. We are men of the people.
Hat tip to Cousin Tim for coming up with the idea.
The cousin.
Great idea.
Cousin Tim, are you having the chef call over? Let's get the chef, and then maybe we'll have a maid.
Do you know who the chef is?
Well,
it just so happens to be Emerald.
Yeah, it's Emerald.
Yeah, exactly.
They call him Emmy.
It's cheaper than going out with 15 dudes and drinking. You get your own beer, your own alcohol. It's great.
Listen,
I can stay in my swim shorts and be by the
it's a
pool.
great
Now, I
idea,
see a bunch
actually.
of guys in.
That'd be awesome.
I see a bunch of guys wearing their chubbies, and they're.
I got my pair packed.
You got your chubbies.
Yeah.
He's wearing. They're all wearing chubbies. They're all wearing baseball caps and polo shirts with white undershirts under them.
It's more of a t-shirt crowd.
So Ralph Lauren is just absolutely freaking out if he sees this crew walking.
Yes,
and their flip flops or their open-toed shoes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That is, I can design the whole group. I can draw them.
Without a doubt, you're dead right.
What are you, Skip? Where are we going next? Do we have a table at Pat O'Brien's? I heard your grenade story the other day. By the way, I've been there.
Yeah.
But guess what? How many of those grenades did you have?
I think it was 11.
Anthony, I had a couple of those.
Yeah.
John said he was rocked after 2.
No. That was the Pat O'Brien's
Hurricane.
Yeah, the Hurricane.
which will kill you. The
Right.
grenades are a smaller drink,
Oh, right,
but
right,
they
yeah.
pack a punch. There's like 7 liquors.
They also
Yes.
give you diabetes.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. No, listen.
I love the grenades at the mime. It's one of my favorite stories of the week.
Thank you, brother. I mean, if you get a plastic grenade, it's about the size of a wiffle ball,
Yes.
a little smaller, and you see a mime below you, across the street, if you got an arm,
What are you supposed to do?
No, the grenade though doesn't the grenade have the ice in it?
Nah, this one.
I thought that they put them.
It's got some decent weight, but
Yes.
yeah. It's got good
It's
weight.
awesome.
Yeah.
And he's chucking them at mimes.
Yeah.
The other day from a balcony.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
I love that story.
I mean, you know,
He was asking for it.
come on, he's a mime.
Yeah.
I'm
They're always
sorry.
asking.
So he wasn't really asking for it.
Tunis had the best. Tunis had the best line though. Was he a good mime or not? And Cuz goes, I don't know. Was he a good mime? I'm not sure. And he goes, if he was a mime, he'd build the wall and then he wouldn't move and you just pelt him with a grenade. I'm like,
brilliant.
Tunis was brilliant.
It was brilliant.
That really
Brilliant.
works out well. I don't
Brilliant.
usually say that listening to the show about Tunis.
No, it was
but I'm
brilliant.
saying he was brilliant
He
with that
was.
one.
He should. I love that Frenchman Street. He brought up Frenchman
Yeah.
Street.
Oh,
He's
my
awesome.
gosh.
Dude.
All right, dude, you're gonna
That's
you're gonna
a great city, and now's the perfect time to go.
Yeah, weather's
it's
perfect.
Not too hot.
75.
Yeah.
I hope you have a spectacular.
We will. We most definitely will.
You got to get drunk and call the show. You said you want to call in the morning. I want to hear it. It's the best drink in town in America. It's in the world.
Yeah.
And I tried to get him to go to my favorite seafood restaurant, GW Finn's, but he's not going to go.
Oh, really?
Right there in the quarter.
I'm not ruling it out, but it might be a little too highbrow.
It is a little
for
highbrow.
us.
You cannot wear flip flops.
I only brought golf shirts.
The best.
No, you can wear golf shirts.
Okay.
You cannot wear flip flops.
If I could drop a name, if you don't mind.
Yes.
One year, so Spags was defensive coordinator for the Saints.
Okay.
So he had an apartment right off the quarter in the warehouse district. So he's like, dude, come down. So I go down there for like 4 days, and he had nothing to do. Like, he was pretty clear. It was clear. It was like right around this time of the year, after the draft. And so we banged around, and like, you know, when you got
so much fun.
and then you got a guy who's on the coaching staff of the Saints.
Yeah.
Every
They
door's
roll
open.
out,
Like, hey,
here's the table.
the
Here's
chef
the
is like throwing stuff at us.
Hey, Cuz Radio's coming your way next, so you don't want to miss a minute of it. Jamie, have a spectacular trip and safe travels. And I hope you get the sweatiest, ugliest person to sit next to you on the plane. Hey, for Pat Egan and for Jamie and for Bob and for Coach and for Connor and for Mike, I'm John. See you tomorrow at 6 on the John Kincade Show.
Yeah, John, well, I would say...
The John Kincade Show.
Uh-oh. Looks like I'm in for a bad hair day.
On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Are you one of the millions of homeowners who haven't refinanced yet? If so, I'm here to tell you it's not too late. Hi, I'm Wesley Hogan with Westland Financial. Although the lowest rates may be in our rearview mirror, as the economy recovers from the biggest economic shock of our lifetime, rates still remain near historic lows. In fact, with the dramatic increase in home values, this may be the perfect time to put that new home equity to work. Take advantage of our cash-out refi program and pay off high-rate credit cards, car loans, or other high-interest rate debt. Or finally make those home improvements you put on hold for so long. Best of all, we can do this with no closing costs. That's right. Whether it's a conventional, FHA, or VA loan, we'll pay for your title, settlement, lender, and recording fees. So call Westland at 888-455-3669. That's 888-455-3669. It's the biggest no-brainer in the history of mankind. 888-455-3669.
Westland Financial Corp is licensed by the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania Department of Banking. NMLS number 3304. Not all loans apply. Equal housing lender.
Hi, it's me, the I Hate Steven Singer guy, and I'm not just in the jewelry business. I'm in the love business. And in the last year, we've seen how truly important love is. So I'm announcing my brand new Sunshine Yellow 24 karat real gold dipped rose. It's a sunshine yellow rose guaranteed to brighten your loved one's day. But we want to put a little sunshine in everybody's